Good afternoon, everyone. Afternoon here on the East Coast on this Christmas Eve, the last day of I won't say, yet another year in my late 40s, about to come to an end and lead to an even later year in my late 40s. And I'm here to Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas to everyone out there. I'm here with Grace. We're trying to turn the tables of whatever crap has been going on and do something fun and not do this psychotic thing. And our topic today is in a season of that is appropriate for despair right before Christmas, but also is right on the edge of a season of hope, of course, based on
Hello.
Hi, Grace.
Hi. Hello, chat.
Why are you dressing like a man today?
This is my intellectual blouse. Got the
It's a
glasses.
men's dress shirt, basically, right?
It's women's though.
Oh, okay.
We got it unbuttoned. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't really think so, but anyways, it's okay. You're saying that is a feminine article of clothing?
I mean, it is a women's dress shirt. It depends on. I mean, you could say it's feminine.
Is it your size?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all right. Well, okay. So move away from the camera.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, it doesn't do much for you.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Well, maybe put a jacket on over it.
Okay, one sec.
Tara, what's going on, my brother? Merry Christmas. Shirt is a little loose. I don't know. I'm trying to, we're just going to try to just by hook or by crook. Okay, yeah. So if you're going to do that thing, yeah. If you're going to do that kind of shirt, then at least do the Catholic girl kink thing with it. Yeah.
Is that better?
I think that's a lot better, yeah.
Okay.
But, whatever. Okay, better.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, okay. The thing with the Catholic schoolgirl outfit is it dykey? Are we allowed to say that? No.
I don't know. I stay away from it. I don't know.
Is it lesbianish? Is that how I'm allowed to say that?
Yeah.
It's
not if I'm wearing makeup and stuff and my boobs are showing. This is a little more ratchet.
Well, also it was meant to kind of desexualize females, I believe.
True. Yeah.
Or it's meant to be not androgynous, but with a skirt, it's meant to be sort of. Obviously, the idea is to make it less. The idea is we're going to school to learn about things, not to try to attract boys.
Yeah, but it became fetishized, so.
Yes, Aerosmith and Alicia Silverstone did that.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool because I do think that Catholic girls should be associated with sexuality. But anyways, that's a weird way to do it. But okay, so Catholic girls are horny. They're walking around the hallways, but they're actually hungering for dick. Okay, good. Well done. Thank you, Steven Tyler. And okay, so we reversed the Catholic girls start much too late thing from Billy Joel. Now they
Right.
start too early, and whatever. They're part of society, and we're not Amish. Okay, so I think that's good. I have a lot of respect for normie Catholics. They don't think it's the end of the world. They don't think that the sexual revolution is that big of a deal. Their daughters are normal ish. They're no more slutty nor less slutty really than anyone else, except when compared to wound up purity culture Mormon types who are both the sluttiest and the most prude. So it well done. We found a way to overcome the Irish inclination to turn sex into something crazy. So,
Yeah.
all right, but here we're not here to talk about Gen Z. By the way, are you going to put some makeup on or no?
Yes. Once we get the video
Have
started,
you
yeah.
already done that?
Just lipstick.
Okay. So, so we're here to talk about Gen Z males who I've made an argument are kind of like drones at this point that they serve no purpose. Um they're like male chickens who are bred for eggs. Do you know what they do with them?
Uh, Male chickens that are bred for eggs.
Some chicken breeds are bred to produce eggs,
Yeah.
but of course, when they're bred, okay, so some of them like make eggs, but then you have to make more chickens, right?
Right.
Okay, so when they come out 50% male, 50% female.
Right.
What good is a male chicken that's part of a species that's bred for eggs?
Well, to breed the female species.
How many males do you need to keep breeding?
Le-
50% of the population just to
no.
keep their balls? No. Just need a few.
Yeah.
So
the
what do
rest
they
of them
do
are-
with all the males? What do they do with all the males, Grace?
Kill them?
They throw them in a grinder and they turn them into dog food that your dog eats, and it says chicken on it.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. If Vegan Gains wants to cry about that, that's fine. I'm just saying that's how it happens. Someone a couple of days ago was telling me how awful that is. And I agree. Whatever. But we're not here to talk about animals. I'm saying Gen Z guys are in a similar situation, and I think the idea at one point was, okay, like you guys are based or whatever,
Yeah.
and let's get you guys to like save the world. I think these guys should all be put in a grinder at this point. I don't see why we as a society shouldn't put them in a grinder. They're in a sense putting themselves in the grinder of porn addiction, video game playing, red pill content consuming, and trying to tell it sucks and they suck. I haven't seen one of them from the entire generation that seems to have any redeeming qualities whatsoever. Even like Nick Fuentes, it's mostly crap, I think. I'm tired of hearing people say like, "Oh, he's a young man who really." What is he doing talking to clavicular? What are you doing? What are you
That's a
doing?
good question. That is a good question.
What are you doing? You're gonna talk to clavicular and be like broing out with this guy? What is going on? Clavicular is the epitome of a loser.
Yeah. Mentally.
And here he is, like he's actually like tall, comes from a wealthy family, is like sort of like naturally somewhat good looking. Okay. And his whole thing is to turn himself into a fifth grade girl who's like insecure about zits. It's ridiculous. And this is the best. And this is what Nick Fuentes is saying. This is like the best. This is my bro. And he's like, all hail the bro. Hey, my Chad buddy. What are you talking about, Nick? What are you talking about?
It's a good question.
The guy is fucking crazy. He's never going to reproduce. No girl is going to go out. War Chief is welcome to come up. He's part of this generation. Someone who also deserves to be put in a grinder. And like he's doing it. I don't see any redeeming quality in any of these guys. But I'm hoping to be told wrong. I have 4 Gen Z sons. I don't see anything positive in any of them. And I think it's a generational thing, but you're not Gen Z.
You are.
He's
Gen
a millennial.
Z, Adam. He might be a zillennial, but he's Gen Z. His entire affect is Gen Z. It's not millennial.
Well, whatever. He may be somewhere between Gen Z and a millennial, but you think it's better to be a millennial male? I mean, I'm not even considering that they have any contribution to make to society. I thought the Gen Zers, but like I think both generations need to be skipped over. And I think that Gen Z guys like me should just say like, okay, well, it's our responsibility,
Gen X guys.
Gen X, to just mate with Gen Z girls and just allow the drones. A drone is like a male bee that has no purpose. And they're generally expendable. I don't know. We should grind you guys up and feed you to pets or something. Some creature that is, in some sense, I don't know. I'm not going to grind you up, but like, whatever. I'm going to be your death. My new vocation is to be a death coach instead of a life coach. And I'm going to find you bridges to jump off. And so Adam's already found one. He's jumping off the I'm a victim of alcohol bridge. I say, keep going. Go for it. I don't think there's any point. It's too far gone. It's too far gone. There's no point. You think you're a victim and you've given up, like go for it. Well, I don't think we as a human race need you to continue. And you're sitting there going like, "Come on. Help me find the way back." It's like, no, I'll help you find the way out. It's done.
I don't want help and I'm not a victim. Your entire personality is like asking people for help, Adam.
You're a
And saying,
baby.
like, I'm struggling.
You're a baby. You're killing yourself and
Because you don't have the balls to end it, buddy. That's why. You don't have the balls.
I mean, here's the thing for a guy like Adam. Here's the interesting thing. I'm not saying it's you have to like buck up and pull yourself up by the shoestrings. That's actually not what it is. What you need to do is be honest about what's going on. To be honest, intellectual. Shouldn't be hard. It's obvious in your life what's going on. If you want to come up here, I'll tell you what's going on in your life. But you won't come up here because you're a pussy ass bitch. And that's why I don't care. But I can tell you what's going on. But even if you do come up here, you'll just talk over me. And so what is the point? You're a nice kid. You have nice qualities. But like, it's not enough to say like this is a project that's worth investing in. It's not. It's a loser. The Raven King is here.
All right, Raven King this is the John Malkovich guy. He is not a Gen Z male, but perhaps he has something to offer on the topic.
Well, we're going to try to be pretty brief, but go ahead.
Raven King?
Hello. I just wanted to say that I think that Gen Z males are essentially a bunch of eunuchs. I don't think they have the parts. They're not masculine. They don't act like men. There's something defective about them.
Yeah.
So
Have
my
you seen
suggestion would
this
be
clavicular guy, by the way? Do you know who we're talking about?
Clavicular. I think so, yeah. In a meme.
He's
a
a
meme.
he's a
Well, he's a
Gen Z
rising star of Gen Z.
looks maxing guy who takes meth, tren, he's getting shin breaking surgery.
No,
to
this is
make
all you
himself
need to know
taller.
about him. He's trying to raise $100,000. He's 6'2". He's trying to raise $100,000 so that he can have his femur broken, I think, and put a rod in and spend 6 months and be permanently like sort of semi-disabled so he can become 6'6".
Yep.
That's the
Genuinely.
and this is who Nick Fuentes is platforming as his Chad buddy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What
So
the
he feels
fuck is
short.
wrong with this guy?
He
Yeah.
feels short at 6'2",
Mhm.
and he's willing to do that to reach 6'6". That's crazy. That's insecurity. I think
Yeah.
maybe we should just euthanize most of Gen Z.
Yeah.
They're useless.
Yeah. We can grind them up and feed them to like chickens or something so that we can eat. I don't know what else purpose they have.
What if we fed them to vegans? There's a lot of vegans that are Gen Zers.
I don't know. I think that nature is going to reassert itself here and say, look, at a certain point, if you're not making the case for yourself, the rest of the race is also going to get it. You know what I mean? I don't mean like race, like white, black, Chinese. I'm just saying the human race is going to just bypass you.
Well, it will, because most of them are incels. Most of the Gen Zers seem to be incels. So
Right. And if it's my job to get a guy like this to feel like, you know what, you could impregnate a girl, and he's like, nope, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He has, I think this guy has literally emasculated himself because he talked about, he took so much testosterone that his balls no longer work. So I do think he's probably literally incapable of, he's made himself a eunuch.
Yeah.
But not for the
I mean,
kingdom
this-
of God, for the
This
kingdom
chat
of...
this chat is literally completely accurate. He smokes meth, he snorts meth actually, wears makeup and has erectile dysfunction, among many others. But like that's literally true about him. Like he admits that himself. So
well,
I mean,
maybe he could get
the
a-
idea when I was young that there could be a human being who does this, not alone does this, but is championed for doing this. It would have been inconceivable. I can't grasp it. I can't be on board. If you guys, I'm not saying you, but like I'm saying, if this generation wants to say like, you know, this is pretty good, I'm out in helping you. Like, just die. I don't know what to say. I'm not saying I'll kill you, but I'm saying like, just die off. You're missing the boat.
It's a
Revenge
sign
of the
that the
Drunk Driver
West
says-
is over.
Clavicular's last stream, he took 5 gas station boner pills and it still didn't get hard.
Well, you know what? You know what someone told me yesterday on Modern Day Debate. This was interesting. He said that among chimps, right? Which in some ways, whatever we can say, I didn't come from no monkey, but like, okay, we have a lot in common with them. Obviously, ever see a chimp behave, you say like, I know that guy, right? And he may or may not be a black guy. But here's the thing. When chimps feel threatened, their little clan feels threatened. What happens is the old ass monkey who's on top will start fucking all of the young monkey bitches and kind of block the young males from having sex with them. What's going on there? It's nature asserting that like we need that kind of strong masculine energy to overcome this crisis. Now, it could be that the stressor is not the younger generation's fault, but nature doesn't care, right? Nature doesn't care whether you have an excuse for not getting...
Whether it's your fault if you're not reproducing.
You see what I mean? Like, so these Gen Zs wants to say like, oh, I can't afford a house because the boomers, look at the Jews and the usury and all this stuff. Nature doesn't care, and a pussy does not care that you, like, even if it might be true, like nature doesn't care. And when nature doesn't care, nature bypasses you. And I think we need to be real about that. That's what's going on. So if you guys want to do that, do it. You know, say like, I want to have sex with a 45-year-old woman who I treat like my mommy. Go ahead. But that pussy is not going to produce children, and you are going to be out. So
Be right back.
if you want to take care, if you want to sit there with all the rotten females of my generation who need validation because they're cunts, this alliance is no problem, but it is biologically fatal.
All right, we have someone backstage named
All right.
Warcuck who has joined the studio. Hello. I'm just gonna full screen myself. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, it's Adam. Are you here to defend your generation?
Adam, what's up?
Lagging?
No, you're good.
Lagging like a motherfucker.
Make your case, Adam. Who cares if it's lagging? See, this is the problem. Adam, I can't help you.
Well, try calling back in.
All right.
Let's just move on, okay?
Okay.
Let's look at the clavicle a little bit, okay?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
whatever. Let's just do some review. We'll pop into various. Okay, here's the guy that came up on my feed today. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of this guy. Okay,
This
so
is the beginning.
all right, and here's the important thing, Grace.
Yeah.
It's not really about me. Okay,
Mhm.
it's not really
Okay.
about me whether I feel like there's any hope. The question is this reproductively like in the game? And so
Right.
you have to ask yourself biologically
Yeah.
what your response is. And if that sounds like I'm asking you to, whatever it is, that is what I'm doing. And someone else can say, no, I'm experiencing that. Okay. First take, this guy. Okay. So he's young Bob.
Yep.
He's got 28K or 27K subscribers, 10 times bigger than me. And this is the setup, and he's going to talk about like his new position on why he's not part of TPUSA. Okay. So you've got a lot of stuff that like, it seems like a guy like me would be into.
Yep.
I don't know if this guy's Catholic or Orthodox, got all these great icons, but like in my opinion, this fucking sucks. And I want you to not talk about it from an intellectual point of view, but from a biological point of view.
Okay. Let's go.
Well, what's your response?
So after I got
Oh, I thought we were gonna play the video first. I mean, he looks like a lesbian. He looks like a lesbian woman.
What about the wall behind him?
I mean,
Dork.
dork.
Dork,
Yeah,
right?
it's not well done.
It's not organic. This isn't really.
What is this? A participation trophy?
Yeah, he was in
it's-
4-H club or something. Okay.
It's not working for me so far.
What about the sweater?
It's horrible.
What
Somebody's
about the
Star
physique?
Trek.
What about the physique?
Physique is, I mean,
Doughy?
yeah, doughy, like Discord coded.
What about the face?
Haircut's terrible. Haircut is absolutely terrible.
Right.
Face is feminine.
Yeah, okay. So this
Pudgy.
is like, to me, this is like a guy who's trying to act like a middle-aged, like, guy who's out of the sexual realm. This is not what a young man should be doing at all. But anyways,
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
so
see.
far it's a 3 out of 10.
So after I got engaged, I know it's quite a cliche. I've begun to notice that I've never really set a precedent for my belief.
okay, he's
and I think
engaged.
that
Okay, he doesn't have a ring on his finger. Don't engaged people have a ring on their finger?
Generally, yes. No ring.
Male and
That's
female,
true.
right?
Weird.
Say they're engaged. Okay, so he doesn't. Okay, whatever. Well, let's say he's engaged. Okay, so
Okay.
he pulled pussy.
Yep.
I
Okay.
don't see how.
I agree. Raven King, you're back. He said he wanted to be back for the roast. I agree.
This is a random guy. I don't have anything against this guy. Okay. But like, all right, here's what England and I don't know what conservatism have produced.
Oh,
Only
no,
women
that's
wear
true.
the
That's,
engagement ring.
that's true, Kenzie. Yeah, no, that is true. Women
Okay,
wear the engagement
true.
ring.
Well,
That is
They
true.
don't all look like lesbians in England, to be fair. A lot of the males do, but not all of them. Some of them look like this.
Yeah,
Like,
I think there was a
that's
lot
average.
of hope. I think my generation produced the Sex Pistols, and that whole generation, which of course was filled with drugs or whatever. But at least they were saying, "Fuck this fucking empire, it sucks, and we've got to fight." But they lost the fight. They
Yeah.
lost the fight.
This
in the
guy here, he
80s.
looks like he kind of looks like a lesbian French teacher or something. That's what he looks like to me. I don't believe that he's engaged unless he's a lesbian to another lesbian.
Well, I'm sure there are Gen Z women, or maybe he's a millennial, who like this, right? Because it's not a challenge to her.
I mean, I
Right?
believe
It's
you
just
can
very safe. It's very
date.
safe.
It's extremely safe. Yeah.
So, but obviously, as much as I'm a Christian or whatever, like she should, if she has anything going on. Thank you, Bucks Fanatic 06.
$20 from Bucks. Let's go. Ben, you have grown on me.
Happy
I used to not
holidays,
like
sir.
you, but over time you've become pretty entertaining. Happy holidays. Thank you. Merry
Thank
Christmas,
you.
Bucks fan. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and like, so her pussy should, if she meets someone more dynamic, get wet and say like, I don't care, like I can't do this anymore. Okay, and I think that now the question is, maybe there's been a biological thing on both sides where both sides are like, nah, I don't. But I see that younger women say, no, I'm into masculinity. So I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I watched the Turkey Tom clavicular video. or
I
whatever.
think this guy's dick is not, his balls are not connected to his brain. Because if your balls are connected to your brain, you don't end up looking like this.
I
If you're
agree, yeah.
listening, in a sense, to your balls.
Yeah.
But if you've managed to emasculate yourself, this is what you'll look like. Okay, now the question is, are women's ovaries still connected to their brains, or do they have the same thing going on where this becomes like sort of sexually attractive to them? I don't think so. If you ask them, they're pretty frank in saying like, nope, not doing it.
Do you think Gen Z women are at heart, deep down, the same as Gen X women? Instinctually?
I don't think you can change the female biological
Well, they're both
response.
women, but Gen X women were raised. I think the difference is Gen X women were, in a sense, the victims of the success of feminism. Boomer women were in the fight. You know what I mean? Like there were some of them into it, some of them not into it. Gen X women, my generation, it was understood. Feminism was the air you breathed. So my generation of men hate those women generally.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand, like they are victims, but I don't fucking care. They're now in their 40s and 50s, and they're disgusting because feminism is not interesting unless you're young, right? Because then it's spicy. But when you're 45 and you're a feminist, like no one fucking cares, except now Zoomer guys who are like, "Oh, mommy, I like it when you dom me." But my generation is like, we've had enough of this. Fuck you. Sit and spin. I don't care.
Yeah. They're used up old cat ladies. They're old hags, essentially.
I think so, largely. I mean, I
lot of
obviously there are
Okay, but wait a second.
exceptions.
Wait a second. Well, you're sort of assuming that he's not looks matched with whoever he's with. Like he could be engaged to a dumpy fat girl like him.
This to me is not a matter of matching. This to me is I'm not even on the scale sexually.
Yeah, but there are
You
women.
are you. I mean, this. I don't know if this is gay face. It's woman face.
It is woman.
It's
face.
not
It is.
even like I don't know, but like this is what I'm asking you, Grace, and other Gen Z girls can weigh in. I don't think there's any response sexually of a heterosexual female to this, but I may be wrong.
I mean,
Like I don't think this is just my thought. I don't think this could get a pussy wet under any circumstances.
I agree, but I'm just saying, like, he may be with a woman who is equally as genderless and unattractive as him, and therefore maybe her pussy isn't wet, but like she's willing to settle. War Chief, welcome.
Okay,
to
but I
stage.
don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same. That's a cope to say, okay, well, whatever happens to any generation happens to both sides of the generation. I don't think that's true. Because men my age are pissed off. Right?
Yeah.
And women my age are like, they're not. They're complacent, fat, and they think the world owes them something. So it is different. When you create a war of the sexes, the war, plays itself out in interesting ways.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's a funny video to watch. You know the one that says the most Gen X man in the world?
Yeah, okay, let's watch that one.
It's a funny meme.
Okay. This one.
So my daughter got this new website. It's only for her fans, so they can admire her work.
He drank from the garden hose and now finds bottled water a bit pretentious. He doesn't believe in bike helmets because we survived playground concrete. He sees the save icon and still thinks of a 3.5-inch floppy disk.
Yeah, I'd like to make a collect call.
His voicemail
Don't get so
greeting is
bent out of
leave a
shape.
message after the tone.
Why?
And yes, it's
Because I
still on a
said so.
landline.
What the fuck is the internet?
He doesn't trust AI because he's seen Terminator 2.
Remember when your biggest fear was someone taping over your
He's
VHS?
had the same haircut since 1994. His high school guidance counselor told him he had untapped potential.
Remember when MTV actually played
He's
music?
still considering whether to tap it. He knows how to fold a map perfectly on the first try in a moving car.
Fucking Zoomers.
He can still feel the phantom weight of a Walkman clipped to his belt.
Yeah.
His GPS is called knowing where things are.
Fucking millennials.
His favorite cologne is still whatever he got for Christmas in 1998. He once ended an argument with a simple, devastating whatever. When someone says, okay, boomer to him, the universe flinches.
Remember when you had to blow in the Nintendo cartridge to make it work?
His idea of self-care is buying a six-pack and watching Seinfeld reruns. He doesn't always drink beer, but when he does, it's from the same fridge in the garage he's had since 1987. He considers the screech of a 56K modem to be the defining overture of the modern age. His first online profile picture is still his high school yearbook photo. He is the most Gen X man in the world.
I don't always listen to new music, but when I do, I complain that it sounds like something from 1993, but not as good.
Mexican
Okay.
blanket shirt.
So I actually identify with that guy. I think that guy is
To vibe.
very likable. I get that it's like somewhat ludicrous, but like I dig it.
That's
okay?
you.
Yeah, in many ways there's similarities. Okay. So, but my question is like, is this just a generational thing? Am I just living in my own bubble where I'm like, that's better than Zoomer? Show the Zoomer one.
Oh yeah,
This is literally my
I'll show the
son
Zoomer one.
John.
Genius.
Show the
By the
Zoomer
way,
male one.
okay, wait, Dad, I'm
I know.
gonna-
I did not believe that it was all AI. That is
So my
super
dad was
cool.
watching these AI Dos Equis parody videos, and he's like, "Wow, that must have cost that must have cost a lot of money to have all those sets and different actors." And I was
Yeah,
like,
I thought it
Dad,
was an
it's
actor,
AI,
right?
and he was like, "I don't think so. You think you know everything? I don't think that's AI." I was like, "No, it's AI. I can tell. You can see the face is kind of shifting." He's like, "Okay, so how do they make that? Do they have some kind of software?" I don't think you're right about that.
Well, in other words, you're saying that this is like the movie that was all AI with the blue people.
Well, no, because that was CGI. So somebody hand animated that within a software, whereas this is like a prompt given to AI, and then they create a video based on it.
Oh, you know, you're such a fucking liar, Grace. Okay, go. So make me an AI video that looks like that.
A sponge. Sponge, let's go.
You just type in make funny video about Gen X men and it just does it. You're such a fucking liar. It's
No,
that's not like that.
No,
You
no.
always do this to me. You go, "Hey, old man," like da, 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 da. So I'm
No,
saying
no.
like
You
have
give
to
it, like-
write the script.
That's what I'm saying. You have to write the script. Like each of these individual shots was like a prompt. Like, give me a Gen X man with this
Okay, well
looking
then,
hair.
show me how you do it.
I don't know personally. I don't know.
I think this is a high-end production. I don't think this is super easy to do.
I have no idea. It's several AI services combined: AI TTS, AI video, AI lip sync.
Okay, I mean, whatever. I find it interesting. Who cares? Like, okay, I get it. I did not comprehend that telephone doesn't exist.
I know. I get it. It's funny. It's just funny. Woof, welcome to the stage. Hello, Woof.
What's up?
Who's this?
What's up?
Are
Gen
you,
X is probably like the worst generation, hands down.
All
Let's
right,
go.
good. Let's go.
Oh, what generation are you?
I'm a Zoomer, of course.
Okay, welcome to the
Okay.
stage. All right.
What is your complaint?
Well, I mean, it's just the most unappealing generation and the most entitled too, easily. 80s, like what? You guys grew up in the 80s? Easily the most
Yeah.
comforting generation, decade.
How are we entitled?
And you guys are
In
just
what
out of
way?
touch.
Okay. Okay, so we're older than you, and we grew up in
And
the
how
80s.
do you not realize that is
and so
AI?
what's the problem with growing up in the 80s? What is it?
I mean,
You were
guys
entitled?
you guys are a little pampered.
Pampered? In
Wouldn't
what
you say?
way?
Wouldn't you say the 80s were like the ideal cheap housing, homogeneous society? I would say
We
it's
were
pretty
pampered with
easily-
cheap housing in the 80s when we were kids still.
Well, I
Well,
guess
I mean, in
90s
some ways,
maybe.
the 80s were very materialistic. There were very little spiritual like values. It was housing began to be much more expensive than it was in the 60s and the 70s. So I'm not sure. What
Pampered
really
makes
made
me
Gen
sick.
X remarkable is that we were the first generation where divorce was normal, where birth control
Yeah.
was normal, abortion was normal pretty early on. And so,
Yeah, you got
Uh,
exactly. You guys lived it up. That's exactly my point. You lived it
Well,
up.
well, feminism was the
Handcrafted.
norm. So, like, as males, we were told that women are better than us all day, every day. Our mothers basically domed our dads because feminism had won. I think that sucks to be a male in that.
Yeah, but you know what? In the 80s, 70s, and 80s, we fucking ate Zoomers for breakfast. I mean,
Well, I would
we
just-
would
I would-
eat
can I-
them
can I
Well,
just
there's
up.
you guys
There were no
now. You
Zoomers
guys
in
Can I
the
just
70s.
can I just
I
say
know,
as
I-
can I just say
You
as
guys
a
are all
Zoomer, I would
fat.
say Gen X and Gen Z are very similar in the sense of like being sort of neglected, latchkey kids.
Yeah,
Gen
yeah.
Gen X
We
was
weren't
raised on
crybabies,
TV.
though. We
Gen
didn't
Z is
cry
raised
about
on the
it.
internet. You know, it's there's a lot of similarities. I would
Boomers
say.
and
but we didn't
millennials
cry.
are the dominant generations. The boomers can't stop talking about how great the 60s was and how destroying our civilization was fun for them because they got laid. And then millennials are constantly preaching to us about like morality and wokeness, right? So X and Z should be allies because we're both like much smaller generations. We're basically neglected.
Yeah,
And like,
I
So-
can't be
Okay, but
allies with-
let's hear Woof. Okay. So do
Okay,
you have
okay.
like some reasons why like let's say Gen Z males are better than Gen X? Like give us your take.
Well, their whole masculine thing is so like superficial. It's not actually like a real masculinity. It's like, have a beard and I don't know, stuff like that.
okay, let's do it right now. Okay, so you're more masculine than me, is what you're saying?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, but
I'd say so.
all I know from you is your tone of voice, right? And you're not even like willing to create a PFP to represent you. So like
I-
it seems like
what-
you're very
this is-
shy.
this
Although
is,
I give you props
this
for
is-
at least coming on, but like, why
This
don't you
is,
cam up?
Ruska.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Ruska.
This is Ruska.
I thought you were a millennial, Ruska.
Ruska, you look Gen X.
You're a millennial.
Oh yeah, Grace. Don't even start, Grace. Have you seen yourself recently?
No, I know I'm fat, but like you take test, right? You're one of these guys, right?
Is it? Where are you guys going over clavicle? Was that clavicle in the previous like video?
Well, no.
We were-
let
no.
me ask you what you think of clavicle.
I mean, he's exaggerating. I don't know what you guys are like the context of this is, but like, I don't think he actually does all the things he says he does, in terms of like leg extension and shit like that.
Okay, but does he snort meth?
I mean, he probably does he probably does some stuff.
He does all the
I mean-
he does all the gear, right?
He does the gear.
Yeah, he does gear.
He
Yeah.
can't talk to people. He has like extreme social anxiety, right?
Does he cry like Gen Zers do
This is
Like,
who we're
Zoomers are
talking to
crying.
right now.
all the time? Oh no!
Sorry,
that's-
Ruska.
oh
What?
damn!
left arm. Oh, what the hell?
This guy's retarded.
Wait a second. I gotta clarify something. Is Ruska a Zoomer?
Yeah.
He's an older Zoomer, though, right?
I'm a late
I would-
Zoomer. Yeah, I'm a late
Yeah.
Zoomer.
Probably like
Okay.
98 or something.
Okay.
He's a
Now,
retard.
I would say Ruska's a very good-looking guy, so he should be like at the top of the heap. But is he?
Well, Ruska, like, look, Ruska is one of these guys. Look, I'll show you. This is what you've posted in my Discord, Ruska. That is,
Dude, that's a real picture though. That's not even AI. Isn't that impressive?
that is
But-
gross.
But women do not
Get
respond
out of
positively
here.
to that.
No,
That's
what are you
nasty,
talking
bro.
about? Okay.
Well,
That is
I can
too
show you the
much.
I can
You're
show you the data
crazy.
on that. I can show you the data on that.
The data. Okay. Okay. Show me the data.
Women, but it's also intuitive. Do you think women like? Do you think the more muscle, the more the pussy gets wet?
Not like the more muscle. Like there's a cap, right? Like
Yeah, like when you get
there's
to
a
like The
certain point-
Rock level when he was all jacked, like women actually find that disgusting. Do you agree?
No.
Or do you think
that's
they're
not
lying?
true. There's so many girls that probably think The Rock is hot. Like I do think like there is a limit though, of course.
Some, right, but it kind of falls off. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
but wait a second. So, but here's my key thing. Do you think women find it attractive that men are really obsessed with how they look?
Gay
Yes or
guys
no?
like that more. I think.
Again, there's
Gay-
like a
gay
limit,
men.
but like there's a limit, but like taking care of your, I don't know, like taking care of yourself's good, obviously.
But
Look at
don't you understand
your
that?
generation. Your generation is like pretty not doing good. I would say like you guys have just like you guys are all fat and lazy. I don't know.
Okay, but all right. So, but what I'm saying is like, other than like, if you don't say like what you think, but what you think how pussy reacts, right? What I'm saying, women, how they react sexually. I'm saying that women really don't like men who are obsessed with their looks. And I think when I say obsessed with their looks, I'm saying like that's normal for Zoomers. And like, so you need to get the memo on that. It's not,
I mean,
It's
you
not
don't want to be
about-
OCD, but like I don't know. Like I think you know, do you know how many like? I agree. There's Zoomers are definitely overboard. I agree. Like there's a trend like that, but I don't know. There's an expectation for like young guys to like get their hair cut, like have fresh cut. I don't do that, but
expectations
there's
from
like an
whom?
expectation.
From whom? Who's
For,
creating the expectations?
The generation, I'd say, like girls and guys.
But then why are Gen Z women saying like, I want to fuck older guys?
Are they? I mean, like,
Yes.
I think that's mostly about money. Probably. I think like Gen Z's pretty fucked, and
Okay, and so what's
especially,
wrong
like,
with
the
that?
younger ones.
So if women are
So-
saying like, yeah, I prefer security and kind of confidence, I don't care about the body, and your generation is saying I care about the body, then who's creating the expectations?
Well, I mean, you're mixing things up. Like they care about money and then looks. I don't think they're like just completely sacrificing looks. Like I think the guys are still dating are probably in shape too. Like
Are you
Gen
on
Z's
here
actually,
to come out of the
like
closet?
I think statistically, Gen Z's fatter than millennials. I think.
Yeah,
That's true.
sure.
Well, they're older.
So
So
Are
then you
coming
have
out of the closet
so you have
today?
this thing called the dad bod, which women your age say openly they're attracted to.
I mean, I don't.
True.
What? Like it's like a meme though, bro. What?
Well, okay, so it's not reality.
I mean, what do you mean by dad bod? Can you pull up a picture? Because this isn't the dad bod I'm looking at. This is a fit.
No, it's a gay, I would say the problem is it's a gay
Yeah.
bod.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's
Like
a
you
gay
are
bod.
gonna kill it in the
This
gay
is a
With
club.
the
gay
Valley
You
Girl
are
voice.
absolutely gonna kill it in the gay club. Like
Yeah.
gay guys
gay.
are gonna be like, whatever you want. Like, let me lavish
Okay,
you. That's
dad
totally
bod is like-
gay.
Dad bod is the one on the left versus what men think is the ideal is the one on the right. This is just what I found like 2 seconds.
Okay, but dude, girls are gonna go for the one on the right. I don't believe. Grace,
No.
come on. What the?
No, I mean,
Yeah, but
I think the muscle thing is
Grace,
gay.
you think?
I'm not kidding.
Oh, Grace, you're you're fucking insane, Grace. I don't really care what you're.
He sounds
No, I
gay.
watched
too,
a
though.
That's
video.
not
I watched a video about it. Like, women agree with me. Like, generally, women prefer
I sound.
men who are normal BMI, slightly lean
watched the
if you
YouTube
want,
video?
a little bit
Okay.
of a little bit of muscles. I've looked at surveys, but like this ripped thing is just it's like I don't
It's
find this
gay.
attractive. Do you know why? Because the reason why is because it has more, like, women are not just visual creatures, right? So I know that you went to the gym and you looked at your own body and you did certain things and took certain drugs to look like this. And I find that feminine and unattractive. It has more to do with your entire aura than just
Yeah, I
She's
mean,
turned
literally
off.
the photo. Well, we have another
It's
Gen
like-
I
Z,
mean, you're-
another
you're
Gen
the one that's
Z
being, like,
male,
OCD about
Lasagna
it.
Killa. Welcome to the stage.
Well, I see. I think I think you could go too far, Grace, and say like, okay, well, like that is a certain sort of like ideal, right? Okay, and everyone would say,
Well,
well,
can I-
yeah, that's
can I
not
ask Ben
unattractive,
something?
and there
Ben, let me ask
probably
you something.
is some
There's
health
plenty.
attached
There's
to it.
plenty of videos on the internet.
Yeah, sure, but
posting pictures.
this is
But
this is
what
not
women
the
want
ideal.
is
This
that
is
you
gross.
look like that from working, not from
That
working
is gross.
out.
You're fucking retarded.
He's posing like a
No,
girl.
no,
That's
no, no,
gay.
no, no,
Come
no.
on.
Yes, I agree with you, Dad. From working like construction or whatever, if you want to, like, that's fine. But like this particularly right here,
No, not that. I
Okay,
don't think it's
we're-
just fine.
we're
I
like,
think
Grace,
it's like
Grace, you know what? I
that's what makes
agree
pussies
as someone-
wet because that is producing something. You're building houses. You're
I agree. I actually agree. I agree with this point, but I mean, it's not just construction. Like, if you're in shape and have like some sort of real professional job, if you're just like working at, whatever, putting all your energy into working out and looks, and you work at fucking, I don't know, Starbucks or something, that's gay. I agree there.
No, but that's stupid. That's like saying a girl won't date a rich guy because the rich guy made his money in a certain way. Like, he's still rich. Like, doesn't matter how you get the muscles. If you look good, you look good.
That's
Well,
not
when-
true.
Ah,
Look at
okay,
that.
all right. That's
No.
the key. Gen Z guys think it's just the result that matters, not how you
is.
get there. And I don't think that's true.
Well, you're living in fantasy.
I
In real
agree.
life,
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't
agree.
matter
We
what-
do have Ava
it
on
doesn't-
stage. Ava, welcome to the show.
Hey, I gotta
that's
say,
not
I
the fucking point.
I completely agree with what Grace and Ben are saying.
What can I say?
Okay, so that's interesting.
Rare
There's a
Ava.
I
female.
agree to
There's
like,
a
some
female.
extent, but like first of all, you guys are like,
Well, Ava's
I don't know.
insane. She's not.
Do
She
you know,
doesn't
like-
really count.
Well, you
Ava,
can
do you
take
think
every
he
female
sounds
and say
gay?
they're crazy, but like, this is backed up statistically.
no,
But
no.
wait a
Ben,
second.
there are
Wait
plenty
a
of-
second. Wait a second. Ava, you do this looks maxing thing too because like you injected like Temu bought steroids or wherever you got them into your neck to make it look bigger. Didn't you?
Inaccurate. Thank you very much. Inaccurate.
Well, what did you do? You did something.
They're
with
Well, she was
they're-
fooling around.
They're
She was
very
fooling
well sourced. Very well sourced Korean Botox. Okay.
Temu
Yes.
Botox.
And as
Okay.
not
Temu
steroids.
Botox.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, she was fooling around. Clearly, Ava's not like.
But
on
listen,
gear.
that's a woman thing. And that's a woman thing. When a man does it, like, yes, we women, we've been riddled with beauty standards that are just ridiculous. And like, and it is, it's a, being all prim and proper and primping ourselves and whatever. But when men go to that length, when, women are not visual creatures, it's just different.
No.
It's not
There-
attractive.
True. I
women.
agree with the
whoa, whoa,
difference.
whoa,
I agree with the
No,
difference
no,
between men and
wait,
women. Yeah, I
I-
agree.
but
Yeah.
we're all
There are plenty
agreeing.
of
I think-
videos on YouTube proving you
Oh my
guys
God.
wrong, where guys will upload pictures of male models and they'll get thousands of likes. So,
Let me-
just objectively, you're wrong when you say that.
Let me
No,
cut.
Just
uh,
proof.
Let me cut to
I
the chase, and
agree
I'll
with
ask
Grace
Grace
and
and
Ava to an
Ava this,
extent.
and they can say whatever they want. Men think that penis size is way more important than women think it is. I think that's true, and I
Yeah.
think the analogy is titties. I, as a man, think small titties, medium titties, big titties. I actually don't really like big titties, but like a lot of women think that's super important, and like so, I think we tend to think with a male brain. You know what I mean? And women think with a female brain. And of course, they should understand that sometimes that's not true. Gay men want a big dick. They want a 9-inch dick. They love it. Women, I don't think really care if it's a little less, a little more.
Where did this come
or
from?
just
though?
about
we weren't even
average.
talking about
But
that.
guys,
Why'd you even
I
bring
want
that up?
you guys to tell me. Do you think women?
He's
care?
right.
Do you think women really care?
I don't think it matters because even if you have a big one, if she doesn't even see it, there's no point. You could have like a 20-incher, but if she doesn't like you, there's no point in having a big dick. Like, It's a stupid. I don't even know why you bring that up. You're just like you're talking about something.
No, but
actually cool.
okay, but like
a lot of guys feel
women
like if
tend to
my
think
dick was this guy, the clavicle or whatever, sits there with a penis pump, right?
Yeah, because
Trying to get his dick bigger.
he's actually
Yes.
having sex though. He's actually having sex.
But what I'm
You're not.
saying is, when a woman sees a penis pump in a guy's room, she's like, "This
Yeah.
guy is such a fucking loser."
Dude, you think
Yeah.
you think
100% true.
once
Yeah.
once the woman is willing to have sex with you, it's kind of hard for you to mess it up because you've gotten to that point. Like I think you're just talking from out of your ass, Ben.
Okay, but like guys send dick
No,
pics.
he's
I've
saying
sent
it's
dick
accurate.
pics.
I
I've sent
mean-
dick pics to Ava.
Hold on.
Like, and I
Oh
think
my
dick pics
God.
are funny, and I think they're fine. But like, I don't think girls like care that much if your dick is huge. In fact, I think they think it's a little weird at a certain point, and they're like, I don't know what's going on.
I mean,
I don't even know
right?
why you bring
But
this
I
up,
think
though.
guys feel like if I've got a huge dick, that's a big selling point.
I mean, this
and
all
that's
comes down to
only
like
true
Yeah,
of
it-
gays.
It would
Can
only
I
be a
make a
turnoff if the
speech?
guy's sending like flaccid photos of his penis or something like that.
Yo, shots fired.
So it certainly seems like it stuck in your memory, didn't it?
It was
it's a very
unique. It
unusual
was
sex,
unique.
man.
W Cove.
What you guys aren't acknowledging though is that like this all comes from like hyper competition among Gen Z because like you probably like all heard about the statistic where like 90% of girls go for the top 10% of guys or whatever. I think
Okay.
that's true. I think there's like it's all about hyper.
I've seen that, yeah.
That is a lie. That's a lie.
Guys
How the
who
fuck is it a lie?
That's called hypergamy, right? They say that's hypergamy.
Ben, you need to die, bro.
No, I want
I
to talk to
think to an
Ruska
extent,
about this
but no,
because
but they're-
I've heard
okay.
this red pill point. And
I'm
what it
driving
comes from
circles around
is
my house
that
to talk to you fuckers.
what it comes from is this point that if you give girls an app and only really give them a picture, they are going to swipe
Yep.
left a lot and only swipe right on like the guys who are really attractive. That doesn't mean that women are incredibly superficial. It doesn't.
Then what does it mean? That's exactly
No,
what it
That
means.
means that
but
if you
is
give
that-
them if you give
Sure,
them
sure.
only one possible thing to go on, they're going to be highly selective.
Yeah.
But
I
men
get
would
the
be
point.
the
I
same way,
get the
except
point.
men are not hypergamous because they know that like when you turn it into that, it becomes like you've got to have a wider swath because once you go into texting, women basically do that because they don't even want to bother with these guys. Like so, it's like it's like a natural filter. Most guys
get the
on
point. I get the
Tinder
point.
want to just get laid, and so like most women on Tinder want to do something else, but like it's just like going up to people at a bar. Most women will say like right, and most guys will say like to whoever like, hey, yeah, sure, let me buy you a drink. It's there's nothing that has changed. That's always been true. It's because at that
No,
first
okay, no,
level,
but I get your
sexually,
point.
women are the gatekeepers and men are the whatever. And then when you're right.
Okay, go ahead,
But,
respond.
okay,
Ruska.
I get your point that I don't know if that study was based off of like Tinder swiping. If it was, like I get it, but there is a general trend towards this like hyper competition. I don't know if that 80 to 10 ratio or whatever is accurate, but like there is a more competitive dating scene today now than there is ever.
How?
That's just like that is I'm positive about that. Well, one because I'm dated. And
Why is it?
Well,
Why
I-
is it?
I
I
see
don't
where
get it.
he's
Why is
coming
it more
from.
competitive? I don't get it. What do you
It's
mean?
more competitive because you can date anybody from anywhere now, I feel like. And it's
there's a
not
lot of
just
people
limited to your
dropping-
town.
there's a lot of
But
people
still, there's an
Okay, but
equal
who's
number
really
of
do-
fours
who's really
as
dating
fours,
someone?
fives
A
as
lot of
fives,
people.
sixes as sixes.
Yeah,
From
a lot
another
of people
country,
no,
from
from
another
another
country,
state.
from
No, from another
Not
state.
another
from another
country,
state.
but like
You think
Yeah, but
really
what I'm
people are
saying
doing
is-
a lot of long distance?
Yeah, they are. They are.
What I'm saying is you take a pool
it's just
and
one
then
factor.
You increase the
No, I
pool,
mean,
but
it's just-
you're
you
still
used
going to
to
have
have-
as
yeah,
many
exactly.
fours as fours, fives as fives, sixes as sixes, right? You're going to have the same amount on both sides. I don't know why men say, oh, well, now
No,
only
because
the
there's a lot of
eights,
girls
nines, and
that
tens can get any success with
Because-
women. That's not true.
because younger girls are not needing a relationship as much anymore. There's a way higher percentage of single women. In
Yeah,
their
they're more
20s and
pickier now.
30s.
Women are way more pickier.
Yeah, they don't. need a
Maybe it's
man
because there's less
to,
good men to choose from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's also part of it too. I agree.
Well, wait, how can men complain about women being superficial? Men are literally, in terms of dating,
I'm not.
somewhat like genuinely much more superficial than women. They care about looks way more than women.
Yeah.
They want their girl to be pretty. So if you're an ugly girl, you're screwed basically.
No,
Like,
girls.
I
how
don't
can
know.
you
Girls care-
complain
no,
about
that's
looks
bull-
as
I don't-
well.
I don't get
That's
that.
true.
I don't
Girls
think
care
if
that's
about
one
looks as
sex
well.
was to complain about being judged by their looks, it would be women, not men. You've got to be
Yeah.
you got to be kidding me.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. Actually.
Oh, okay. Let me
Oh my
ask,
god.
you guys really think?
guys
You
just want,
guys
like, a
really
7
think?
or 8.
Wait. You guys
They don't
really
need
think
a 10.
that like if a woman is charismatic, ugly, fat, charismatic, and wealthy, that she's as attractive to a man as a man who is ugly, fat, charismatic, and attractive? No way. Of
Yeah,
course,
no,
women
I'm
would
trying.
I mean,
I'm
much
trying to
more
find
easily
out.
go
People
out with
just
that
aren't
guy.
people
No,
in
if
my
there's a
mind,
woman
so,
that's
like,
fat but
that's
she's
not a-
wealthy, that's attractive to me. I'll
No,
like,
get
try
the
to
fuck
with her.
out
What
of
the fuck?
here.
Nah,
Lasagna.
really.
No, I want. I don't want to work.
Stop.
Working sucks, dude. Like I really want to find that.
See, that's the problem. Maybe that's why nobody
He
dates
wants
you,
to be
because
the
you
Edward
think
to someone's
working
Valentine.
sucks. You think working sucks, and
Yeah,
you're a
'cause it
young
does.
man. Maybe that's why you don't get pussy.
So if you
I
like
do-
ugly, if you like ugly chicks, then you're all set. What are you?
I said
what are you
with
complaining
money.
about?
With
Why aren't
money,
you balls
with
deep
money,
right now?
With money,
There's
idiot.
plenty of ugly fat chicks around.
With
Plus,
money,
there's
you
all.
idiot.
If
With
you're a
He wants
white
them to
guy,
be
you got all the
rich.
blacks and the Asians
God,
too.
why is your dad
So,
so
like,
stupid?
why aren't you balls deep? Why aren't you just swimming in it?
Okay,
Because
I
he
said
wants
with
a
money.
rich, ugly woman.
Yeah,
There's plenty of rich, ugly
yeah.
women.
I don't think there are plenty of them, man.
But okay, well let me pick up on this. Lasagna, why do you
Sure.
hate working? Why do you hate working? You're a man. You don't I'm not saying you have to be like a slave laborer, but like why do you hate
Because working sucks.
any type of work?
I mean, that's gay.
What do you like? What do you
Not
like?
gay. I like
That's
I like
super
going to the
gay.
beach. Like going to the beach is lit. Smoking is lit. Drinking is lit.
That's, this is
Here we
peak,
go.
man. This is peak.
Okay, well I mean I think we see the problem.
Okay, so
That's
so
okay,
then,
but,
but you
I mean,
think
we should
those
be-
kind of phrases get pussies wet?
I don't. Okay. I mean, okay. I don't even know what to say to that.
What are you gonna
Like,
do when you hit 30? What do you
Like that's
lasagna, what
like
are you gonna do when you hit
like
30?
he has
dude,
another
Russ,
guy. I'm like,
I
oh,
already,
yeah,
I already
that
know.
sounds
Like
cool.
if I'm not rich by like 6, I'll probably kill myself. I don't mind either. Like I'm gonna go to heaven anyway. So
No, you're
You say
not.
that, but
you
you're
killed
not
yourself. Fascinating logic at work here.
Well, I do want to clarify. I agree with the masculinity job aspect, like it being based on like actual.
Russ,
just
do you
being all
think if you have a
superficial.
masculine job, but your doctor in the face, you're gonna get a lot of pussy? That's stupid as hell, man.
You don't have to have a
Yeah,
I mean,
actually-
any job can be masculine.
You just need to
It's
make
your
money.
passion.
No,
It's
look, I'm
not
gonna say
really-
something
Plenty
that's
of
like
dudes
super
make money
gay.
but get
I'm gonna
zero.
say something that's super gay. That picture of Ruska where he's like doing the flex. Okay, like I know as like a guy who would know, like that is gay heaven. Like that's a gay 10.
Get the fuck out of here.
That is something that you
Fuck
take
you.
to show off to like other guys.
I'm just saying, and I'm not. I know that women would say like, yeah, all things being.
Well, I
equal,
was impressed
right?
by it. I'm not
Okay,
gonna even
sure,
lie. I
that's
was
great.
impressed by it.
But they don't
Exactly.
care
Posted
that
better
much
ones.
about that.
Wait, okay,
Yeah,
Rusko,
right.
what do you want me to pull up?
There's
Not this
one of
one?
me in a gym. There's one of me in a gym. That's my
Not this
favorite.
one, the other one where it's like the abs and all that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
some
that
of those
one.
are
You have a whole file.
It's my Google
Look,
Photos.
I'm telling you, any gay guy would tell you. I'm sure of this. You could say that's because I'm gay. They'd say like,
Dude.
oh my god, 10 out of 10. I love it. What?
That is what
I
all
love
of
that.
the gays that went to my high school, they all look like that. And
That
they all
is
go to
gay
the
heaven
right
right there.
speedos and
Put
have
that
like
on
gay
Tin-
speedo
Put
parties.
that on Grinder. You will get a billion hits. I have no doubt about that.
Dude, you sound so dumb, man. It's so unbelievable to me how dumb you are.
I mean, I'm not
I
going
mean,
to say.
that's
I'm not.
true.
Listen,
Is anyone
wait,
gonna
but I'm
deny
not going to
that?
sit here and say that, like, as a woman, there's nothing attractive about this. Okay, I'm not going to lie. It
I
obviously
literally
is a
have
very
proof
defined
that it
male
is
body.
attractive. I literally have more hits on Tinder. I'm probably in the top like 1.1% of Tinder. Actually.
Right.
So
right,
I
right.
mean,
You
I'm
get a
just saying
Tinder
like that.
rewind.
So then, what are you complaining about? Because if everything's competitive, you're getting all the pussy, right?
But yeah, you can still acknowledge the bad things.
Unless
about
you're
it, though.
somehow like short. I don't think.
But
you're
well,
short.
I actually disagree with this whole like it just being completely superficial. It takes a lot of hard work to like actually be in shape. So like, it's not just.
Does it
superficial.
though?
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
it does.
100%.
To look
When
like
you're on
this.
the On
I don't take here.
roids.
I'm just like.
I don't believe that.
This is you're natty.
100%.
Oh, really?
That photo is more
This
that's
this
not
is
believable.
natural. This is natural. The other one is maybe natural because
I mean, you also have to
This
understand.
one-
Like, I don't like this is after working out at the
Right.
peak
Right.
of
You
my
have the
shape,
pump and everything. Yeah.
and
But
it's
don't,
like,
but don't you
okay.
have to like
selective-
fast intermittently and stuff to get like
Yeah, dude,
the,
it
the
takes
superficial
dude,
fat off?
my entire life, like, you know, not completely revolves around it, but like, you know, like I have to be conscious of what you eat, put in the time, all that kind of stuff. But
Okay. And then what I'm saying is that stuff that you're saying there does not make pussies wet.
does like eating junk food and being fat? I don't think that makes pussy sweat. So
I think if you're doing something that's like, I think what makes pussies wet is having a passion. And if the passion is you looking perfect, it's kind of a lame passion. But if you're like a musician or something like that,
Yeah.
you know, like I think that can get a pussy wet depending if you're actually successful. I think that matters. But
Well, the
like sitting
issue-
there
Well, I
looking at
agree.
yourself all day
I agree.
is problematic.
I agree. I don't mean that like consumes my life. I just mean it's something like persistent.
The issue
Because-
is that it looks like you're on steroids, and I think that's what makes it kind of like a. Oh,
This is a
maybe
more
I'm not
accurate
into that.
photo. I'm not on steroids. I'm natty, so.
I
That's,
feel like,
the more
I
accurate
think you're on
photo.
a little bit of something. I just feel like when guys admit it, they feel like it takes away from their hard work. Nobody's saying you didn't work hard. Even if you're on some type of peptide or roid, you still need to work. You can't just take it and get muscular or anything like that.
Okay, but like Ruska. Okay, so
So Ruska, you'd be a good-looking guy without any of this working out if you just were if had an active life. It wouldn't be that different.
What if he was fat? What if he was like 300 pounds? Would he still?
I don't actually disagree with that. I like enjoy working. I was like part of it. So I mean, it's not just I don't just do it to like.
What I'm saying is, if you kept in shape by playing soccer with the hombres, and then like you got to know the kids and the old ladies and stuff like that, that would make a pussy wetter than you having like a 9-pack or whatever it is.
How do
what I
you
mean?
know that though?
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I don't
From
think
what
chicks care about
experience?
abs.
Dude, you guys are so gay.
Women
I'm not
want a
disagreeing.
dad for their kids. That's what gets their pussy wet because their pussy is eventually going to
But I mean, yeah, but
children. So
dad-
they don't want dad going to the gym.
You're
they
miss-
want dad
yeah, but Ben,
to
you're
like
missing
lift
entirely-
their kids up and be muscular, but not sitting there going like, "Whoa, oh, my like 18th whatever." Like,
What are
my
these
striations
photos
aren't
from?
showing.
it's what he's posted on Discord.
Why'd you post
Ruska,
that?
Ruska, I don't know why. I just am trying to understand. What are you coming up here? Like, what are you complaining about? Because like, if you're good looking and you get tons of girls on Tinder, what is your issue? You don't like Gen X men? Is that more of what you're talking about?
Wait, you guys are cutting out. Wow, I forgot what I was gonna say too. Fuck. I
But you
forgot.
get hookup girls on Tinder. You don't get like girlfriends.
Oh, I remember I was gonna say, Ben. There's definitely a correlation between guys who are in shape or not fat and like being a provider. Like that. Not that makes them a provider, but there's definitely like someone who has their life in order is more likely to be in at least like decent shape. You know what I mean? So like,
Do you want to hear a very
Yeah,
interesting
true.
statistic? Men that have higher testosterone have lower IQ, generally speaking.
that's
There's a very
yeah,
clear
maybe.
trend.
Yeah, I think that's true. Blacks are
Yeah.
an example of that. They have higher.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yo.
Jesus.
Well, it's true.
Well, everybody knows that like nerds are like skinny and lean, and
Yeah.
dumber guys are beefier. This is generally like this is a stereotype for a reason. Whoa,
Yeah.
Ava's racist.
Not wrong.
Okay.
All right, I gotta go. All right, see you guys.
All right. Thanks, Ruska.
Mm.
I'm not sure he had much to complain about, honestly. I don't know what his problem is.
You've told me that you don't think Ruska is particularly attractive.
I don't.
Which I find interesting because I'm like, he's a good looking guy. You almost never find that on the internet. But I
Even
think you've
gets
said
me.
like he's kind of crazy. or
No,
something like
it's
that.
the fact
It's
that
the fact that he posts stuff like
he
showing
no,
off his
I think
Tinder messages and stuff on Discord.
it's not even
That's
just
a
that.
bit
He's
Down
like, he's like a
syndrome.
funny
It's
guy.
odd
Just like
behavior.
literally his face, because I have no explanation for this other than that he has taken some kind of drugs. He looks like he's prematurely aged.
Oh,
So to
you
me,
think
he
he's
looks
old,
like a
okay.
45-year-old, 50-year-old guy, which is just bizarre. I have no explanation for it, but
He
like
does. But Grace,
I think he fucked up his face with drugs. That's my only
Yeah, he
explanation.
did.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
You mean like
Grace, do you see
Hormaxer
the Down
looks really
syndrome in him?
different post gear?
do you see the
yes.
Downs?
I wouldn't say Downs. I would just say his face is not. It doesn't look like a 25-year-old guy, and
He
I
looks
can't really.
42.
I can't really make sense
Oh.
of that, but I just.
That's
He
weird.
looks like Simon Cowell.
he does look a little bit like Simon Cowell, yeah.
I think he came on here to complain that he's not getting dick. I think he's gay in the closet, and I think he was showing his abs trying to get gay guys on Tinder.
Well, I think the thing with women is if they see a guy looking for masculine perfection in the mirror constantly, aren't they going to do the math and say like, okay, well, that's what you see as the ideal, the male physique. So how aren't you gay? Right?
True. True.
If you're
Yeah.
spending hours a day perfecting your male physique, you're kind of an auto. What do they call that?
Gynophile?
Yeah, you're kind of getting off on yourself.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's not really hetero.
Well, Ben, women want to be the pretty one in the relationship. They want you looking at them. They don't want some guy looking at himself in the mirror all the time, lifting up his shirt, looking at his own abs. I mean, that is gay. That's feminine. And
Yeah,
women
like I
realize-
would say the example like with cars, like there's two types of like guys who are into cars. One guy is like the chrome, he's constantly buffing it. It's like perfect. And it is like an amazing like 57 Corvette. And he like tunes it all the time. Then there's like another guy with like a fucked up, like barely driving pickup truck with rust holes who drives drunk back from the bar. I mean, I think the latter is more masculine than the former. And women are like, I don't want to marry a guy who's basically in love with his car. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but this other guy is an idiot and he might kill someone, but like, it's more
He'll take the idiot.
masculine.
Well, they'll get wet for the
Mr.
idiot.
Preja, I've added you to the panel
Yeah,
if
there's
you wanted to jump in.
Test.
Yeah, you're here.
Women
Hey,
get
guys,
super
how are we?
turned off by a vain guy that's into vanity, that spends more time looking in the mirror than they do. It's a
I know
turn
that
off.
I know that historically there were times, if you look at old painting, go to a museum, men were quite vain. Like they seemed to be peacocking constantly, and they had all these like frilly things, and like they were showing off their legs with these leggings and stuff. It's really weird, but like it was seen that men were, but I think those were gay-ish
Yeah.
times and gay
That
cultures.
was a gay era. Let's forget
Yeah, I think
about
it was
that.
a kind of gay era.
They
Like
should
that's like
erase that.
England. There was a lot of gay stuff going on then.
Yeah.
And I don't, but these guys that are doing it, they're saying, no, I'm hetero. Even though, for example, bodybuilding, when I was younger, I wanted to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Pretty much all guys my age did. But bodybuilding culture now is pretty much synonymous with gay culture. It wasn't when it broke out in Venice Beach and Arnold. He did a lot of crazy sexual stuff, but I don't think he was gay. But like pretty much all the bodybuilders now understand that their audience at least is gay pretty much 100%.
Well,
And women don't go to that stuff. Women are like,
Yeah.
ugh. It's gotten too much. It's gotten
But you know
too...
the problem with Ruska, it goes beyond the bodybuilding thing. It's just like he's a funny guy. He posts my Discord. I like him just fine, but he is a lost soul. Like he has no grounding. He has nothing he really cares about. It's beyond the body. It's like he's not a man. He's a boy. That's the reality.
See, what
of
I
the
don't
situation.
understand about Ruska and also Clavicular is you guys are obviously good looking. Why are you insecure about it? Why aren't you like conquering the world? Like, yeah, you have this stuff. Like they can't convince themselves somehow that they are just like
Grace nailed it, though.
genetically, like
he's
well,
insecure. He's not a man. That's the reason.
I mean, it's okay if you want to look good, but like you should have something bigger that you care about. And I've never seen any
but wouldn't you
evidence
say
that-
also, Grace, like the genetics are a leg up? Good looking people generally do better in life. So why why would you be like stuck on am I or am I not good looking, or am I good looking enough? Why aren't you just like being the CEO?
True.
They
true.
generally
You know what I mean?
do
Yeah,
better.
these guys are good looking. Yeah.
But
So
not when they
do you
make
mind if I weigh
duck
in
lips and
briefly?
muscles in pictures. Then it's like different than being good looking. He's peacocking, and it's mostly to attract gay men. It's not, women are not like looking at this.
Dingo
thinking,
wants to jump in. What's up?
go
Dingo?
ahead, Mr. Parisian. No, that's
Oh,
not
Mr.
Dingo, but
Parisian.
yeah.
That's all right. Hey guys, how are you? Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas.
I think with the bodybuilding thing, it doesn't appeal to women visually as much as I think some people think it does. I think what it does is it is actually more for men. It's the same thing as modifying cars. We don't do that for girls. It's like a status thing amongst other men.
Yeah.
And once you are able to climb in a social group to a higher position of status, that is what appeals to women. And so you might not necessarily is my mic bad? Sorry.
It's just a little
It's actually pretty good. I don't know
fuzzy.
what
It's fine.
I'll try to fix it in a second. So I think that chicks don't like visually the bodybuilding stuff. However, I think that what it does is it places them in a position that women like.
Use your other mic with wings.
I think women definitely prefer Ruska over Ben by a huge margin because, like, the bloated worm gut, it does not compensate for the tiny penis.
Hot take.
How old are you? I don't know what to call you.
I'm pretty old.
You're in your 30s, right?
Yeah.
So you're actually not a Zoomer.
No. But you have to give the Zoomers credit. Like, D-Dog was able to get erect for Ruby. So he is more of a man than you, isn't he?
More of a man.
Well, but
I don't think he's very masculine.
But more than you. He probably doesn't play with dildos and watch Sissy Hypno either.
you could make that
we're
argument.
getting into stuff that's like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. You,
Mary Ben missed, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, Dad,
God,
Dad,
dude.
you were saying that like, how do you make AI? So somebody, just really quickly, somebody did send me this. They made this of you in something called Sora AI. So here we go. They emailed this to me.
Gen Z, all dumb virgins cooked on side cycle without talking that.
So like, apparently you can just put some prompt in and. You can
Oh,
make it
okay.
In like he did this like 10 minutes after.
Mm.
So whatever. That's
Okay.
how it works, I guess.
You need at least a photograph to begin with. I mean, I guess you could just say male.
But then
No,
my
I
question
think
is,
it's a picture of you, like a screenshot
what?
of you. Yeah.
Why do you want, why do you want everything to fit within your like image of how things should work? Are you not like, can you not change your perspective if you see facts in real life? Or like,
Who are you
gonna-
talking to?
You.
He's talking to you.
Oh, okay. Why do I want things to fit into my perspective? I'm just saying
Yeah,
this is how I see it, and I'm asking.
I think you're forcing
show
to
me
see it that way.
something.
I think you're in denial. You want things to be that way.
So what am I in denial about?
That most men, I mean, most women want men who are attractive and fit.
Yeah.
All things being equal, I think everyone would acknowledge that. But I just think what has happened with red pillars or looks maxers is they've said women are more like that than men, or equivalently like that to men, which is obviously not true.
Right.
Women
if
are not
women just wanted a
particularly
hardworking-
like that.
If women just wanted a hardworking man, then like, don't you think it's very easy to find? There's plenty of dudes that work regular jobs. They don't want just a guy that has a hardworking job. They want a guy who makes a shit ton of money.
Yeah, if you say superficial men just want a woman who looks like a Playboy bunny or whatever, right, to fuck, that's true. And superficial women just want a guy who's got a lot of money so they can cruise in life. That's true. That's always been true, right?
No, but the
But what I'm
problem
saying
that
is,
before-
if
no, no,
you
but
start
no,
saying
no,
women are into looks like men are into looks, you're wrong. Or men are into money like women are into money, you're wrong.
I just think you're looking at women like you don't think they've progressed in the sense of like how they've. You think women are like old school. Like women are way more different now than they were back in your time. I think.
Oh,
women,
okay. No. Okay. So yeah, things change, but like, I believe that nature is the same. But pussy works basically the same way it's worked throughout time.
Well,
And
men are attracted to beautiful women because it shows fertility.
Yeah, sure.
I've been with a rich woman. It was like no amount of money can like make you smart and have a good life.
Sure. Right.
Right, but women
Okay, so,
women look
really
to
quickly-
men for security, obviously, because without men, they're like more on their own, and it's scary to be a woman who is. Ask Ava. It's scary to be a woman who's disconnected from men because you get used, abused, and treated like shit.
Ben,
Well,
can I ask you something?
Damius said earlier, well, looks do matter because you were making fun of this guy's looks. Now, here's the question, right? So that you could say, like, well, that's a fair criticism because if Gen Z males think that looks matter, and we start this video by saying, like, this guy looks like a tubby lesbian, okay, well, how are we not contradicting ourselves? But the thing is, this guy's looks come from a worldview or an attitude towards life that has made him make these decisions is kind of the attitude. And so if he just starts taking roids and stuff to look better, that's not really going to fix the underlying problem. So you have this sort of like dual kind of options with Zoomer guys. On the one hand, you have these superficial gym bros who are super gay, and on the other hand, you have these sort of effete man children who don't do the gym bro thing, but are also like not real men.
But they have
And
a
so-
common denominator. The common denominator is that they're trying to look better, right? They're trying to increase the way they look. Like
That guy's
basically
trying to
women-
increase the way he
No,
looks.
the effete ones they're not trying.
The guy has good. The
this
guy has
doesn't
good
care.
hair. He might have a bad hairstyle, but he has good hair. He has like.
Well, it's even worse that he's not styling it in a way that
he
makes
also
sense.
has
I think that
cle-
guy
he also
should
has clear
transition.
skin.
So should Ben.
This
has
guy
clear
doesn't care
skin,
about his looks.
and,
He's owning the fact that he's doughy and he's gonna wear a terrible sweater. He doesn't care. Like he's not invested like Clavicula.
What I'm saying about this guy, and like it is true, body and soul are connected. So if you say like, well, body's got nothing. If you say like women only look at your soul and not your body, that's not true because your body in some ways is the manifestation of what your soul's up to. This guy, that guy in that picture, in my opinion, is not even on the map for females sexually. How he got someone to
Nigga,
say,
he's
I
engaged.
want to
What are you
reproduce
talking
with you.
about?
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand it. I think his fiance would be a bizarre human being.
That's a problem. You don't understand it. That's why you have your worldview is completely.
You have to be
skewed
able
and
to
it's
get
wrong.
erect to be on the map sexually.
That's what I'm saying,
you're
Ben. Like if you
saying
have
just
if you have
you're
this
on the
guy
map,
who's
you're not.
engaged, do you not think there's something wrong with your worldview?
I don't think so. I haven't seen who he's engaged to. I'm not saying that there aren't females who want pet boys, pet males who find like but I'm saying like, I've known a lot of people like that who have females who don't want a male who is masculine or say they don't want, so they want the safety or something like that. But I don't think that makes their pussy wet.
Let's
How
take,
would you-
let's,
how
let's,
would
wait,
you
let's,
know that?
let's
They just
take
don't
a,
care what their
Let's
pussy
take a
says.
brief break and compare this, which is another one of these ad parodies.
Oh, yeah,
the most
yeah.
Zoomer man in the world to the most
Yeah.
Gen X man in the world, and see if you guys think this is accurate and how it compares.
Yeah.
He once hung out with friends for 4 hours, and not a single word was spoken aloud. He promotes mental health awareness like no generation before him,
Can we please normalize respecting people's pronouns?
right up until he needs to
Sorry, what?
The audio is super low, at least for me. Is that
It's at the highest. I don't know.
It's
maybe-
loud for me, but
Probably
I don't
mine.
know about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
ratio someone,
Normalize respecting people's pronouns?
right up until he needs to ratio someone for clout.
You should apologize to everyone who ever believed in you.
He hates grind culture, but deep down he knows he'll probably be working till the day he dies just to not go broke. He knows everything about the political situation in a country he can't find on a map, but he doesn't know his own neighbor's name. He learned 10 therapy words on TikTok and now uses them to avoid accountability.
Okay, you bringing up what you think you saw is actually a classic example of gaslighting. Me texting her was just me getting closure for my inner child. You getting jealous is actually a projection of your abandonment wounds, and honestly, it's creating an unsafe container for this relationship.
He learned how to skip an ad before he learned how to speak. He once called out of work for a self-care day, and then DoorDashed from a place he could literally see from his window. He watched the entirety of The Godfather in 15-second vertical clips with slime videos playing underneath. He thinks millennials are ancient, boomers are prehistoric, and Gen X...
No cap, I like their early stuff, but they fell off hard.
He changes his entire identity every 6 months and calls it growth. He knows exactly why he is the way he is, and exactly how to fix every problem in his life, and still won't fix anything. He's hyper-political, but his activism begins and ends with reposting infographics. He once claimed to discover the meaning of life, and immediately shared it on TikTok.
Listen, reality is low-key just a simulation, so if the vibes are off, you just need to gaslight the universe into thinking you're the main character.
His biggest existential fear isn't climate change or AI. It's being caught enjoying something earnestly without a protective layer of irony.
Nah, bro, that wasn't me. Crazy that I have a doppelganger running around this specific neighborhood, though.
He's low energy, high anxiety, and somehow both the main character and a bed rot enthusiast. He knows his future is cooked, so he copes by buying an $8 iced latte every day. He is the most Gen Z man in the world.
I don't always drink, but when I do, it's boba, because wellness is important, bro. Stay Gen
He's a pussy.
Z, my friend.
Okay.
That's funny. That's so John.
That was funny, actually, and like a lot of that was accurate. Probably like 80 to 70% of it was accurate.
That's what I thought. Yeah. It
Yeah.
is pretty accurate.
It's exaggerated, obviously, but like there is something to it. It's like, yep.
So I think that is a likable guy that they portray in this video, but like so weak. Like obviously, it is weak. You can't help it. You can't deny that.
He's a pussy. It's a pussy generation.
Like a sweet guy maybe, and just confused and lost, but like it's not even close. You know?
No, he's I think he's unlikable. Other men find someone like this unlikable.
I don't like him.
He's not meeting the minimum sort of masculine accountability level that you can respect someone.
Yeah, I think we
see
all
that.
agree with that for sure. But I was curious after Dingo came up. I realized the question was prompted to me. Ben, you don't think that you're like better or more attractive than these guys, though, right? 'Cause, like,
No. Like,
okay.
like on that level, I mean,
Yeah, just
like,
okay.
on
Just
that
as long
level,
as you
my
know that.
generation is
Okay,
just
okay.
like every other generation. No, like that's not the issue. It's like the spiritual.
But according to your standards, you should maul Ruska, and like women should be after you more than him, right?
Well, it depends. So if you're gonna say like, okay, so like if you say like pulling pussy like on a like a one
It
night
should just
stand
be no.
level.
You just say no. Why is it so hard for you to answer? That's what I'm saying. You're delusional, man.
Well, I mean, if you say like going to the club and picking up chicks, like he's gonna be more successful at that if you wanted to be. Okay, because that's very superficial. If you say like who do women see between me and him as like someone who's like capable of being a long-term partner, I think they would say me all day. Even though it's not really true. I'm too tired, I'm too old. But like if he had my spiritual qualities and I had his youth, okay, that's a pretty strong package.
Women do not really
What are
care
your
about
spiritual
Christianity.
qualities?
Yeah. Like
Oh,
this
I've
whole-
been through fucking hell and back.
women
And
do not care about what you've been through. Like I don't think.
No.
that-
I agree with that. But I've been through it and like it didn't really bother me that much. So like everyone knows I've been through like a 29-month war with an insane mentally ill person with 6 kids. So it's like, they know that like I'm
You know what would be
I'm
lit if you
tested.
actually. You
Wait,
know what would be
okay,
lit-
wait. I have a question to make it less personal. Okay, Ava, who would you rather get married to if you had to pick? Glenn Lawrence or Dalmatian Dog? If you had to pick one to
Well,
be...
Glenn Lawrence is a millennial, so we're doing millennial versus Gen Z now.
Is he?
because-
He's Gen X,
Yeah.
isn't he? Oh, I forget.
He's also
so young.
He's
No,
also
he is-
self-castrated.
He's
I
young.
always picture him as like 56. Okay, I'm trying to think.
He also castrated himself to get back at women.
Ben, what
That's
are
true.
what are the spiritual values that you think or the spirit? What is it you
Well,
said?
look,
The aspects of yourself that make
If you want to
so
make
much
it
more
not about me,
attractive?
but you can make it about me, but like my generation in general obviously has much more experience. And my generation in some ways was shit on by the boomers, and we had to kind of like emerge from it. So even the joke version of Gen X, like I think that's fairly accurate. Like we're sort of self-reliant, we can fix things. I mean, we've navigated life and we've been through a lot of shit, so we're a little edgy, but also fairly competent. That's not true of Zoomers. So I think that
fairly competent.
I just wanted to ask
my
Ben a quick
generation as a
question, if I can.
whole is
Okay.
way more successful than Zoomers, obviously, financially and all that stuff. I've run businesses. Just me, if you want to say, like I have a master's degree from college. I worked a professional job successfully. I ran 2 businesses successfully. Whatever. So
I mean,
like,
the guy
that's not.
in the video had an office job. He had an office job. It looks like he had a
The
nice
Which guy?
$1 gig.
The
In-
Zoomer?
The Zoomer.
But what I'm saying, Ava, is
Yeah.
if you want to say like in general, this is not true of Zoomers. Like they know how to punch in and be disciplined. Okay, you can say that. I just don't think that holds up. I just don't think they are good workers. I think they're.
Good white collar workers? Like
I mean, John. Well, let's use an example. John's a Zoomer. When he was working as a plumber, he was constantly taking pictures of himself like half naked
True.
while working. And I think guys in my generation would be like, "Son, what are you doing?" Like,
I mean, is
your
he still doing
your
that?
generation didn't have a cell phone though. You probably
No, I
did.
know.
You did have a cell phone.
I know, but
Wait,
they
is-
have
is
them
he
now.
still
But plumbers
plumbing?
are not generally like taking
Yeah,
some time out
plumbers
to
generally
like
are old.
to zap someone's
No, Ben,
Discord
guaranteed. If
server
you were
about
guaranteed,
how
if you
they're like sexy.
if you guaranteed if you were John's age and you were living at this time, you would also be doing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, you.
Okay,
took
but
the
that's
smoke break.
not that's not my point. I'm not saying
Then what the hell's
what
your
you're
point?
saying is like it's understandable. But what my point is, nature doesn't care. Pussies, if I'll be explicit, like a pussy doesn't care whether the reason you don't get the pussy wet is because you've been whatever. It's just like it doesn't care. See what I'm saying? So all that may
What
be
are the-
true, but what
Wait,
I'm
is-
saying
is-
is sexually you're not going to make it happen by crying and saying like have sympathy for me.
What would you say the top 3 things are that a pussy cares about if you had to put them in order?
Well, I think masculinity, but like that'd be hard to define. But if you want to say like, okay, what do men provide? I think men provide creativity, protection, and what's the other word? Provision, providing.
Okay. But
That's
Ben,
what
why,
women
why,
care about.
why are you so interested in comparing yourself, like your generation, with Gen Z though? Because I feel like most of the Gen Z men that I know actually are working like full-time jobs and.
Yeah, working a full-time
normal
job is not
people.
really a very high standard, but well, I'm interested because I think I'm a natural father figure, and I'm literally a father, but I
Okay.
do want to connect with the younger generation, and I in some ways I feel like I think I wouldn't say it's a generation. I would say there are 4 sub-generations: Gen Z males.
How are you going to connect when you call all of
Gen
us
Z.
gay?
Wait, hold on,
a minute.
lasagna. Let him finish. Hold
Gen X males and Gen X females. Now, obviously, those 4 groups exist, but I think each one is distinct. I don't think Zoomers as a whole have that much in common, male and female. But what I see on the internet is Gen X guys complaining about women generally and being attracted to, Gen Z guys being attracted to Gen X women because they want a mommy. Now, you
What?
could say that's not true.
Where are you seeing that?
Well, I mean, look at Lalo. He's literally gone from
Well, that's a
trying to be
special
Andrew Tate.
exception.
Hold on a minute. He's gone from trying to be Andrew Tate to now talking baby talk. And he's like, Gwaithy, Gwaithy, Gwaithy. And like I'm obviously he's obviously an unusual person, but like he in many ways is a product of, you know what I mean? Like he grew up on the internet, so he's an exaggerated version of a Zoomer. And I see a lot of Zoomer guys.
Can you say Gracie again? Because that shit was funny.
If you look, a lot of Zoomer guys, you can deny this, are interested in much older females than any generation before them.
Okay, who
has
besides
been.
Lalo?
Granny
who
chasers.
besides Lalo are like in his weird friend though? Like,
Well,
like who do you
basing it
actually
off of
know?
who we like? Lasagna
Dalmatian
here
dog?
said
Dalmatian
he wants
dog?
to be with an older woman who's wealthy. Dalmatian dog
Well,
is
okay.
currently
These are two,
semi-dating
like,
someone
internet
who's
retards.
10
Tell me
years
one who
older than
isn't.
him.
John is living with his mother, sleeping in his mother's bed. I mean, tell me one
you
who
got
isn't
you and you're a Gen X guy sleeping in the bed with your daughter.
in the same room.
It goes reverse. I guess it's like you can take these
Yeah,
anecdotes.
and
whatever.
I like so I would say, Ava, that like this cross-generational thing is on both sides. I think that
okay.
Gen Z girls are attracted to Gen X men. Like, I'm not saying 100%, but like way more than it used to be, so that there are like tons of videos about it saying, what's going on here? Is it something we should worry about, or is it okay? You know that's true, right?
What specifically do I know that's true?
Women are now interested, women your age are interested in, are
In
like
your-
much more okay with age gap relationships
No.
than they used to be. Okay, so
No, I
then
don't
I'm
think
gonna
so.
get rid of you. I'm gonna get rid of you because you're just useless. It's just pointless.
Wait,
you won't
hang on a
admit
second.
something that
Wait.
everyone fucking knows is true.
Hang on a second. No. I have contradictory evidence from Ava's own
It's
experience.
just daddy
Ava,
issues. Okay, so wait. No, I want a new rule. I'm not talking to her because she just says no to whatever I say because she's a
Well,
fucking
I
asshole.
genuinely
But you can
disagree
talk
with
with her,
that.
but I'm not. I'm not going to. Okay.
Okay.
That's the rule.
I just
All right.
I haven't
Can I ask
Ava-
the Zoomers?
be into older
Wait.
men like that.
Hold on, Ava. You dated a guy your age, and
Yes.
he like, I'm not trying to insult you, but he moved in with you, leached off of you, and you had to get rid of him because he had no job and he was leeching. Am I
No.
wrong about that?
No, that's not true at all.
That's how I thought it was portrayed.
No, that's not. No.
But he did
That
move
he
in
had
with
a
you and
job.
live off of you,
Yeah,
didn't he?
was-
Like, he
no,
turned you
was-
into a mommy.
No, he was
Okay,
paying
maybe
the
I'm
majority
wrong.
of the bills. Yeah,
But
was
he didn't
paying
have his own
majority of the
place. Like, he moved in with you, right?
bills. We both have our own places now.
Well, yeah, but at the time.
But we wanted to live together. Yeah.
But did he have his own place and move into your place, or did he not?
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
place?
He had his own place.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe.
Okay,
I'm
I have a
wrong.
question for Ben. Ben, how do you expect?
So why didn't that work out though? It had nothing to do with like his attitude towards you.
Relationships are complicated. I'm not gonna go into my breakup.
Okay.
But I just
Okay,
I
Ben.
would
Well, Grace,
say
you could ask a
that
general
didn't- I will
question
say
like, do
too,
you
What?
find
that
that a lot
didn't
of
turn
Here's the
me
problem,
into
though.
are
Whoa,
immature?
whoa. Hold on a second.
Do you find that a lot of men your own age are
That
immature?
didn't-
You could ask her
oh.
that question. I can't because she's so obnoxious. But
I'm sorry, his audio stopped working for me. That's weird.
Oh my god.
Okay, can you hear anybody's audio? Okay,
I can only hear yours, so I'll click off
Perfect.
now.
Perfect. Okay.
All right.
Do you generally
Bye,
find
Ben.
Do you
Sorry.
generally find guys our age to be immature compared to us?
Sometimes I think everybody matures at different rates, but yeah, I mean, like men our age, like their brains don't develop until they're 25 or 26, right? Like our brains develop a little bit earlier. So I understand getting with someone like a few years older, or even like someone that's a millennial or whatever. But I think that Ben trying to do this cope, being like, oh, well, because like some Gen Z guys are immature and stuff, that means that
Tell her
these Gen Z
we're not
women
going to
actually
talk
wanna be
about daddy.
me
Tell her
is crazy.
that. We're not going to talk about daddy. Just talk to
See,
me.
this is the problem, though, right?
She
This
left.
this is the main problem. People act like this is whole age gap discussion is this brand new phenomenon, but it's not. Younger men have always went to older women for experience and confidence boosting, And on the other hand, younger women have always gone to older men for safety and stability. Tell me when I'm telling lies, baby.
Wait, Ben, I have a question for you.
Did,
How do you
did not
expect
do
to
that.
connect? How do you expect?
When I was
to
young,
connect to young- how do you
no
expect to connect
guys
to young
dated
people?
older women.
Lasagna, hold on.
Well, you
let
see,
him
Ben, that's
guys,
called
guys, guys, guys,
anecdotal
guys,
evidence, my dude.
guys.
I mean, there was occasionally like like where a guy fucks the mom of his friend, but like it was very rare.
Exactly.
Very rare.
Okay, can I ask my question?
Well, it may be rare from your personal experience, but personal experience is not
Hold on.
everything for everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I
Lasagna, what's your
understand that,
question?
but like it does basically that is
Ben, how do you
basically
expect to connect to
how
what you
we
want to do? You want to be
I think the real problem is the fact that
These
we live in the internet age and everything is documented and archived, so things seem bigger than they actually are.
Okay, maybe
that
Lasagna.
could be
Go ahead.
true.
Go ahead.
Ben, how
Lasagna.
do you expect to connect to younger people if one you just call everyone gay who's like younger, and like if they don't agree
True.
with you, you're like, I'm just not going to talk to you. Like, how do you expect to kind of like
No,
what
I
mean?
only
Like,
expect to
yeah.
connect with females then. So I'm just looking for what I call my good girl crew. And
fuck,
like
man,
guys can
come on.
like
What the fuck are you
I'm
talking
just going to
about?
be
Good girl gang.
I'm going to be a death coach for young males. Not
So
a
you don't
life
want
coach.
to you don't want to connect with young dudes then, just young women. Like, didn't you go through this arc already with
I'm
like
hopeless.
the wayward?
That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of hopeless. Like I don't see
Oh
any
my
hope.
god, dude! You're
If
so
Nick Fuentes is the best you can produce, and he's trying to bro out with clavicular, like it's over for you guys. I don't get it. There may
Is
be
that- is
guys
that-
who are exceptions, but I just would say like
So would you like to retract that statement when you said you want to connect more to the younger generation? You just want to hate on them, don't you?
No, I don't want to connect with younger males.
He's given up. He's despairing.
No, I'm just saying like I'll just point you to the nearest bridge, because I believe that the despair that I see is justified. I don't see any hope. So like let's get rid of you as quick as possible so we can get on with like the human project, which you're obviously not able to participate in.
Did Jesus give up on Judas when Judas betrayed him?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Okay, taking a little bit of a risk here, Mr. Stinky Brew. Welcome to the show.
Merry Christmas.
Stinky!
Everyone.
Merry Christmas.
How we doing?
All right, first
Yeah,
off, what
right.
is your generation? What is
What's
your
up, Fatty?
generation?
Millennial. Late millennial.
So in between X and millennial.
Yeah,
Sort
He's
of.
an obese
80
millennial. He's
85.
like millennial times 2.
Okay.
Yeah, millennial times probably 3 or something like that. £300 per £100. You know what I mean, Stephen? Shoot your mouth anyway, Stephen. The person I want to talk to is Lasagna Killer. Lasagna, why are you quizzing a 50-year-old bloke on his fucking lifestyle, mate? Because you ain't got a clue. You've never had a missive. You've never had a wife. You've got no children. Who do you think you are by quizzing fucking this guy, telling him what to do with his life? Don't get me wrong, me and Ben, we don't get on at the best of times, but at the end of the day, who are you to turn around to him and tell him what to do with his life? You're nothing, bro. We already established you've had one job in your life and you left it straight away. What's the crack?
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Okay. Go ahead, Lasagna. respond.
Grace, don't you think it's very Gen X that he's got
my-
this huge stack of physical DVDs next to him?
They're all sealed as well. They're
Yeah,
all sealed DVDs.
a bit.
It's going to be a time changer, mate. That is.
Well, that's
It's
one of
gonna
the
be a time
jokes about because
changer.
we were just about that my generation of guys is like VHS, DVD, like we actually think these things are
Physical.
relevant.
You got to have something physical.
No, I agree, but this is like Gen X, like
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
But Ben, it looks like
that's what I'm
he's
saying. Like,
kind
come
of-
on.
I mean, look at the size of this guy.
Beg your pardon?
It looks like you ate Gen X. I mean, look at the size of you.
Who are you talking to? You think you're the
Okay,
fucking
wait. Hold
Raven
on.
King?
I want Lasagna to respond.
You think
I
you're
gotta go
Ravens?
for a second. I'll be right back. But Lasagna, respond. Go ahead.
What am I supposed to respond to? You just like
What are you supposed to respond to? You talk to people like the fucking nothing. You come online, you talk to people like, listen, yeah, I've got a good idea. I've got this. You've got no clue, mate. You don't
Well,
know
he's
what life
far,
is,
from,
mate.
he's far from the rudest. He's fairly.
He's not rude. He's not rude. He's just ignorant. He's ignorant. He hasn't got a clue. He hasn't got a clue.
He's fairly
about
mellow
life.
And you don't
compared
have
to
many
most
teeth.
Zoomer guys.
You're missing a
Hey,
lot of
Ruska.
teeth.
Beg your pardon?
No, I was trying to talk to Ruska. How tall are you, buddy? Since you're so jacked and big and strong.
Ruska's not here.
Oh, he left?
Yeah.
I'm Mr.
Oh,
Stinger.
wow.
I don't look like
Apologies.
Ruska. Trust me, I don't look like. I wish you did look like Ruska. I'm not. I'm not Ruska. I've got more chins than
Not
Ruska.
you. I thought it was somebody else that doesn't have their camera on.
Ben,
missing
what if
teeth.
you try to look smacks? I think you'd do very well. Like, what if you got on? What if you like? Because I think John.
What if you like?
I don't-
What if you like? You're not even confident when you're speaking, mate. You don't. You just like. It's fucking pathetic. You're a pathetic loser. No wonder you ain't got a missus. You're pathetic, Keith. We've already established that you've had no job. You've got no
Damn,
job.
this guy's mean.
What the hell?
I know that.
Where is this coming from, man? You're just like
He's fat.
You're a bitch. You're a little bitch, and you're
But
trying
actually-
to quiz
but
you're trying
actually-
to quiz a 50-year-old bloke who's got
I
six
do
kids,
think
mate.
I do think
Shut the
this
fuck up.
actually is the one hope for Zoomers is bantering with older men. And so I actually think Stinky Brew. This is my take on
It's
this.
the only way to break
I
them.
think the
It's the only
love
way to
language
break
of
them.
men, especially older
Yeah.
men towards younger men, is to bust their balls.
I
But
have
like
loads of people
Zoomer
I work
guys
with.
go, I gotta
loads of
leave
people I
here.
work with, Ben. Loads of people I work with that were little bitches, and then finally, after a bit, they got it. They got the fact that
Right.
it was a joke. You having a
And
laugh.
you
What
guys
got to
have
do-
like the pub culture that you draw from.
Oh
where
yeah.
Men have been
You're
doing this
fucking
for
hell.
hundreds
You
of
won't
years.
last.
Right.
I guarantee
And
you, Lasagna
fatties.
Killer. You won't.
Did
You
you
won't
know that
last. You
England
won't.
is-
You won't last 2 seconds. Stephen,
Hold
go
on,
and
shut up for a
go and
second.
wank off a
Did you-
raven.
shut up
Go
for
and
a
fuck
second.
off.
Did
Mate,
you know that
if
Hang
you
on a
say
second.
something
Wait,
bad-
hang on,
Out of
hang on.
Europe?
I think I have a somewhat legitimate question. Okay, to
Okay.
the older people on the panel, how do you avoid the criticism of saying like you are criticizing the generation or one or two generations after you, which every generation previous does of the upcoming generation? They shit on them. They think
Yeah.
they're better than them.
You
You're
stop
thinking
being a
more
bitch.
than them.
You
How
stop
are you
being a
not
bitch,
just
Grace.
playing into the cycle of
Grace,
generations?
But
what you
that's
do is
how
you stop
men
being a
engage
bitch.
with other
You stop
men.
being a bitch. You stop
That's
being a
how
bitch.
we engage
and you
with
get
other
on
men
with
is
it.
by busting
Okay, wait, we
balls.
can't all answer at the same
That's
time. Dad, you
Okay.
first, then Stinky, then Raven. Go ahead.
No worries.
That's how men engage with each other, Dad?
Yeah, these fucking Efsler Zoomers think that their dad should say, because they were raised to think like, oh, your dad needs to say like, I love you, son, and if you need help, I'm here for you, right? That's what produces Adams. That's what produces disastrous young men. No, it's always been. I think it's universal, but like we don't have the pub culture here in America as much as they have it
Yeah.
in England.
True.
And the pub culture is where the newest generation comes in, gets their balls busted by the older men, and tell the older men to fuck off, and eventually they're all buddies.
Not
right?
so
They get
serious.
integrated.
Not so serious. That's what it is. It's not so serious. If I fucking say something,
And they
to you,
do it
it's
about
not
the
that serious.
football game or whatever, like the
Yeah, that's it.
MP or whatever, but also about serious things, right?
Yeah, too right. No worries. If you have an argument with your missus, you walk in, you go, "Oh, I did this, I did that. Oh, fucking hell, she said this." Boom, you're gonna get shit on you, and you're expecting it because you've said what you've said. But these people, it's like you said, apologetic of the parents. Why are you blaming? Why are you blaming the generation before you? Get on with your own shit. Get on with your own stuff. Right? Say what you want about me.
Okay,
My
wait, no,
missus-
hold on. I'm gonna defend Zoomer guys here a little bit because their Gen X mothers separated them from their dads, broke that bond, and so now they have
True.
a hard time connecting to men. That's not 100% their
True,
fault.
but what I'm saying is nature doesn't care.
Yeah.
If you're
You gotta
dealt
get
a
on with
tough
it.
hand,
Get on with
if
it.
you're dealt a tough hand
Get
of
on with it.
cards, like black people, let's say in
Get on with
whatever,
it.
in a racist environment, then fight your way out of it. Like you can't cry and expect to be respected.
Exactly.
It's
I
just-
want
where
to
are you
add
gonna go?
something.
Where are you
Are
gonna
you
go?
saying black people are disadvantaged, Ben?
No, they're not.
They were at a certain
They're
time,
lazy.
sure.
And
Yeah,
they're
they are. Sure,
Thank
they
sitting
are.
around eating watermelon.
They don't have
fried
dads
chicken.
in their homes.
They're on EBT, they're on SNAP, they're on welfare.
They're on
Fuck 'em
drugs.
all.
They're lazy. But you know,
Thank
when
you.
men do this, it isn't just shitting on younger men. If I call Stinky Breath a fatty, it's because I actually deep down hope that he loses weight to better himself. I'm not just
Trying,
saying
mate.
he's a fat tub of lard
Monjaro
to be
started
an
in
asshole.
January. Monjaro started in
It's out
January.
of
You might see a
genuine
different
care. Hold
Stinky
on,
Breath.
let me speak. You got to learn some manners, Stinky Breath. It's out of genuine concern that this big fatty, like he could do better if he lost 10, 20 stone, whatever it is in England.
Okay, so then
He's-
why did you, when he came in at you, why did you say like, oh, what's going on here? Why didn't you just like give it right back to him?
Me?
Yeah. Oh no, not you, but Lasagna.
Oh, I gave it right back to Stinky Bear. I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't
Stephen.
Well,
believe
okay,
it.
okay.
Lasagna's back to
Lasagna's
me.
the Gen Z guy. Hang on, Lasagna.
Lasagna's
Stephen's a man.
What do you
the
think
guy.
about
Stephen's a
all
man.
this?
Stephen will get it back to me.
Well,
Lasagna,
the thing
mate.
with okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I came on because I did think the topic was cool, and Ruska, he's cool, and then the original topic was about Clav, right? I mean, Stinky Brew, like, he can say whatever he wants, but like, I can't, dude. What am I gonna say that you don't already know?
Would
Well,
you say
too.
that Clav is a failure of a human being? Can you just say that? Like, this is not good for
Why-
young men to
Okay,
think.
so that's
is
that's
cool.
what I want to talk to
He's
you
a
about.
freak. I mean, you could say he's an interesting freak.
Sure.
But like to say like this guy's a bro.
How is he a failure though? He's making money, right? He can get a lot of chicks, right? He has clout, like in every metric, he's not a failure.
His dick doesn't work, you dumbass.
Oh,
That's it.
he's not a failure. I mean, he's
And what
like
metric is he a failure?
entirely obsessed with his looks. That's a failure.
He's snorting
Look,
meth.
'cause
isn't he?
I'm in his Discord. Like, it's more of like self improvement, right? Like, just like telling someone, okay. if
But
you're-
that is not self-improvement. He's missed the boat. What he should have done is like figure out how to talk to people. All this other stuff is an attempt to avoid like learning social skills, and you're going to somehow.
But do you think if your avatar looks better, you would have a better time? Like, the interactions would be easier. For example, let's say if you had.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So improving your avatar, meaning your outward features, that's actually a net positive for interaction because you'll
It's
get
minor.
treated better.
It's
no, it's
minor,
not minor.
though.
No, it's not minor.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
major.
It's totally minor.
That's where
Can I just
I
say
feel like
something?
that's. I feel
A
like
lot
that's
of
where-
serial killers are like good-looking guys,
Lasagna.
but they lack social skills.
Ben, if you don't mind as well, you're talking about avatars and things like that. I've seen Stephen's face. My face is up here now. I've seen Ben's and Grace's face. I don't know this chap to the side. I probably spoke to him again. Where's your face? Why aren't you coming
Hold
up
on a
here?
second. Hold on a second. Clavicular successful? Okay, I don't think a lot of people watching or some people on the panel don't exactly know who he is. Here's
He's
a
a
clip
lol
from
cow.
Turkey Tom's video on him. So this website, looksmax.org, is kind of like Reddit for these people who are obsessed with their facial features. It's all men. It's like an incel forum. And he posted on here for years and years and years. So Turkey Tom did a deep dive, and he found a post from Clavicular saying you shouldn't say more than 50 to 100 words per day. Just watch this clip.
He states that he dreads going to get haircuts because, as he puts it, I'd rather look homeless than have to talk to someone for 30 minutes straight. God, I want to rope Max. He even went as far as making an entire thread about his crippling social anxiety. I dread talking to people in real life, even if it's for 30 seconds. I'd do anything to avoid those awkward, meaningless exchanges. Here's how I say 50 words or less per day. I wake up 30 minutes earlier than I have to, so I don't have to see my parents in the morning. I get up at 6 a.m. for school, even though I don't start for like 2 hours after that. I just sit in my car and wait for it to start. Don't walk into class first or last, both of which draw attention, which I don't want. I just walk in the middle of the pack so no one notices. Sit in the middle of the room. Sitting in the back may cause the teacher to cold call you to try to catch you not paying attention. Sitting in the middle has allowed me to never get called on for a question the entire year. Keep eye contact with the teacher and divert your attention whenever she looks at you to another person. Also, never use your phone when you're not supposed to. She will go out of her way to embarrass you. Don't follow anyone on Instagram. This will make it awkward to walk by them. Am I supposed to greet this person now? I don't.
Okay, it goes on and
Okay,
on and on.
This is the spiritual manifestation of like a very insecure girl. This is like this is the soul of a 5th grade girl.
This is like a religion now, Ben. This is what people are looking at. This is what people are seeing, and the way to act. This is things they think they should follow. You know what I mean? It's
Right, that's the
absolutely fucking
problem.
ridiculous.
This is a mental illness. If that's what's being portrayed, this is a mental illness.
Yeah.
Then fine, but if it's like, okay, this is my strategy because I'm right, because talking to people is worthless, you're going to feel very lonely in life, and like it's not going to get better with time.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. You can't even speak to someone for 30 seconds. You're getting up early in the morning to go and speak. It's fucking ridiculous. It's
To avoid talking to your parents.
They're
It's an absolute joke.
psychomaxing.
Okay, but we're talking about metrics right now, right? He's making a shit ton of money. He has a shit ton of clout. He's making a lot of
So
connections.
what?
So what do you mean?
So what? He's a loser. He's a loser.
Okay,
He's a loser.
wait. So would
He's
you
a
rather be a bum?
loser.
Would you rather be a bum that within your own metrics is a winner, but you're still a bum, or a dude that has all those things but in your eyes is a loser? Stinky Brew, I'd rather be a loser. If that's what you think a loser is.
Okay,
I'd
so
rather be-
you are one, so it makes no
if
difference.
Nigga, look at you.
If you could right now say like, okay, I'm gonna press a button and I'm gonna exchange my testicles, which he said my testicles look like raisins, okay, which means like permanent damage. If you could do that and you'd exchange your testicles for the things that clavicular has,
Let's say
would you do that?
clavs, like-
Would
yeah,
you
I
do
would.
that?
Yes.
Okay, well, you're
Oh,
crazy.
fuck.
Why am I crazy?
He wants
That's crazy.
Because it's like
You're crazy.
it's
Fucking
emasculating
retard.
yourself, if not straight up sorry, not euthanizing, castrating yourself.
Okay, he gets a lot of women.
lasagna.
He has a lot of money. He doesn't have to work his stupid ass
How does he
job.
get women if he has no testicles? He gets them, but then what happens? He doesn't even
they're
have
saying
testicles.
Okay, dude, come on. You're being disingenuous when you say that. Come on.
No, I'm saying he literally said that.
Dude, he's 20 years old. Dude, he's 20 years old and he has ED. He has to
He
take
has
5
severe
rhino
erectile
pills in order for
Okay,
his
cool.
And it's
What are
wait,
you talking about, boy?
You can fix
Lasagna,
ED.
I think because you're a Hormaxer follower, like I do think this is what happens. Like it's very explainable. I may be wrong about this, but if you
I don't really follow
replace,
home rights anymore.
well, whatever. I mean, you're familiar,
You're
with the
familiar.
whole trend and all that stuff. The
HRT.
replacement HRT. Okay, if you have an artificial means of your body producing testosterone, then the natural means, which is through your testicles, is not going to occur. Your body's going to say like,
Yeah, I
"We're good
understand
on-
that. I understand
we're
that.
and so then your balls are going to shrivel and you're going to have all sorts of problems. It's like that's not like some myth about doing that. Like that is
Lasagna,
what
you
a
don't use
doctor
your
will tell
balls
you
anyway, do you?
and
You don't use
they
your balls.
do hormone replacement therapy for guys because like my age sometimes, because they're saying like, well, your body isn't going to naturally
Yeah,
produce it.
testosterone's
But when you're
down,
20
yeah.
years old and you do it, you're going to trigger your body to not produce it naturally.
But wouldn't you,
That's a huge problem.
But wouldn't you agree with this stance, right? Wouldn't you agree with would you agree with optimization is a good path in some senses? It's like, yeah, let's say your baseline is to be like a pleb or like a dude who works like a dumbass job, right? But if you do certain things, now you could live like 20, 30 years, like
Yeah, but
so
Lasagna,
much
the question is optimization for what? Because all of this looks maxing stuff
better
is
life, a
supposedly
better life,
to get
a better
women.
life.
It's
No, a
supposedly
better
to be
life.
more.
It's for a better life.
Hold on a second. It is supposedly to attract foids. That's the concept here. Is that we want to look better so that we get better status in society, but more importantly, so that women want to have sex with us.
No, it's
but
not
if
that.
what
How are
you're
you gonna
doing
say
to
something
achieve
that you
that
know nothing
goal
about?
is
How old is Lasagna Killer?
effectively
How old is he?
castrating yourself and
He's like
emasculating
21 now,
yourself. Do you like? How does that?
He's not even
directly
21.
contradictory
He's
to
20.
the goal.
He's not even a
26.
man. He's like
Wait,
Stephen David.
No, let me
castrated.
answer that real quick. So I think you have the premise wrong because obviously you're just looking at this like side of the internet with like a very superficial lens. But if you actually go into certain spots, it's not only about women. It's about like if you look better, your whole life improves in general. Like people treat you better, you get better treatment just at your job, anywhere.
Of
It's not
course,
just about
of course.
women.
If your face is covered with shit, literally covered with shit, and you can
Thank you,
wash it
Ben.
off and not smelling like shit, of course you're going to do that. The problem is if you're sacrificing greater goods for lesser goods, that also doesn't make sense. Do you
So
agree
ED
with
is the
that?
only thing I'm sacrificing. ED, dude, you can fix ED. What are you talking about?
Well, once you tell your body that it doesn't need to produce testosterone, it's very difficult to tell it to now start producing it again. That's true. So you're like a lifer now on artificial testosterone. And that like so your sexual stuff is getting messed up big time.
Yeah,
So
you're like Blade.
that's
You're
not a
having artificial
minor
blood.
that's not a
dripped into you.
minor
Lasagna doesn't
problem.
use his
And the reason
balls
he's got to
anyway.
snort meth is because he's tired all the time because testosterone is also one of the things that animates young men.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Man, like
basically
again,
an
like,
addict.
if you're
You're
telling
basically
me,
I
an
have another
addict.
question though. Okay, if you think that what he's doing is great, why are you doing what he's doing? Do you take?
yeah. I'm taking steps to also improve, but it's also like like him. He's more apt to do crazier things because the return on that is way higher. Like I'm not gonna do crazy shit unless if I was really popping off on the
Dude,
internet.
you
Yeah,
have
I would do
raisin
crazy
balls
shit.
like he does.
But he no.
Bro,
You don't
he-
understand. He was doing this stuff before he popped off on the internet. He was taking Xanax. He was taking testosterone. He was
Xanax
hitting
is
his.
not even that
He was
bad.
hitting his face with a hammer to give his
Okay, he was memeing.
bones
He was it's
minor
somewhat of a meme.
fractures so that he would grow bigger cheekbones. That's something he did.
Well,
Why
whether
don't you do
he's
that stuff?
whether he's doing it performatively, let's just say there are young men, we know them, who are doing this stuff because they're whatever maxing. There are guys that sit there with derma rollers and all the rest. Like that's happening en masse among your generation. That's just definitely true.
Is he actually doing it though, Ben? Is he actually doing it, or is he doing it for attention and clicks?
Okay, so you could say maybe he's like a self-reflective lolcow. Okay, but like if you're a self-reflective lolcow and you're doing meth, you're snorting crystal meth at age 20, like anyone would say, like that's not healthy. That's not like there's no such thing as performative use of like incredibly dangerous drugs. Like you're
Ben,
also
it's all,
doing
it's
it.
all about the ROI. Like again, like if all these things are going to lead to a greater future, then why not take that risk? Like if your whole thing is okay, I'm going to try to live as long as I can, and then you never do anything
All right.
cool in life. Like
All right.
you never eat
But then
McDonald's.
let's talk about
you do
future.
anything.
Let's
If you
flip
live
this.
to 150. Who cares, man?
Bro,
Let's flip
give
this.
it like
You think
3
if Grace
years,
if
you're gonna
Grace
die of a
wanted to
heart attack
maximize
from all the dick kills, dude. What are you talking about?
Hold on, really quick.
What
we
the
do have
fuck are you
hold on,
talking
really
about?
quick. So everybody, be quiet. We do have a $5 super chat from Jailhouse Maxer. Thank you for the donation. You people are coping, except for Lasagna Killa. Do you guys even read statistics? Why are they against improving themselves?
Okay, but
Having no balls is not improving oneself.
let me ask you, if you flip it to females, if you say like, okay, Grace is well known on the internet. If she did an OnlyFans, obviously she could make a ton of money.
No,
really
she
quick.
wouldn't. She wouldn't make a shit. Not right now. She could if she like went back to like how she looked with. There was like
Okay, right, whatever. She
Yeah,
loses
yeah.
10 pounds, does some working out,
Aesthetics, yeah,
takes a
okay.
little bit of like whatever.
I guarantee you,
whatever that stuff is.
she'd earn more money you've earned in your life.
She'll make a ton of
To be
money.
fair,
Okay,
baby
in the
porn
short
is pretty
term.
popular.
No, not in
So
a weird way.
would you
Grace,
suggest
but I'm
that
just
for
saying,
her?
just
No,
for
I
the-
know.
I don't.
Would you have the same
I don't
tropes, or
think
is it
that's
only for
No,
males?
I don't think that's a fair equivalency, and I think that's like when you say that, it's like
equivalency.
Well, what I'm asking you is,
Equivalency.
would you advise her to do that on the same basis that she's maxing?
that's
her
totally
life?
different. That's totally different. I feel like that's such a stupid argument to even bring up.
Well, it's the same metrics. You're saying she'll have money, fame, she'll have.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like again, like the ROI, it's not like she has a lesser percentage of her getting the amount of clout that Clav has or money if she does it. Like it's not equal. You know what I mean? And
It's
she's
all for-
sacrificing way more. Because let's say what if it's like what if nothing happens? She gets zero money. Now all her pics are out there and she got nothing out of it. So the ROI is complete dog shit on that.
Well, I mean, if you're a person like Grace who's very well known, and then you go into porn, it is fairly predictable that you can get quick money from it. Obviously,
I feel like we're arguing two different points, and I feel like you're just not.
but wouldn't everything you would have to then say, well, maybe it won't happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
but what I'm
Clav
Like
could
there are
have
a lot
never
of people
blown
doing
up.
what Clav is doing who have no following.
I mean, Hormaxer is doing what Clav is doing. He doesn't have a big following.
He does zero.
He does the same
ROI.
drugs. Pretty sure, similar.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like you guys are being disingenuous because it's like, how are you gonna compare Clav to Hormaxer? It's like, no,
But they're
Hormaxer's
in the
not doing
same
anything-
genre.
Hormaxer's a little bit retarded. Like, I mean, Clav actually has like a normal IQ. Like, obviously, when you do drugs, you have to do them in a smart way.
I think
Clav
fucking
isn't
Allmax is a
retarded.
little
Okay,
bit
let me
less-
play you another
less
clip.
retarded
Let me
than
play you
you,
another clip. This is from
Killer.
Aiden Ross, who is pretty stupid, pretty retarded. Okay, watch this.
Fellow looks maxing cells, as he was now attempting to ingratiate himself with streamers. Once again, the backfire was almost instantaneous, as this clip of Aiden Ross talking about him came out.
I've never seen someone snort meth ever in real life. I literally witnessed Clav snort meth. Literally. Witnessed it. And I didn't know how to feel. I did not know how to feel. I've never seen that ever.
Aiden was just
Okay, I mean,
This is
Aiden
this
Ross
guy,
doesn't
he's
really
following me.
care.
Who's this Clav? I don't know this Clav. Grace, can you?
This
He's a creator who's kind of blowing up. He's a Zoomer
this guy.
creator.
This guy.
This guy, right? Okay. Obviously,
Welcome back,
Bill.
Ruska. Yeah, but he doesn't work out.
Grace,
he just
you are
takes
a nasty
steroids.
bitch.
About what?
Grace, first of all, who do you think you are? Like, do you think you're hot?
Oh, you're mad?
Do you think you're hot, Grace?
I think
you're
I'm,
fucking
I think
not.
I'm pretty
You're
good
fucking
looking.
ugly.
Okay, it's fine. You can say
I
that.
came on
I
here
don't think
just
I'm
to
ugly.
have a nice conversation with you. I didn't even give you permission or make anything personal, and you're asking to find the worst screenshot of me. You're fucking disgusting. Look at yourself.
You publicly
You
published
post
those.
pictures in Discord, bro. I was just asking them to find the pictures
No, those
you
are
posted.
screenshots. Most of those are screenshots of like, or some of them are screenshots that other people are taking. You posting in Discord asking people to send me screenshots of me.
Yeah, you're roboted, bro.
No, he's big mad.
Yes, I asked people to send me pictures that you have posted of yourself in Discord. That's correct.
With all, like, to be fair,
We
she didn't
have
say
no
the worst.
connection. You-
Wait, Rusty,
hold
to be
on a
fair, she
second.
didn't say the worst pictures. She just said pictures in general. She didn't say the worst ones. Like, I just looked at it right now. She says just send.
Are you embarrassed by the pictures of you?
Hold on, we have no audio from you, Ruska. Hold on. Say something. Test, test, test.
I could hear him crying a second ago.
You're
And
gonna
then he
have to
broke
join.
up.
Just join back, Ruska. Join back. Okay, I'm gonna have to kick you. There's just no audio. You're just gonna have to rejoin.
Zoomer tears.
I like
Forgive your
Ruska. He's
father.
alright, but Ruska's alright, but he looks like he needs to be in like an American Pie reboot. You know what I mean, or something like that.
A what?
What does vegetable lasagna have to say?
An American Pie reboot. You know the film with all the jocks and that. Yeah, a fucking drink. Yeah, pale ale.
Ruska looks like a normal, like, clean cut guy, but I
Yeah.
do believe he's a little bit out there.
He
Ben,
does
instead of,
drugs.
instead
I thought he was gonna be mad. I thought
team, if
see
you know
that's
what I
so
mean.
perfect. That is just so perfect. I thought he was gonna be mad about me saying that he's a boy, not a man, and that he's lost. He doesn't care about that. He's like, you asked for the wrong pictures of me in Discord. This is a perfect example of like the problem I have.
Yeah, how is
I
that
didn't
not
look
like
pretty in that
feminine?
That's your problem
Yeah,
with
I
me,
didn't
not
look
the
pretty
fact
in
that
that
I like
one.
insulted your core masculinity. That's your
Grace, if
problem?
you ever put me in a thumbnail, put this one because my hair's cut. Please don't put the other
What
one.
a
in.
Oh, I love it
feminine
when you grow it
reaction
long
by
and
him.
and you like comb it to the side. That's awesome.
Use this picture of me, Grace. You're never gonna put me in a thumbnail. I've cut me hair. Okay, we have another super chat. Jailhouse Maxer with another $5. Thank you very much. Look at the undiagnosed health problems amongst 90% of Americans from the food, obesity, cigarettes, alcohol. And you guys are against looks maxing?
Well, it's not
I
looks
think that's
maxing
sort of
that we're
a that's,
against.
that's sort of
We're-
a that's a sort of a false dichotomy. You can say, yeah, people have health problems, but adding more health problems by doing test and meth and steroids is not helping the situation. You're saying, oh, one or the other. Both can be.
And the whole
And
culture
also,
behind looks
Grace,
maxing
you've
is very
forgotten- you've forgotten-
homosexual.
Sorry, and
That's,
you've also
that's
forgot
the main problem, too. A lot of
One's-
homosexuality with this shit.
one's legal and one's not legal. Don't forget, alcohol and food is legal.
Well, if you say
Whereas-
looks
Who gives a
maxing,
fuck
like
about legality?
Well,
if you need
nobody
a
here has
haircut,
it.
get a haircut. If you want to like wear a nicer shirt, that's looks maxing. I have no problem with that.
Sure. If you want to,
If you're out of shape, eat less. If you're a smoker, try to quit. I have no
go
problem
for
with
walks
that.
and runs.
But it's not
lose
making
weight.
it the center of your life.
Yeah, big nigga Ben over here speaking facts.
Crazy Stu, thank you for the gifted sub, by the way. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I mean, anyways, there's a lot you could say about Clav, but like, I mean, he literally wears makeup, so.
Well,
It's
Ben,
the
can you
fact
say
that it
one?
is-
Can you say one good thing about like Clav and like kind of his genre, or is it just all negative? Because
Clav
like,
is a fairly decent looking guy. I don't understand why he does any of the stuff that he
Killer,
does
it's
to
the
himself.
fact that you have to follow anyone.
I don't
It's
have
the fact
anything
that- Why do
positive
you have
to
to
say
follow
about it.
anyone?
No.
Why do you have
do
to
you not
follow
see why
anyone?
that's
Why
a
don't you just get
problem?
on with your
Ben,
life,
if you cannot see
bitch?
one
Why don't
positive
you just
thing-
get on with your life, bitch?
Hold
and
on,
meet a
Stinky.
fucking woman?
But Lasagna,
Sorry.
when I watched the documentary about him, I saw what he himself posted in this forum, right? And it could not have been more of a turnoff. He sounds
No,
like
I'm
an insecure
I'm
middle
saying
school
if that
girl.
if that's the epitome of what Gen Z like is coming up with, then Gen Z males, then I think it's a total failure, and I would like to be their death coach and find them bridges to jump off because, like, I have no hope. There is nothing positive there.
Okay, that's
Get
a
vegetable
super low.
lasagna
That's
ladder.
a super low IQ response. It's like, do you not think that men are acting this way?
Why is it low
because,
IQ?
Because there's a problem, right? Like, if there was
Oh,
no
look at
problem,
that.
like, this isn't. This is a response to the current
Yeah,
problem.
this is totally
So you're
masculine.
saying-
Putting
you're
on
saying-
fucking makeup like a queer. Come on, are you
You're all
fucking
fucking
serious, my
bitches,
guy?
mate, nowadays. You don't know how to fucking deal with anything.
that little
That's the problem.
bitch.
But you're saying because someone is behaving some way, it makes sense. Like, that's your take on life.
Is that
Yeah,
your
yeah,
hero?
yeah.
So then
Vegetable
we could
lasagna?
watch a serial killer video and we could say, like, well, he's doing these things for a reason, therefore I need to respect it. Why? That doesn't make any sense.
No, because there's a huge difference. Serial killers killing other people. Where if someone's trying to like optimize,
He's killing himself.
but it's still his own thing. So if he wants to do it, it's still.
Well, okay,
He-
if I watch a suicide video, I would say this is stupid.
and plus, wait, no,
although
he's also living a better life. You could it's an objectively, the better looking you are, the better your experience in general. The better your experience throughout life.
That's actually
is gonna
not
be.
true. I believe that, like, for
Okay,
example, the
what?
problem with plastic surgery, although obviously if you're a burn victim or something, that's fine. Once you say, I actually could make a better nose than the one I have, now you are actually defying your own self. You're saying, like, there's a better version of me through plastic surgery, and now you aren't yourself. You should be.
There is a better version
the-
of you, Ben, through exercise and work.
Yeah,
and
sure.
things
Okay,
like that,
those
yeah.
like natural. I'm not saying you can't cut your hair and women can't wear makeup. Obviously, you could accentuate things and wear nice clothes. But like when you start saying like, no, my nose, which is perfectly fine, it needs to be changed into someone else's nose. You are actually saying like, I don't love myself, and now you're someone else who like you're rejecting yourself. And I think you shouldn't do that. But like in your case, Sinky, you have a tooth that was knocked out, which I think has become at this point in your life part of your character. And I
Yeah.
think it's very likable, even though I wouldn't say like it would be totally wrong for you to like what would it be like you get a crown or something like that
Yeah,
to fill it
crown or a-
in.
or a
Okay,
thing
but I
like
think
that,
it's
yeah.
like it's kind of like part of your personality at this point. And you know, you're married, so like whatever, right? But
Steve,
like,
that's a problem, Ben. The reason why Stinky is the way he is, it's because he's married and his wife has to suffer with this nigga right here. But that's what I'm saying. That's what usually happens.
My wife
No
don't
N-word, no
suffer.
N-word, just
Okay,
no
okay.
N-word, please.
My wife don't suffer. My wife's more than happy.
Stinky,
A
bro, if
lot-
you were
a
single,
lot
you would
happier than
actually
your
work
wife.
on-
Where's your wife though, Lasagna?
Wait, okay, let
Where's
me
your
say
wife?
something.
Where's
If
your
you-
girlfriend? Where's your job?
If you were
You've got
single,
nothing, bro.
you would
You've
work
got
a lot
nothing,
more
bro.
on
Bro,
yourself.
if you want to come
The
in and
reason
attack
why
me,
you're so
yeah,
lazy-
sure.
You've got
If he
nothing,
was,
Lasagna.
One at
if
a
his
time, one at
wife
a time,
suddenly
hold on.
died and he was out on the market and he wanted to get remarried, okay,
He would be
so
fucked.
then maybe he would consider getting a crown. But like, it
Well, the
doesn't
truth would be back
matter.
in. Don't get me wrong.
No, you would have to do a lot more than
You
that.
actually,
The truth would be back in. I'd be going.
well, he
jogging.
wouldn't have to do more than that. It depends what he would want.
What are you talking
Yeah, man,
about?
because
I don't
Stinky
understand.
Brew is
What have you?
like he's a general he's like what's the most sought out after, right? Like most chicks want a guy.
I'm not saying I'm sought after. I'm saying I'm
That's
probably
what-
more sought after than you.
The problem
Right
Lasagna,
here and
is that
now,
you-
he's cammed up, and you're not.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
so,
a reason.
like,
I
there
there's
may
other
be a
ser-
reason for
Because
it.
you're an ugly fucking weirdo.
You
That's
also
why.
maybe
yeah,
there
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
really a reason for it. Like the CIA is probably not
No, it's
after
not
you,
that. It's not
and
that.
no
I
one
don't-
cares. But like if it has to do with work, okay. So, but I'm just saying whether that's true of you or not. Almost all young men, even Ruska, a good-looking guy, won't just come on cam until he's done his like, you know, which is
You know
homosexual.
what it is, Ben?
I-
Because we're used to social activity. We're used to speaking to people, looking in the face. Whereas these people nowadays, these Gen Zs, like
Yeah.
you say, they're not used to it. It's all behind an avatar. It's all.
I
it's
cam
all
on like
a
different
game.
Discords all the time. I just don't trust people.
But
like you, 'cause you
Lasagna,
guys
the
are
problem
weird.
Okay,
with-
okay, but
wait,
that's
can
your
I say
problem. You
something really
don't.
quick?
Men generally trust other men.
Well,
Generally.
that okay.
Well, I mean, if anyone would have been like stupid to do that, it's me. I've had death threats.
You're making
everything
money
under-
from this though. What do I gain from doing that? Nothing.
You gave
I'm-
respect.
What do
Am I
you
gaining
gain from
money?
anything you're
Respect.
doing on the internet?
Am I gaining money? Am I gaining money?
Yeah, because you're an idiot. That's why you're doing it.
I'm an idiot. Why am I an idiot? Why am I an idiot for putting my face out there? You're the idiot for being an absolute little bitch.
Lasagna, first of all, this is a narcissistic thing. Nobody cares about your face. I guarantee it. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to find who you are.
Well, let's go into the thinking. You don't trust us because if you cammed up, which you've done before, right? So like,
back in a second,
if we
go for a
wanted
week.
to see what you look like, we could do that. So like, once
Well,
you
you don't
do that
know
once-
what servers I've done it in. So I mean,
once you've done it once, it's no longer.
you're not. Are you on like? Are you even on the class?
But like,
server?
here's the thing: you think that we're interested in finding out
No,
who
no,
you really
no,
are?
no,
Why
no.
would we be?
No, I know. It's just
Why
that
would
the
we
pe-
be?
It's just that the people you
No,
hang
I
out
want to know
around-
why would we be?
I'm trying to answer your question, man.
You've never done anything to us.
He's saying our
Yeah.
followers would do
Yeah,
it, not
yeah,
us
exactly.
particularly.
And what would they want to do to you?
Okay, Ben. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You're so deep into the shit. You don't even know, like, bro. Like, do you not realize all the shit that's like happened to you? You've been like, don't you have like a Kiwi Farms? You've been fucking, so much shit has happened to you. Like, come on,
Hopefully,
man.
Chris enjoys the pizzas.
To me, but I'm the like
Exactly,
Grace
Chris
and I are
too.
the
And Chris
stars.
is a
You're
good
not
guy.
a star,
Dude.
Like,
You think Chris is a
someone
star?
getting a
Okay.
pizza sent to you and having you like freak out about it is not.
It's not. It's not about being a
incent-
star. It's just about people like to troll because it's funny. I've done it a
Well,
lot.
anyways, you miss out on something by not camming up.
What do I
And,
miss out
like-
on talking to you face to face? Come on, man.
Yeah, there's more. It's
If
more.
if we were
personal.
friends or something, if we were friends or something, yeah, probably. But I don't consider you a friend or anything like that. There's no point.
Okay,
what
well,
I'm
okay.
saying is whatever you're doing would be maxed by you doing it on camera.
Look at Lala. Look at Lala.
Okay,
Right?
so-
Now look at Lala. He probably fucked himself over for like a while because like if somebody really wanted to find out who he was, let's say he becomes a lawyer, they could really fuck him up because it's like everywhere. Like there's so many clips that he looks so dog shit in, and it's like
Right.
That's what
okay,
I'm
but
saying.
But he
who
did
he
that.
is.
That's who he is. So
We didn't make him do that. It's not because he was cammed up. It's because he's that guy.
wait, but
If
can
I may
I
have a
ask you
second-
can I ask you
Sorry,
an alternate
Grace,
question,
go on.
Lasagna? Really quick. When you say maximizing, okay, the problem is you're comparing everybody to some kind of ideal that is not the ideal for everybody. Like, what makes people people is their max. Like somebody with a tooth gap, you would probably say should get that gap reduced. But the gap is them. It's personable. It's cute. It's who they are. So, like, you know what I mean? You can't really do that to everybody and just say, this is what you should look like. Get as close to that as
Right,
possible.
Sax.
Well, there's like there's a reason why models exist, right, Grace? It's like there's an objective beauty in.
But
general.
everyone
Like,
can't be a model, son. Everyone can't be
like,
a model, son.
decent-
Everyone
I
can't be a
understand,
model.
Yeah, but
you can
even
try
with
to get-
models, the standard of model beauty has changed massively.
No, it hasn't.
Yes,
Is that
it
what you think
has.
you're going to end up with? Do you
The
think you're
gays
going to end
have
up with a
no.
model?
The gays have taken over, and to a certain extent, they have turned models into like skeletal preteen looking
Transgender,
boys. That's
yeah,
somewhat
weirdos.
true. That is somewhat true.
I'm talking
So
about
that
facial
standard is
features,
not
like facial-
actually what most men find.
Yeah, but let's say,
attractive.
what's the name of that underwear? Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's
like that
Secret, yeah.
show. Like everyone
Yeah.
wants to have sex with. those
Shows you know how to break
Sure,
sex.
absolutely. Yeah. The angels.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's normal. Everyone wants to have sex with those girls. But whatever. What about it?
But like if a girl is not as tall or has small boobs or whatever different than those girls, she shouldn't try really hard to look like those girls. She should just try to be the healthiest version of her own body. And it's just a waste
True.
of time to try to look like those girls.
Yeah.
But
Wouldn't
that's
you
like
agree with
telling
that,
a fat.
Lasagna?
That's like telling a fat chick just be fat.
No, but I said healthy.
Well,
Yeah, she
let's
could say
say you're
unhealthy.
Korean. Let's say you're a Korean girl and you have those wide jaws that a lot of them are born with. Do you think that they should spend a lot of money to get this surgery to get their jaws looking more Western?
If
and
the
their
ROI,
eyelids?
if the ROI is good, yeah, I would say do it. Yeah, it all depends on the ROI. Again, like
Okay,
it all
but
depends
don't
on-
you see it as like a little bit like you're actually saying you're actually being a white supremacist? You're actually saying like it's better to be white than
It's
Asian.
like genetics, isn't it? It's like what do they call it back in fucking
and then your kids are going to come out looking like, of course,
normal, but
like
then they're
you
gonna have to
did
get
before
surgery.
the surgery, and then they're going to have to get surgery.
Yeah, it's like Michael Jackson, isn't
So-
it? His kids weren't white; they were black.
I mean,
Well, they were half. I think he
But
married a
Lasagna,
Yeah, he married-
you think
yeah.
that this makes sense? I mean, in Korea, you
Yeah,
get
it does make sense. She looks better afterwards.
Okay, at any price or what?
I mean, what price did you pay? Other than cash, it's not like she's just gonna live a better life in general, right? People are gonna treat her better. Like, okay, so
Killer, mate. You're full of shit, mate. You ain't going to pull one of these birds, mate. You're full of shit. If that was your daughter on the left-hand side, you're telling me now get fucking surgery, like sort yourself out.
I don't think I can really
mate.
tell.
You ain't got a clue about life, mate. You've never had a missus. You've never had a kid. You've never fucking worked a day in your life. Shut your fucking mouth. You don't own a house. You don't own fuck all, mate. You are useless. Go away. Stop talking to a 50-year-old bloke and a 40-year-old bloke how to live life, mate, because you ain't got a fucking clue, bro.
Pop off, Stinky. Momo, thank you for the $10 super chat. Average T in young men has fallen 1% year over year since the 80s, so the average Zoomer has to take T to have parity with Gen X in 1980. To be fair to Z, people need to figure out why/how, etc. P.S. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I think that's true.
But
nature doesn't care. Nature doesn't care. In other words, like, yeah, that's true. And you've got to figure out a way to, I don't know, undo that.
Lasagna, I'm telling you, for the rest of your life, mate, you need to reel back and start thinking about what you're doing, mate, because what you're saying is a load of fucking bollocks, mate, and it's going to get you into a little hole that you can't get out of. You fucking ridiculous with what you're saying, bruv. I'm telling you now.
Wait a second, though.
With what you're saying.
I don't really believe that, like, genetically, like, so Gen X men have sons, and just somehow magically they have X percentage less testosterone. It's a societal thing. I'm not saying that they don't.
No one really knows why, but I think
testosterone.
I think testosterone.
Sorry, Ben.
It's like with puberty. If you're exposed to pornography younger, you hit puberty younger. So it isn't just like it happens on a time clock. And I think that's also true of testosterone. It's brought out of you by like challenge. I think.
Yeah,
Right,
I think
that's
that's
what I'm saying.
totally.
So it can be brought naturally, is my point. It can be
I
brought
think
back.
so.
There's a possibility because it doesn't make any sense. Like,
It's my fucking
when,
mind
when,
working.
when you say yes, it is. But when you say like Gen Z people, you're talking about American whites, right? Like, I don't think Gen Z like Africans are having this problem. Maybe they are, but
I don't know.
are we talking about Americans? Or
No,
are we talking about
no,
the
they're
whole
not. Because
world?
what it's to do with it's to do with the roles that people take in society. Basically, if you're a plumber or a fucking engineer or something or other that's more a masculine role, then you take that. But everyone seems to now go for the more feminine roles, which is like office work or sitting at a computer or being a receptionist, basically. That's what they're doing. It's more of if you get on a building site and do physical work, then there's got to be more testosterone going through your body. Surely there has. You know what I mean? I don't care.
I think
what
you
anyone says.
produce more if it's
Of course you
more
do.
useful
Physical.
to you.
Yeah, if it's more physical.
And if society is saying this is getting you in trouble, you're going to produce less.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So like if the
It's because
educational
they're
system
pussies.
if the educational system says like it's better to be a girl, I think it is going to cause boys to produce less testosterone because it just gets them in trouble. That's a societal problem.
Right.
But
They're
it also
pussified,
is
though.
an individual. You should respond to it by saying fuck you.
Yeah.
JLS
Not
Maxer really
like-
quick with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much.
I have to, Grace, I have to address this. Go ahead, you read it.
Do you agree that if 95% of women are only swiping on 5% of men due to a certain genetic archetype, does it not make sense to optimize your looks?
Okay, so Grace, maybe you can get a whiteboard because I think I need to address this called hypergamy.
Could you explain that to me? Can you
And it
explain that
is
to me in
not true.
English words?
So Stinky, I'll explain it to you. Grace will get a whiteboard.
Yeah.
What happens is on dating apps, okay, this
Yeah.
is not beyond date. Comes from dating apps.
Yeah.
When you're only presented with a very limited amount of information, right? Have you been on a dating app? Or you're
Never been on
familiar
a
with how
dating
they
app,
work? I've
but
been
I know
on
what you
them.
mean. Like,
Okay, you get a
height,
snapshot,
sex,
a guy's
interests, all that shit. Yeah.
Well, usually it's just kind of, you don't have, like, you may go into that, but what you're basically faced with immediately is a picture of a guy and his
Yeah.
name, right?
Yeah.
Or a female. Now, when women are on apps, they're very selective. They swipe right, which means I want to talk to this guy. Let's say 5% or 10% of the time.
So
they
it's
swipe
left gone.
19 out of 20.
Yeah.
One right, 1 out of 20. Now, if you look at who they swipe right on, those guys are, guess what? Short or tall? Tall. Look more masculine, broad-shouldered, right? All those kind of things. They're going to
overweight, slim,
right?
Straight
Okay,
away, yeah.
right. So, in that circumstance, you may come to the conclusion that women are superficial. But of course they're superficial because that's all they have is something superficial to go on.
Yeah, totally.
And
I've heard that women can reliably predict IQ just from facial attractiveness.
Okay, let him finish making his point before you jump in.
That's interesting. You said, well, okay, yeah, right.
Possibility.
And I'm saying, like, yeah, there are like more attractive and less attractive people, and okay, so but what they'll say is men don't do that. Men might choose 12 out of 20 or 16 out of 20 to swipe right on. But the reason for that is because those men know that very few women, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Very
I know
few
where you're going.
women, so they take a broader swath. And it's not any different than before the internet.
Yeah.
That at a bar, a guy
I like him. He looks not quite nice. He does. Yeah, I totally get you. I know what you're saying.
But what they conclude from this is that women have no interest in what are called the bottom 90%. Do you see what I mean? And that's not true.
Am I representing this correctly? This is the problem.
What they're saying is
right?
because of the internet, only 10% of men get 100% of pussy, and 90% of men might as well just learn to jerk off because they're not going to be interested. That is not a conclusion which comes from this dating
It's like,
stuff.
like I'm saying, the guy she's got at 10 there, how would he be in a home invasion? But the guy in number 1, how would he be in a home invasion?
Who the hell cares about that though? That's so
this guy would be better in a home invasion.
I doubt it very much. He's too pretty. But what I'm saying to you is, it's not about. There's a lot of things in there because it's about personality, charisma, other things like that that you don't see when you're
just don't have access
through an
to
app. Yeah,
you don't have access
to it. No, you're correct, Ben. There you go.
But what the problem is this is a way for men to play victims, to say like, well, okay, well, obviously the only thing women care about is looks, which is just simply a function of the app. Now, first of all, most women don't like dating apps. They don't really use them. I've been on them, and like most of them are just
Unless
farting
the
around.
slags. If the slags and they're on Tinder, they just want to get.
Yeah, there's a
you
certain
know what
number
I
of
mean?
whores who use them, but like it's most whatever. It's not how women prefer to date. Even though, like, yeah, a lot of people date that way. They
Women prefer to
meet
date in real
guys.
life. They prefer to meet someone at work and have a chat to them, and you've got a rapport, and then the thing like I met my wife. You know what I mean? Things like that, and then you learn to get. You learn the faults. You learn the non-faults.
Men might be more comfortable than app because it's like we are superficial, so we're like, okay, if
Oh
you're
yeah,
really
straight away.
pretty,
Yeah.
like I'm in.
Pop. Yeah. Like an ATM machine. You just put it in, and you get it out. Yeah.
Right, and
Yeah,
also
totally.
more men are interested in just like pump and dump than women are. So like a lot of times Tinder just becomes a hookup thing. But when it comes to mating, women are actually far less superficial than men, and we all know that's true.
Yeah.
But when you put them in a situation where all they have to go on is superficial things, of course they are going to say, yeah, I prefer like
A fucking
physical
rip-
attributes that
10
like
to 1. They prefer the number 10 to 1, surely. I'd do that
Right.
same. With all due respect,
How
I'm not
wouldn't
being
they be
funny, but
superficial?
I prefer to fuck number 10 than number 1. He's got the glasses on, they probably get in the way. You know what I mean? You got muscle, man. I'd do number 10 rather than number 1. Easily. You know what I mean?
Of the females?
No, I'm talking about these males here. If I had to choose which one was giving me a back massage, I'd choose number fucking 10 over number 1 easily. You know what I mean? It's pretty.
Is this not this is okay, wait. I have a question though. Okay, so this is the concept, right? On dating apps, women all choose the good-looking men no matter what ranking they are, whereas men will go for sort of anything, right?
Yeah.
They're
Ben would go
much-
for anything on dating apps.
Okay.
Most
And
anything.
Dad, your reasoning for that is that if women are given just a picture of someone, they're going to choose the better looking
Yeah.
man. Versus
But men do the same thing. It's just that the nature of like the swiping here is that like because it tends to be hookups and it tends to be like kind of superficial, like women don't want to waste their time
If I
with
say
this,
this to
whereas
you,
men
if I say,
are more
Hold
willing
on,
to
Stevie.
waste their time
sorry,
with texting women for a while to
If
see
I
if
say-
they might get some.
if I say this to you, Ben, once they've met and they've actually had a date and spoke to people, I personally think these, you know, what she's got from 10 to 1, they differ because she'd probably maybe, I don't know, get on with someone who's a 5 or a 6 or a 4 rather than the person who's a 10 who looks gorgeous. Do you understand what I mean?
Wait, but
Right.
I'm not understanding.
What I'm saying is just women are more always like
I know
at a
what you're
bar,
saying,
women
Ben.
are more
I know what you're
selective than
saying.
men. They're going to generally be seen as people who are like, no, thank you. Whereas men are going to be like the aggressors. That's how like the first stages of relationships work.
But
When
given
you get to
time-
later
given
stages,
time,
men are more
yeah.
selective than women. But like, there's no statistic about that because that's not done on an app. Men tend to say like, I don't want a whore. I don't want to, right? If it's going to be the mother of my children. So it's just like a function of nature.
Women are selective as well, Ben. I think to a certain extent, you know, when you're sort of dating and stuff like that, they turn around and say, yeah, oh, so-and-so, yeah, he's good looking in that, but I don't know, Gary's dead good looking, but Doug's, he's a really nice person. He's always there for you. Do you know what I mean? So they're weighing up the pros and cons. This is the difference between the internet and real life. You need to actually meet someone in real life and interact.
But this doesn't make sense to me because men are more superficial creatures when it comes to sex. So shouldn't it be the other way around that all?
But
the
they
men wanna
also
fuck the
realize that
hottest
like
girls?
a
Because
normal
the
man,
men
if he's like a 4, is not going to really be able to date a 10 because he's going to feel outclassed.
Why would
He
that be
might
true
in
of
his
women?
fantasies have sex with the 10, but in reality, he's not going to feel comfortable with that.
But why wouldn't that be true for women too? 4 women know that they're not going to be
Well,
comfortable with Matt Damon or something.
Clicking, yeah, but well, clicking
Matt Damon.
on.
Where did Matt Damon come from?
I don't know, Brad Pitt, whatever, whatever the.
Yeah, go on. Yeah. Do you like Matt Damon?
Damon's short.
He's only 5'7".
I don't particularly, but
He's only 5'7", 3 inches.
wait, go ahead, Dad.
shorter
Finish
than
what you were saying. What were you saying?
But when a woman is swiping right, she's not saying I'm going to marry this guy. She's just saying I'm not going to waste my time with 90% of these guys, right? So, or 95% of these guys, because it's just not worth it to me because most of these guys just want to have sex. So like a lot of these women on these apps will say like, I don't even check this app. They just do it for validation, whatever.
Explain it. The way I see it, like you're saying me, the flipping right and flipping left. The way I see it, it's like, yeah, fair play. They're flipping and they're going, yeah, this guy can fill a hole, but he can't build a house. Do you understand what I mean? But they don't realize after they've had the hole filled that this guy's not the type of person to fill out to build a
Well,
house.
generally good-looking people are more competent. Not
Yeah.
always, but like, okay, so like just generally speaking, it is the cream of the crop. So if you're going to waste your time, you're going to waste your time with the cream of the crop. And if he swipes right on you and you're not that good looking, okay, well, that's interesting because like, okay, well, let's find out what's going on here, right?
Mm.
So it's just
the
a
same as
function of
everything. It's the
wasting
same
your
as everything.
time.
It's the same as life. You go to a restaurant, you fucking go to a big top restaurant, you eat nice food. Oh, I want that, but then you see something that's in the backyard. You know what I mean? Round a corner, and you have that, and you go, oh my god, that was 10 times better than everything else.
Wait
I've
a
ever
second,
had.
wait a second.
Grace. Remember we were watching the thing about like Ukraine or something? I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
In the Ukraine, you've got all these gorgeous young women who are poor
Yeah.
meeting up with all of these men who have enough money to go to the Ukraine and pay for this thing. So obviously so this creates the opposite skew where the women are much better looking than the men.
Yes.
Okay, that's totally understandable. That doesn't mean that men are incredibly superficial and women are just all gold diggers. That doesn't mean that. It just means in this circumstance, yeah, that is how it's going to go. Now, if you take the same situation, you say the same guy is going to do this in LA, very few women are going to show up to that. If it's just a bunch of old guys who happen to have a lot of money, because there are plenty of young guys who have a lot of money in LA. So those women aren't going to show up, but maybe some fatties will show up or whatever.
I've been to Thailand 3 times, exactly the same. You know what I mean? You get fucking big fat old men getting with women who you think, fucking hell, they're absolutely beautiful. But it's what's in it for them.
Is that why you went to Thailand?
No, I went with the wife, so I couldn't get away with it, to be honest. But yeah.
But you saw like it's called sex tourism, I think.
Yeah, sex tourism, yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying in a hookup situation, women are going to go for attractive men, whereas men are going to go for basically
what I'm saying to you,
they
Grace, is
can put their
let's
dip
change it from a dating app to a bar. Okay?
Uh-huh.
A bar, if there's hot chicks, there's going to tend to be 10 times as many guys as women, right? If they're
True.
that's what if I'm a bar owner, I'm saying get me some hot chicks, even if they're just getting paid to pretend they're there, because it draws the men in who spend all the money on the drinks. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Hooters. How many women really go to Hooters? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a lot of, yeah.
Right, but Hooters isn't like a bar.
Yeah, I know what you're
really.
saying, man. I know where you're going.
It's like a
But I'm
half
just-
strip club. It's like a
Yeah.
not quite
Yeah.
strip club. But what I'm saying, in a bar, it's a place where people hook up. They may end up getting together, but generally speaking, at the bar, the people who hook up are the hot chicks and the hot guys, right? And they go
Yeah.
home and have meaningless sex with each other. The fat girls will sometimes be able to pull a good-looking guy if the hot chicks have left and he's just horny.
Yeah.
The fat, gross guy isn't going to do anything really, except at the end of the night he'll get some of the fat, ugly chicks who are
I've
drunk
always
out
said
of their
that. I've
minds.
always said this. A fat girl can get the shag when she wants one, but a fat bloke can get a fag if it's off. Get a shag if it's offered. You know what I mean?
But if we put it into a gay bar, now men have the same opportunities as women because gay guys
Yeah.
are really interested in having sex. But it would tend to be that a guy like Ruska goes into a gay bar. He's going to have more
He's getting
attention
pandered.
to
He's
him.
getting pandered. He's getting.
Yeah, okay, so this
has always been true. The internet doesn't change
right.
anything.
So ugly girls can get sex if they want to. Ugly guys can get wives if they want to. That's like
Ugly guys can get
gatekeepers
sex
of marriage.
if they're willing to lower their
Stoop.
standards really
Perfect.
low.
That's why
and wait
that's why
around until 2
Drew,
a.m.
why do you
when the
think you
bar
found a wife?
closes
Like, that proves
and the woman's
why,
just
exactly.
desperate. Look
The
at
ball closes. That one's left on her own. She's in the corner crying. A guy walks up, ugly as fuck, and he goes, "Are you all right? Do you need somewhere to go?" He takes her away. He ends up getting laid. You know what I mean?
And she
That's
the next
way
morning
it's
goes, I
always
don't know
worked.
what happened.
Yeah.
What am I doing at this guy's place? Maybe he drugged me or something
Okay, so
like
Ben,
that. At least he's embarrassed.
Ben, you went from saying that it's only on dating sites to now saying it's like that in real life as well. You
What
see
I'm
how
saying
you,
is,
like-
in different circumstances, the same thing happens. So if you're a guy who goes to a bar and says, "I'm going to get some pussy," but you just sit there waiting for the pussy to come to you, you're not going to get any pussy. You're not
That's
going
true.
to. Because the way it works is the men are the aggressors and the women are.
But you
the,
can't just
the
get any
naysayers.
pussy. You would have to
So
get like a
you're gonna
4 out of 10 pussy.
Yeah,
or
right.
3 out of
Okay,
10
but what I'm saying is, you're gonna need to like cold. What is it called? Cold approach. 10 women, and if you're a good-looking guy, you probably get one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
The woman who's hot is gonna get approached by 10 guys, and she's gonna select one of them. Okay, that doesn't mean anything about women and men, other
What
than
do you
like.
mean? Of course that means something.
And so the same thing happens on Tinder. The guys
Yeah, so
offer
Tinder is real
more
life.
and get less, and the women offer less
Ben,
and are more
can I
selective.
just
That's
simplify
the
this?
same
Can I
exact
just
thing.
You're proving yourself
Can I
wrong.
simplify
But
this?
lasagna's point. Wait.
What I'm saying
what
is,
you guys are
what,
missing
no,
is-
what I'm saying is what is going on in the bar hypergamy? Do you think that that's hypergamy? Does that prove that women are only interested in looks, or
I
not?
I think looks
or
is
not,
is a
because that
huge-
occurred before the internet. That's how
Yeah,
it went
but-
on before the internet. You go to a bar, even if you're a really good-looking guy, if you just want to fuck, only like a very few women are going to be like, okay, down for that. Okay. And if you're not even good looking, you're going to come up empty handed, most likely. Whereas a female can go to a bar and
I would
get
disagree
fucked,
because
and
I
if
would
she's good
disagree.
looking, she'll
Anytime
have
she wants.
tons of
Anytime she
offers.
wants. She don't even have to get to a bar bench. She could be at the
Yeah,
taxi
okay, I
rank
agree,
and go.
I agree.
So
But
that's the
what I'm-
same thing that goes on in Tinder. So the internet hasn't changed
yes.
anything.
What are you
And
talking about? It
if
has
you want to
changed
cry about how the internet has changed human nature, you're wrong. Because it's the same thing that used to go on
but
in
what
bars.
I'm saying, if that was the case, then why are marriage rates so much lower? Why are people getting in way less relationships? It's because you see, before pre-internet or pre-cell phone, you would actually have to go out. Like now, it's so much easier because of the phone, so that's why people are going out less. And
No,
that's,
it's because
you know,
it's because it's less. It's because it's less like from the Catholic Church or the Christian Church or wherever. It's because it's less frowned upon. That's why.
Wait, wait,
divorce.
People were getting
generation are
married
going
less
out-
and divorced more before the internet. That's obviously true.
But also,
So,
people of our
That
generation are
trend has
going.
continued.
They're going out less, but they're also having sex less. So like they're equivalent. It's not like they're just having tons of sex but not going out. No, it's like both. Are
no, I would say there's more like hooking up by like a certain type of like percentage of guys that are just having a shit ton of like sex and all that. So maybe like I think it's becoming like Ruska said, right? Like I definitely believe in like the whole like top 10%, top 15% are just like billionaires or just like the wealth in like the US and like Russia. It's
so
like you
it's
have a bunch
becoming more of a
bunch
transaction.
How
It's
is that
becoming more of a
new?
transaction.
Billionaires get whores in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s, right?
True,
Billionaires
Well,
who were
if
really
that were
good
true, then
looking,
the stats
who were
would-
movie stars,
Okay,
had their
I'm
pick of
trying-
the litter.
okay,
Clark
so-
Gable is in the same situation
so if that
as
was
a
true,
guy.
then
What's the
stats
difference?
then the stats would be the same, right? There wouldn't be like a lowering of the stats, but there are people are getting married
stats?
less. Relationship stats. People are like hooking up less, getting in
Okay.
general, right? Not in like there's only people of a certain type that are hooking up the most, right? If what you're saying is
Well,
true,
that
and
was
it's all-
always true. Look,
no,
did
it
you go to high
hasn't.
school? Don't you think the football guys
wait, then-
got laid more than the band kids?
Okay,
Like,
but why?
it's
Okay, so
always
if
been
it's all
true.
the same, then why?
Ben,
are the
I'm
stats
struggling
not
to
saying
understand
that?
what's going on here because I'm sort of with you. What you're saying is the prettier guys or the most handsome guys get fucked first. You know what I mean? That's where I am.
I'm saying
But
there's
I don't know
nothing
where
new
I don't know
about
what's
that.
going on. No,
There's nothing new
about
about
that.
good-looking
the,
guys
The good-looking guys get the pick of the
getting-
litter.
Okay, then,
Get the
so
pick
then why
of
is
the
there a
litter.
decline then? Why are the statistics showing a decline then? Over
Okay,
time,
I'm
over
looking at
generations?
statistics. Okay, which one of these do you want to point out? Okay, marriage rates and timing. 1960, 76 per 1,000 adults got married. In 2020, it's 31. Median age at first marriage for men was 22.8 in 1960. It's 30.5 in 2020. Median age for women was 20.3 in 1960. It's 28.1 in 2020. Adults never married, 9% in 1960.
But you,
35
Grace, you would have to
40.
show an intermediate statistic. He's making the
Yeah,
case.
you need an intermediate
He's making a
statistic
case
to
that's-
say, yeah, with
that
his
because there's a
case.
difference and something else happened, therefore that thing caused the difference to happen. So you'd have to say, was this a trend before the internet that is like somehow different after the internet?
Well, what
It's the
else,
same
what
trend.
else has
Okay, I
happened?
see what
What
you're
else has
saying.
no? But what else has happened, Ben, other than the cell phone, the internet, that could have changed things so much? Like you're being purposely like no offense, but retarded when you say shit like that. Like it's obvious
Okay,
a
so
major
you're
thing that
saying
happened
because
with the internet.
You're missing the
Okay,
statistic.
so you're making
missing
the argument.
something
Let's
there.
say
Yeah.
serial killers play video games. Okay, more than non-serial killers play video games. Therefore, video games
Cause
are like
serial killers.
uniquely
Yeah.
to blame for serial killers.
Okay, so in
being
your
serial
opinion,
killers.
okay, in your
That's
opinion,
called.
what
Wait,
cau-
hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's use basic logic. Okay, that might be true, but just because there is a correlation, which means
There's no
like,
causation. I know what that means.
That doesn't
No
mean there's
I know, I know.
necessarily
Okay, so
causation.
in your opinion, what was the
So-
cause of that huge from the 1960 to 2000? It's not even saying 2025, which is higher. Then what do you think happened between that time? Then, if it's not
Okay,
the cell
okay,
phone, the internet,
okay.
what happened?
Okay, here's something with more. Okay, here's a chart for the marriage. Okay, I don't know if this is what you guys are looking for, but 1960 was up here, 1980 was down here, 2000 it was here, 2020 it's here. Is that what you guys are looking for? Like it's a downward
And so
trend?
when's the internet? It's about 2000. So
2000,
if
right.
anything, it slowed it down. It looks like it didn't accelerate it. It actually,
It was the most
like,
precipitous between the 60s and the 80s.
yeah. Before the internet,
What was
it was
that
the most
most
precipitous
precipitous,
decline. So
Grace?
whatever caused this decline, you could say it was the internet, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like what happened here is the sexual revolution, feminism, like an
the 60s and
individualistic,
70s.
hyper-individualistic, materialistic culture. And like the internet may have played a role here, but if anything, it looks statistically like the internet did not contribute to this, slowed it down.
I didn't know. I mean, like this is just like off the cuff. Obviously, if you just do more research, I'm pretty sure like it would go like internet, the phone, then like mobile phones and all that shit. Like people being able to communicate much quicker and faster, whereas before you would need to just like walk somewhere. You can't really walk 50 miles. I feel like obviously that's going to be a huge thing within like.
So what you're saying, like, if your husband battered you, rather than you phoning a person, you could just post it on social media, and that's had an effect on like divorces and things like that. Is that what you're saying? You're saying more things are shared on social media now, so therefore, what you saying?
He's saying that hot people have access to hotter people.
Yeah, and I think the easier access gets to each other. Like, so for example, if we ever make teleportation machines where like I could just teleport to like somebody's house instantly, it's going to be way more hyper.
Well, that's blatantly obvious. That's blatantly obvious.
No, I
Sorry,
don't think
go
that's
on,
true.
Ben.
Let's say you have a town of like 50,000 people, half are males, half are females. 25,000 people, 25,000 other people, and like largely that's your dating pool. Then you increase that dating pool to a much bigger city where it's like 8 million people, 4 million males, 4 million females. Generally speaking, you will find the same thing. The attractive people will tend to marry attractive people. The mid people will marry mid people. The bottom will marry the bottom. It's not going to change anything because the pool is larger. Now, if you want to take the pool down to like, if there's just 5 females and 5 males, yeah, okay, that's going to be weird because it's so small. But even then, it's going to tend to line up that way. It's the same as what happened when we were in high school. The cheerleaders tended to go out with the football players, not always. Sometimes a cheerleader would get with a band guy or a computer nerd or whatever. Sometimes a jock would get with a nerdy. Like, I don't understand, just because it's a larger number, you're saying it's obvious that what happens is that suddenly the less attractive males are significantly in a worse position. That's not true. Because there's just as many.
Well, you're assuming that people would rather. Again, in my opinion, I think women would rather be alone than with people they deem ugly. And not only that, but
Well, how would that have anything
also
to do with the dating pool being large or small?
There's no difference.
Okay,
That's
Jailhouse Maxer has another point to make. Thank you for your support of the show. Thank you for the $5.
Yes, thank you.
If an employer was only getting 20... Oh, let me say really quick. Wire Hunter just gifted a sub. Thank you, Wire Hunter. And thank you, Damius, earlier gifted 1,000 kicks, which is $10. Thank you very much, Damius. I did miss that. Jailhouse... Okay, so he says, if an employer was only getting 20 applicants, but now, thanks to the internet, it gets 1,000 plus applicants, do you think requirements for that job goes up?
Okay, but the problem is you get 1,000 like generic applicants that are sent by bots, right? You still don't have, if the job is whatever job,
The ones ain't going to do the real job.
you are still going to get the
okay.
same number of people interested in the job, but you'll just get a lot of crap that you have to.
No.
weed out.
Look, if you get more applicants, there's going to be more of them that are smarter. It's not like all of them are going to be. There's going to be more dog shit ones, but there's also going to.
It's not true. Think about
smarter
colleges. It used to be when I was like, it was transitioning when I was applying for colleges, but it used to be you had to fill out a separate application for each college. Then some of the colleges got together and said you can apply to any of these colleges using the same application. So they got way more applications because all I have to do is pay like the $50. So I'll apply to, instead of it used to be you would apply to a reach school, you would apply to like a realistic school and then a safety school in case the realistic school. So 3. That's what guidance counselors would say. Apply to 3. Now they probably tell you apply to 30. 10 that are reach, 10 that are, but it's the same thing.
It's just
they're only going to
upsides.
take.
Yeah, but okay, but what Jailhouse Max is saying is that like if there's more applicants, then you're gonna have more of the smart ones. There's gonna be more smart ones there. Like so, for example, if you only have 10,000 dudes in the first place, there might be like 1,000 of them or 100 that are like the top 10%. But if you expand that to like 1 million, there's gonna be now you have like 10,000 or 100,000 or like 10,000 or 50,000 that. So you have just more dudes.
But they're applying to an equivalent number of more jobs because it's easy to do. So it ends up being the same. But if you say in 1980 this company was not that big of a deal and couldn't offer much of a salary, okay, and then it became a huge company in 2000, okay, yeah, you're going to get more applicants, but whether the internet has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it does because the internet.
In fact, most employers say they can't fill their positions.
Okay, so Ben, let me ask you a question.
Today.
Let's say if you're a chick and you go to a bar. If you're really trying, you could probably talk to 50 dudes. If you're a chick and you have a cell phone, you could probably look through 100 messages within an hour or less than that. Okay, so you can obviously filter more dudes on the internet or through a dating app.
But men can do
if
the
you're Bonnie
same
Blue,
thing.
you can organize to
Men
get
are not getting
1,000 guys to
the
have
average
sex
dude
with
is not
you
getting
in
1,000
one day
dudes.
relatively easily.
I mean, the
but
average
if you're a
guy is not getting
whore in
1,000
the
matches.
80s, you can have sex with 1,000 guys. Maybe not in 24 hours, but like you can have sex with hundreds of men per day in like New York.
Yeah, but what
easily.
I'm saying is that those 1,000 dudes, they're not. There's going to be the quality is going to be super dog shit compared to now. Like a woman could go through like 1,000 dudes within a week and like filter out the dudes that she really wants.
Okay, you're talking about like all right. So you're saying like an ultra whore who
That's
just
not a
wants
whore.
to like
That's not a whore. That's just a regular girl.
a regular girl has sex with hundreds of men.
Did I say have sex? I said filter. I said filter. Did I say have sex? I said filter.
So let's just say what you were saying. We were talking about Bonnie Blue. That's an ultra whore. I don't know.
You
what
were
else
talking
would be.
about that.
What else would be an ultra whore? If you're someone who's like, all I want is dick, and I want like quality dick. Like
Why is that an
better looking
example?
dick.
Why is that an example?
Okay, wait. You're saying like because of you're saying I want good looking guys to fuck me, and I'm good looking. You can probably do that easier today than in the past. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
And not only that, but because it's so much easier now. Like the average
If
girl.
you don't know what's your point, then
Wait, let
hold
on.
What's
Let
your point?
Lasagna finish his point.
My point with that, Ben, is that the average girl who's like a 4 or 5, she's also getting 1,000 messages by the guy who's like an 8 also. So it's like she's also getting that same like brain.
First
rot,
of all,
like,
that's
to
not
have sex,
true.
to have
But
sex.
It is
secondly,
true. It is true.
It's not true that they're getting thousands of messages from 10 out of 10 guys. But
No,
secondly,
I didn't say 10. I didn't say 10
the
out of 10.
interest
I
that
said
they get
any
from
guy.
but hold on, the interest that those girls
But wait
get
a
from
second.
guys
No.
is for sex.
Yeah, a man will generally
Nothing else.
will
That's it.
generally
Done.
what's it called? Level down. If he just wants to pump and dump, he'll level down.
Yeah.
If he's like a sex addict, which is
Blake
what you're
will grab
talking
a
about.
fat bird from the pub just to unleash
Okay,
his
wait,
load.
Ben,
A guy will level down to have
Wait, how
sex.
how far would Stinky Brew
That's
have to
always
level
been
down?
true.
Wait, how far would Stinky Brew have to level? Let's say if he wasn't married right now, how far do you think he would have to level down? I don't think
I
he
don't
would
have
fuck
to
any
level
chick.
down. I'm
No, I'm
married.
saying
I'm married.
hypothetically.
I own 3 properties. What's up with you, bitch? What's up with you?
But what you're
Listen.
saying is males, if they want to have meaningless sex, have a harder time having meaningless sex. That's true.
No, exactly. Okay, no, but not only that.
That's always
it's
been
getting-
true. But you know,
No,
wait.
no.
You know these videos where they
He's
have.
coping, Ben. He's
I knew a
coping
guy
because
in
he can't
college-
pull a word.
I knew a guy
a
in
number
college
10.
who was a very
He
good
can't pull a number 10, Ben,
Hold on,
so he's
Stinky, hold
coping.
on.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Sorry.
hold on.
He,
I'm telling you.
this guy was very good looking. His name was Harris. He
Fucking bitch.
he was like rich, good looking guy. He used to go up to chicks and say, "Do you want to fuck?" Right? Even with his advantages, like 95 out of 100 women would say, "What the fuck? Get out of here." And they've replicated this online. Women generally, if you just cold approach them and say, "Do you want to fuck?" will say, "Are you crazy?" No. Men will say generally, "Sure." right? Like, and so that skews the if you say like, okay, it's not fair. Okay, that's fine if you want to say that. That's because women have a natural, like they have much more at stake in like pump and dump situations, psychologically, obviously in terms of pregnancy, and like in terms of their reputation. So that's always been true. And the internet maybe makes it faster, but there's no essential
No, it
difference in the
amplifies
math.
it. It amplifies it a lot.
Well, it might make it faster. It doesn't change the stats.
I said amplify. I said it amplifies.
Okay, so for example, like I wasn't a jock in school, but like you know the jocks, right? And then you have a backseat Betty. She's mid, but she's always down, and she'll fuck the whole football team, right? But she's not the hot chick, and she's seen as a slut by everyone. But she trades it in for the male attention. Okay, so what's different about that on the internet?
Okay, so
You can
the
be
internet,
like
I
decent
understand
looking
it.
and just say like I'm down to fuck, and a lot of guys will go, "Hey, I'm swiping right." Okay, there aren't that many females. Like a man who's mid can't do that. It'd be like, "Hey, I'm down to fuck."
Right.
The women will swipe left, even if he's good looking. That's
Okay,
the
so Ben,
same
have
as
you
it's
heard
always
of like
been.
have you heard no, but have you heard of like the inflated like because of the internet, because of like social media, the inflation by when has gotten like like so high. Like so for example, the chick who was a 4, probably like 40 years ago or 30 years ago, yeah, like
Fuck
most
you,
guys could
man.
have most guys could fuck her, right?
Go back to World War times, though.
But because
Go
of
on, carry on.
4, the average chick, even below average, is getting such a large amount of attention on like through social media. She doesn't even want to.
What kind of attention is she getting?
It doesn't
She's
matter. For
getting
women,
pump and dump
attention.
attention.
No. That's what. Okay, I'm not talking about sex, man. Stop saying.
What are
Well,
you
I
talking
I
about?
look
Dating?
for I look for a long.
I'm just talking about like she's getting
I look
likes
for a
on her
long
photos.
term.
She's getting.
I
she's getting
put myself as
DM.
looking for a long
She's
term
getting
partner
message
online.
and all that.
I'm quite selective. So like I don't.
Okay, Ben, you can be as
don't
delusional as you
swipe right
want.
on
I'm
fours.
trying to talk in reality. Okay, you can be as you
A
can.
person
want
who's
10
getting
out of
long
10.
term, a person.
Well,
Listen,
men are
Lasagna,
selective.
No,
Men are
Ben,
selective
one
about
second,
their
one
mates.
second, 1 second. A person who's getting long time attention off someone nowadays would probably say they were stalkers. That's the way it works nowadays. You know, the person that pursued someone and said, "No, I really like you," and stuff like that. They probably call fucking stalkers nowadays. That's the way it fucking works. You know
Well,
what I
let
mean?
me
It's
ask.
fucking
Let me,
ridiculous.
Lasagna. Let me run something else by you. There's another theory here. The theory is that this hypergamy was created by red pill people to give young men or look this whole thing to make men feel like victims of something new. And you see this all the time. The internet has it's called Chicken Little, right? The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Now we have an excuse for crying because the internet has or the printing press or the train or whatever has made us now victims, or the Jews arriving or whatever it is, right? And so why isn't that a better explanation?
Welcome to the
for this
panel,
theory?
Adam.
So
Right.
you need a guru to tell you how to get laid. So I'm going to make money by telling you something that's not really true, so that you give me money and take my advice, which actually doesn't get you laid because I don't know how to get laid.
I think looks maxing is like an antithesis. It's like opposite to the red pill because like the red pill says you can say things to get women, whereas like looks maxing is more like you have to look a certain way to even get a certain type of girl.
How far are you from that then, Lasagna? How far are you
Here's
from
my
that
bigger
looks
question
maxing?
to you.
You're a bitch, mate.
Why do
He's
I
on-
care?
on bent.
Go
Oh,
ahead
sorry.
and act like clavicular. Go ahead. It's less competition for me. I think you'll kill yourselves all quicker. What do I care? What am I trying to save you from it? You want to be a dumb fuck? Do it. It's working. If
Bitch
failure is
Effler.
success,
Get
then
rid
you
of
are
him.
going to
He's a
be a
bitch
super
Effler. He's a
successful
bitch
person.
Effler. He's
Well,
going-
instead of
Why should I
looking
help
at
you?
well, instead of looking at it that way, Ben, why don't you look at it in the way of like, why are these kids doing it? Like, what's happening in current society that there's like a lot of young kids
You're
who
all
are going
bitches
for it.
nowadays. None of you are men. None of you
Hold
are
on,
men. You're all fucking
another
bitches.
5. Another 5 from Jailhouse Maxwell. Thank you so much for your hard-earned wage dollars towards my neat ass. So, if Gen Z can't afford a home because they have to compete with BlackRock, are they just victims and lazy?
Yes, because I've said, and I've lived this out, You can get an RV. You pay no taxes. You can live in it and make money.
You can do whatever
and
you want.
And you can park at Cracker Barrel or get there are ways to beat the system. And if you say, well, I need to take a shower 3 times a day and I need all the comforts of home, then you're a sucker. And so if you say, well, I'm a baby and I can't have any independence or learn how to fix things, then you deserve to suck BlackRock dick or whatever else you want to claim to be a victim of. If you're a baby and you make yourself a baby and you don't want to become a man, then suffer like a baby suffers. No one wants to fuck a baby. Well, I guess there are some people, but I don't think generally women want to fuck a baby.
You can,
but
yeah.
If you want to act like a baby, who am I to stop you? I don't care.
You can admit that systems are rigged against you, but the question is, are you just going to cry about it, or are you going to respond to it?
What happens to me?
There's nothing you
It
can
used
really
to be
do.
that people, and I would say people in the UK are good at this. Like when the Scottish got the shit beaten out of them, they wouldn't say oh, we need reparations. They'd say, next time I'm gonna get you 10 times as much as you got me. Right? They had a natural way in which, if you're down, you're gonna be harder. You're gonna be working harder. You're gonna be getting ready.
Ben,
while the
what was
fat
going to turn around to
English
you and
sit
say?
there and eat their, get fat. Then we're gonna get them back, and that's
Listen,
how it has
Ben,
to be.
Ben, this is what I was just going to turn around and say to you. Say that me and Mrs. Brew had an argument, we split up next week. I'd take half of everything, and then I'd go and re-fucking build. What's up? What's the fucking problem? Do you know what I mean? This is what these fucking pussies, they think that once it's done, it's done. It's not. What you do is you go and you fucking rebuild. You take what you've got and you make the best of it, and you be a man and get on with it. These fucking pussies.
If
these
life
pussies ain't got a
hands you a
fucking clue.
lemon, make some lemonade. But these guys say, well, life handed me a lemon. Now I'm going to cry and I'm done. And what I'm saying is nature doesn't care. Older men don't care and women don't care of any age, except women who want to take you and have you be a baby, which is going to be older women. And genetically, nature is going to say, okay, well, then you can do that with your mommy or some 45-year-old
let me respond to that.
replacement for your mommy. But you're done and we don't care. If you don't have kids, we don't care.
Okay, so I think you telling young people to just buy an RV and live in by Crackle.
Say that.
IHOP
He
or
didn't
something.
say that. He said make the best of
Well,
what
let me
you
finish.
got.
Or a bow.
That's fine. He
Or a
can
bow.
characterize it like that. Okay.
Okay, so
go ahead, Sonia.
then I would say, Ben, you're a BlackRock shill. You probably work for BlackRock because you're trying to spread that.
Right, and the conspiracy theories don't help either. You're never going to get laid saying Ben Thorpe is a BlackRock shill, or whatever. If I am, I'm beating you. I'm beating you in that way too.
The reason
I would take
came
money from BlackRock.
The reason I came into this, sorry Ben, the reason I came into this conversation, you, who's never showed his face on cam, from what I've seen, and also turns around and starts telling people how to run their lives. This guy's a 50-year-old bloke. Yeah, mate, I might not agree with everything he's fucking done, but at the end of the day, he's a 50-year-old and he's got fucking experience. He's had business and stuff like that. I've had fucking more jobs in my life than you've probably had fucking hot dinners, right? You're a little fucking bitch, mate. You're a little bitch who has not got a clue about life. So stop talking about it.
Look, and I'll say this is true about Alpha. I'm even taller than him. A lot of women, these guys, if a guy's 6'2", you should thank your lucky stars, not try to be 6'6" for $100,000, because if you're really, really tall, women are attracted to you, but they're also, what's the word? What's that word? Intimidated. They're intimidated by you. Yeah.
Let me just read this super chat really quick. Thank you for the $5, Alpha the First Stone 1222. I am 6'6", size 18 shoes, 2XL hands, and I live in SoCal, LA, and I get rejected all the time. So there is more to dating than looks and
the way
height.
it works. It doesn't make no difference.
Hey, listen, everyone, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you what the issue is. All right.
War Chief, be polite.
Shut up, dude.
Go off,
Let me
King.
tell you what the fuck.
You're not gonna get
let me tell
anywhere
you
with
what
that,
the issue is.
Stinky.
The
You're not
issue
gonna
is.
fucking you up. What's up?
Fuck up.
You're right.
The issue
You okay?
is.
Aragon.
Is
you're right.
Can you stop talking so I can explain my
Be
point?
nice then. Be nice and I'll stop.
Stinky, stop. Let him say his thing.
Proceed.
The issue is social media has inflated women's egos and it's made
Exactly.
men more insecure. And the issue is that men
How
don't
has it
want to
done that?
approach women. Wait, just let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. Men are more insecure than ever, and women have bigger egos than ever because of social media and feminism. Because back in the day, women were wanting to have a man who could change a tire, do all this shit like that. Now they don't give
Agreed.
a fuck about that because
Agreed.
listen. Back in the day, women cared if you have money. They don't care if you have money anymore. They can make their own money. They can go do fucking OnlyFans and become fucking rich. They don't care about money. All they care
Not
about
many OnlyFans models make any money.
well, that's not true. Well, they can do anything. They can go do porn. It doesn't fucking matter. what
Okay,
it
well, they
is.
could do porn in the day too.
Well, they can also be fucking prostitutes. They can go on fucking
Right.
Matterbait. They
Women
can go
could
fucking
always
Right.
have been
OnlyFans. They can go
What's
do
the
porn.
what's known as the oldest profession? Selling your pussy for
Either
money.
way, the point is back
This is
in the
nothing
day.
new.
Hold on, back in the day, you would open the car door for them, and they'd be and they would be in love with you for that. You would shake their
Yeah.
father's hand. You'd buy them flowers. That shit doesn't exist anymore.
There's no
Like,
respect.
If you
Yeah,
open,
I agree
if you
with.
open,
I agree
Adam,
with
how am
you.
I? No,
hold on, wait,
how
wait,
am I
shut up,
supposed
shut
to
up, wait.
respect you? I asked you to put a bike
Wait,
rack on
wait.
the RV. You sat there, cried about it, didn't read the instructions,
I didn't
stole my
cry
battery
shit. I was
pack,
trying
and
to
ran
do it
away to
the
go
whole time.
gamble
Let
and
me
drink.
finish my
I'm
point. Shut
supposed
the
to
fuck up.
respect that? I'm
Shut
supposed
up,
to say like,
shut up.
"Oh
Wait,
my
let me
God,
finish.
my Lord, please marry me."
It's not the
You
time for
didn't
you
follow
guys,
through.
Grace.
You know
It's
what?
not the time for
I
you.
had to install the bike rack.
okay,
I
maybe I
installed
could've-
the bike rack,
Wait,
and I'm
maybe
supposed
I
to like
could've
say
put
like,
a
"Oh
fucking
yeah,
bike
I'm
rack
so
because I
sorry
don't
for
have
being
the instructions
disrespectful."
on how to do so. Maybe I don't have the fucking instructions on how to fucking.
No,
install
you
the
had the
bike.
instructions.
I gave you the
I did
instruction
not. No, I did
manual.
not. But the point
You
being
was
is,
proper shit at
point
that,
being,
Adam, though.
hey,
You was proper
the
shit
point
at
being
that,
is,
bro.
point being. Let me finish my point.
Should we go to the clip?
When you used to
Let
order,
him finish his clip. This point.
okay, listen.
And then we'll go to the clip.
Don't fucking get the clip, okay? I tried my best. I don't fucking know.
You did not. You threw a tantrum.
No, I did not throw a tantrum. Ben was
Well,
sitting
he tried
there.
his. Yeah, I would say
fucking
he
goddamn-
did try. He did try.
Yeah,
It
and I
just
had
wasn't
no
very
instructions,
impressive.
motherfucker. Like, if you
Well,
wanted
you
me to
know, you
pick
had
up a
instructions. You
sandbag,
had
carry
me.
him,
You had OBC Don, and you had an entire
if
chat.
you wanted me to like carry fucking sandbags up and down, I would fucking do it. If you want me to drive a fucking excavator, I would do it. I don't know how to fucking install a bike rack. That's not what I'm fucking built for. I work construction. I don't fucking know how to.
It's
install a
about as
bike rack.
complicated as putting Legos together, but like. some
Well, I
guys would
installed
say
it,
I
and I'm
can't
not
do.
trained on how to install bike
Could you
racks,
put a?
but
Could
go
you
ahead.
put a? Could you
Congratulations.
put a Lego set built for like 10-year-olds together?
Easily.
I don't think so. You want to make a bet?
Would you do that for Grace? Yeah.
Let's bet
Listen,
on that.
I was a professional
Let's bet
gamer
on that.
at 17.
You
okay,
go to the Lego store.
I was a professional
Go to the
gamer
Lego
by
store.
17 years old. So shut the fuck up.
Professional
Gymnast.
what?
That's not going to help you.
Point being,
bro.
point being, wait,
Professional
let me
gamer.
finish.
A professional gamer.
I was.
Gamer.
Well, anyone could say they're a professional gamer if they have no job and they game.
Okay, well, I work construction. I was a pro gamer.
But I must agree, League of Legends, mate, it's fucking complicated, bro. Honestly, if
Okay,
you've
yeah,
never
and I was
played it.
855 LP challenger. I was the number
Yeah,
one
it's fucking
Bane and the
terrible,
number one
mate.
Twitch,
It gets
the
I've
number one
played it.
Lucian in North America. So what's good? Like,
Okay, great. So why aren't you
okay,
doing
like
that
I
now?
guarantee you, you will not be able to do that.
How is that similar to like opening a door for a woman and having her fall in love with you? I don't
Okay,
get it.
opening a door is easy. The point I'm trying to make is fucking. Like,
You're saying like you're continuing the age of chivalry by being a video game guy. It's not.
no,
the
no,
same.
I'm not talking. No. What I'm saying is,
There's a
back in
certain
the
amount of
day.
respect.
No,
I
hold
know
on,
what
wait.
Adam was
Back in the
saying.
wait. Let me finish my point. Back in the day, if you open the door for a woman, she would respect it and be like, "Thank you." But nowadays, it's like I can open the door for myself. It's just the times have fucking changed.
Adam, you go up to women and go, "Hey, I want your number. Hey, give me your fucking number." Right? Like, no wonder
I don't do that. I don't do
You
that.
act like an asshole to random women. You go, "I'm a famous internet guy," as you're vomiting out.
Okay,
one
because
side
I'm
of your
live
mouth.
streaming and trying
You're
to be
not
entertaining.
exactly bringing.
I'm live
chivalry
streaming and
back.
trying to be entertaining. You think I do that shit
Right,
off
by
camera?
being an asshole, though. Like, no
You think
wonder
I do that shit off
women
camera?
are a little hesitant to trust men when they act like you.
Okay, then I mean, I
That's,
fucking get women
that's
all
probably
the
his
time,
best.
so-
It's not his best
Well-
picture, is it?
Well, you
So-
are chivalrous, like one-on-one when you get to know people. But like,
No, like off camera, I'm a fucking
yes, you're
gentleman.
fine. You're fine.
Like I'm saying
You're
get
respectful
girls
of women, but you act like an asshole to entertain your
on
chat.
stream for entertainment
I
purposes.
know, but you're helping to degrade society and make women not
How?
want to go out
How?
again and run up.
I don't
with
even
someone
say
like
give me your fucking number. What the fuck are you saying?
Well, if you were a black guy and you like pretended to mug people, is that helping black people in society?
Well, I'm not
And
black.
if you say
nor do I
we used
fucking-
to get along racially, whites and blacks used to get along, but what I do for entertainment is attack white people and scare the shit out of them, and then say I'm just kidding. Like, are you helping? No.
Okay, who gets more girls, me or you? Like
What's
even
that
if-
got to do with
even
you?
when I'm a
Really?
fucking douchebag,
Come
I
on.
get more girls than you. You're 6'8". I'm 5'10", and I get more girls than you. So I don't know what your point is.
You should get lots more girls than me, but
I do.
Well, it depends what you mean by get.
Like I mean, like I.
Adam,
No
can I speak to
woman
you?
in her
Attracted
right
more women
mind
than
would
you do.
date
Adam,
you
can I
because
speak to
you're
you, bro?
No one,
killing
what are you
yourself.
talking about? I have a girlfriend right now. You fucking idiot.
Really?
David sent
Adam.
£5. Thank you, David Falls. Let's go. When
£5.
Adam was playing video
Fiver.
games,
Send
all
me
his
the fiver.
friends
Send
were
me the
with
fiver.
women.
Adam,
Thoughts,
can I look? Do you know the one thing
Wait,
about
really
you,
quick,
Adam?
really quick. I want you to talk to him, but I just want him to respond to the super chat because they did pay. Thoughts, Adam? When you were playing video games, your friends were with women.
When Adam was playing video games, all his friends were. What? No, I literally had more women because I was a pro gamer.
Okay. Okay, that might have been true. Oh, and really
You're
quick
a
before
funny guy. Women think you're funny, but
really,
like
really quick before
the
Stinky jumps in.
alcoholism is not a selling point. Do you agree
Even
with
with
that?
I've had girls buy me alcohol and
Oh,
food.
fucking easy, yeah. You're all
Wait,
right,
Adam, Damius
I
had
bought
a
you
question.
alcohol.
He said that
The rapist.
anybody who's a professional anything should make money off of it. So he had a question. Did you make money off of gaming?
So this is a tough question to answer, but so I was 16 years old, and I was 855 LP challenger. I was the best League of Legends player in the world, but you had to be 17 to play professionally. So then I got into drugs and alcohol, and I just stopped.
What
So you
position
weren't
did you
a
play?
professional gamer.
No, I was a professional. No, I
Who
was.
cares?
I got.
Well,
I
you
got-
couldn't make any money off of it, so you couldn't legally.
Well, I
be
couldn't make any money off it because I wasn't old enough.
Here. No,
So you weren't a professional gamer.
No, I
It's
was
like a
pro-
5-year-old saying I was a
the
professional
number
chef.
one fucking. All right, you're retarded, bro. You're
Well,
literally
professional. You were an
retarded.
amateur
So
gamer.
degenerative.
No, I
Who
wasn't.
could have been a
No, I
professional
was
gamer.
no,
but
no.
decided
I was
to get into drugs instead. Okay, so
No, I was
okay, that's
a
just-
professional gamer that was not old enough to play in the tournaments because I was.
What was
not
your best
old enough.
position on League? What was your best position?
ADC.
You Forest or
No, I was ADC. I was best Vayne, best Twitch, best Lucine in the world.
But the,
No,
the
what I mean
deal
is-
with being professional and making money is you had to be a certain age. You weren't that age, therefore you weren't a professional
Therefore-
gamer. You were
No,
someone
no,
who
I-
played at the level, maybe, of a professional gamer.
Sure,
but you weren't
sure.
a professional gamer.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I played at the level of oppression. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, but you weren't a professional gamer.
That's like
I
being
was,
really good
though.
at football in high school and
You
saying
could be
I
great
could
at
have gone
blackjack,
pro.
but if you're
Well,
not
no,
old
no.
enough to go in the casino,
No. Listen,
be honest,
you
I
can't
don't
be
look
a
professional.
professional
So what you're
blackjack
saying?
player.
Wait. So you're saying like if I was 16 years old and I was the best person in the entire world, but I wasn't professionally gaming?
You could say I was a proficient
Dude, amateur,
gamer, but not a
amateur
professional.
or semi-professional. If you earned a bit of money, basically.
You could say you
a
no, what
professional
you're saying
earns
is you
money.
could have gone
was an
pro.
excellent
Wait.
You could have
So
gone
you're saying
pro. That's what you
So
say.
you're
You
saying
could have
because-
gone pro, but you didn't.
Wait. So you're saying that just because I wasn't old enough to play professionally, even though I
Did you earn money? Did you
If
earn
you
money?
play
Adam?
basketball in high school, you may be better than an NBA player, but until you get hired by a team, you're not a professional player.
But
This
I
is
wasn't
not
old
hard,
enough to
Adam.
do so. No, Adam W.
It's not
Adam
hard,
W.
Adam.
Imagine a 50-year-old giving a shit enough to like break down whether or not the guy was FaZe Clan elite and profitable. Obviously, he wasn't, and who gives a fuck because he has daddy's money. Now, Ben, you also got daddy's money, but the question is, what is the next arc? Okay, this whole Gen Z thing, nobody fucking cares. Now, you know, dollar store pint snap, that's not a riveting
Fucking
thing.
Chicago pants are
And so the
happening
point
over
being
here.
is like, okay, well, are we gonna get the 40-footer RV or what? Now, Adam, question to you. Your father's in Abu Dhabi, and I'm jealous. I wish I was there. Pause. You know, like, is he cool for like an RV thing and whatnot?
What you saying then, Layla?
You know,
What do you want? Do you want to sponge off someone else as well?
If you guys
Nope.
want to RV,
Lalo's trying to
I'm
look
happy.
like a pizza maker today. Why don't you go? What's with the giant collar?
Can't believe you couldn't even buy a drink. Fucking Joy had to buy you drinks. Fucking alcoholic had to buy you drinks, bro.
Who cares?
Lalo, is that your house?
It's not denying it.
No, it's my uncle's house. He just walked in. It was pretty awkward. He had no idea. I was like,
Lele, why are you such a sponger? Why do you sponge up every fucker? Try and get
oh yeah,
money
you had a
off
lot of
them.
money when you were 22
Wait, hold on
there.
a second. No, wait. We are getting off topic here. We are despairing of Gen Z males on Christmas Eve. Now, Adam came on and made a point about how back in the good old days, you would only have to do X, Y, Z, and you'd get a wife, and now that's not true anymore. Lalo,
He's a victim
you have
of
had
women.
a certain experience with Gen Z dating. What are your thoughts?
Who? Lawler?
Wait, who?
Lalo. Adam made his point.
Haha, got him. No, Gen Z women are awesome. I have no complaints.
Touch the thighs when the dad's lying next to him.
How do they respond to you?
Listen, I
Positively
do
or
have
negative?
complaints. I do have
Oh,
complaints.
okay, Adam, what are your complaints?
Well, listen, my complaints are, I could have an 11-inch cock, right? I could have an 11-inch cock. Go outside.
It's not 11 inches.
Well, hold on,
is it?
let me finish my point.
But no, seriously, it's not
He's
11
saying,
inches.
he's saying hypothetically.
I'm saying
He's saying
hypothetically.
hypothetically.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
7.5 inches.
Hypothetically.
It's 7.5 inches. But let's just say I had an
Okay,
11-inch
cheers.
cock. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I could go outside, fuck 100 women, come home, and be like, you know what? Chivalry is dead. They'd be like, you're a fucking incel. You're a closet homosexual brother. Like, I have an
Chivalry is dead.
11-inch cock. Little dick energy. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, my cock's 11 inches.
Okay, so your complaint about modern society is that you could have an enormous penis
11 inches.
and have sex with it and still be called an incel?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's actually a really good point. Like, you guys don't get it.
Lasagna, just mate, you might as well go. You might as well go, son.
Why? Because if you have an enormous penis, you
No, listen.
be embraced as a
He's
real
joking.
man.
He's winding you up,
Listen,
Ben.
listen.
He's winding you up. He's being
I
funny.
could literally say anything that people do not like because,
Okay,
It's
Adam,
joking.
Adam.
No, hold
Adam.
on, wait. You know Jesus Christ?
No, you won't.
You know
wait.
Jesus Christ
Adam,
was
you
hated
are
because he
insane.
spoke the truth.
Adam, you owe me
Yes.
$1,000, son.
I sent you $300 and you sent. Okay, wait. I'm not gonna
You
say.
still
this.
owe me the 700 then, if that's true. I can't be talking to you if you don't give me back what you owe me, son.
Fucking hell, you should have hit him here right as well, Adam, if it
I
was a
gave
grand. Fucking hell.
Listen, I don't want to say.
Fucking
this to-
£1,000 the left hand.
I don't want to
Fuck
say
off.
this to incriminate myself, but I gave you more money than that you should not. Oh, God, man.
Yeah, I did not get 1,000, but okay.
No, you got
Whatever.
300.
How
You got
does he owe you
300.
$1,000?
No,
Yeah.
I don't owe him
Because I found a
shit.
selfie
I don't owe him
stick, we did a bet.
shit at all.
Wait. Say it. What is it, Lalo?
You did a bet?
Yeah, so
No,
he's
no,
like,
no.
oh, I lost my selfie stick in an Uber or whatever. And then I'm like, no, you probably left it somewhere when you were walking around. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's go through the alleyway. He swore up and down, it's not in there. We walk in there, and then right before we give up, I found it. And so he's like, he bet $1,000 though on stream. So he hasn't given it to me.
So you had a bet that you would find the selfie stick?
Yeah. And I
And
did.
if you didn't find the selfie stick, you would have paid him $1,000?
No, it was like 100 on my end or something. I don't remember, but there's a clip
Oh, it
out
was
there.
10 to 1 odds?
Something like that. He was very
Was
sure.
he drunk at the time?
Goes
I was
without saying.
fucking hammered.
Okay, so then he wasn't able to consent.
I'd box fucking Adam for $1,000.
Okay,
I'd
feminist.
box Adam for $1,000. I would.
Well, I'll beat the
Well, he
shit
really
out of-
wasn't in his right mind. If you got 300 out of that, you're lucky.
No, he got $300 for something else, which I don't want to say because I don't want to incriminate myself.
Whatever.
Cocaine. It was cocaine, wasn't it?
All right,
Wasn't
guys. I feel like
cocaine.
we're a little off
Yeah, we're getting a
topic.
bit lost.
Listen,
We're lost.
we're getting
Okay.
off
Getting
topic.
lost.
All right.
Bring
Okay.
something
But
else
Lalo,
up.
if you hadn't found the selfie stick, would you have paid him $100?
Of course.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, you
I
wouldn't
don't have child
have. You
support
wouldn't
to pay,
have
I'm
give
sorry.
shit.
No, I could totally
You
give
wouldn't
him
get,
100.
motherfucker. You wouldn't not even give $20. Get the fuck
Forget
out of
about
here.
it. It
I
is
got
a
paid.
You have
Jimmy
an
and then
allegation
sucked
about
his
the
dick.
criminal.
the hell out of money.
Wait, you ain't gonna give shit, motherfucker. You ain't gonna.
Bro, we did some illegal shit. You got
It
money.
wasn't illegal. Well, I mean, maybe. All right.
We all
all
know
right.
what
Can
it
we
is.
Change the
It's
topic.
what NDR is saying it is.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
Or it was
you know.
meth, but whatever. Listen.
Basically. Yo, Dancing on the Sun, thank you for the $5 towards Broke Adam's debt. Let's go. Thank you very much. Well, Adam is one of these guys. You know, he does get with older women. He likes MILFs, and
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I've seen him with a. I mean, even the women he approaches on stream are generally in their 30s or 40s. Sometimes. So the thing is, it's weird. He's more aggressive with the younger ones. He'll be like, "Give me your fucking number." But with the older ones, he more sweet talks them. And the last sexual encounter that any of us sort of kept track of was his sexual engagement with a 45 to 50-year-old overweight Indian woman who drove him home. In
Wasn't
an Uber.
Indian, you fucking idiot. Well, no, she
Onion
was not
Bhaji,
Indian.
Onion Bhaji.
She was not Indian. She was not.
Oh, she was
Indian.
older? I didn't know that.
Oh, she
No,
was
she was not
significantly older.
Indian,
Remember, he
you
took her out to a restaurant, and the chat was like, "She's a big mama."
Well, let's just ask Adam. Adam, what is your age range that you would date females?
So
Anything.
my Tinder shit is 30 to 70 years old.
30.
I know that. I know. Listen. I know that. Look. Listen.
No, fair play, Adam. You got a Minecraft that thing. 30, 70. Go for it, man. Go on, carry on. I like it.
Hey, look, I know 70 is old, but there is some fucking good-looking
Hot
70
70s. Yeah, mate. Yeah, too right. Especially in fucking LA. Whew.
That's what. Like they have big tits. Okay.
Turkish,
anyway.
yeah, okay, Turkish. We'll say Turkish.
Okay, she
Something
was
like
not
that.
Indian. She was not Indian.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I don't
So,
know what your
why
argument
do
is.
you find yourself attracted to older women, and do you think that your generation as a whole is cooked?
I like older women because they have wide hips, they have big tits, they have big asses. They're like.
Okay, when you say wide hips and big tits, why is it that you think males look for that?
Because they're, I mean,
the males.
Those are like women qualities that.
What are tits for, Adam?
Sucking on tits. I mean.
No, for feeding children, right? And wide hips are great for
birthing.
Okay. But the problem is, at a certain age, around 40, women can't do that anymore.
I don't
So,
know. Oh, gee, as long as I
if
get
you
my
say,
nugget.
like, boy, if your eyes are saying, boy, she's really fit for reproduction, and she's 42, your eyes are not making sense
Yeah,
with
but
your
Ben,
brain.
what you got to understand is that there's no alimony then, is there? You know what I mean?
No, I think these guys, they want a mommy.
Yeah.
Who will, when
I don't
they
want.
cry,
Listen, no,
tell
I don't.
them, like, it's
Motherfucker,
okay.
I
Yes,
don't
you're
want
a
a mom.
victim.
Sorry, Aragon.
I don't know. Do you think a lot of girls your age want a daddy?
Of course, yeah.
They do, yeah. So why wouldn't boys want a mommy?
Because I think men and women are different.
Okay, well, but you want people who are like could be your mommy or grandmommy.
No, I don't, motherfucker. What are you saying, man?
Yeah, because you turned around and said that it's between 30 and 70.
You said you
then-
like them old with big tits and wide hips. That's
He
mommy.
did say that.
That's mommy. And when I said what are tits for, you said so that I can suck on them. Well, who sucks on tits? Babies. So you want a mommy to suck on her tits. A normal man says, I want a bitch with tits to fuck so that she can feed my children, not for me to breastfeed from her.
Okay, listen.
But that's your generation, and I don't
What do you mean,
care. I say
I'm
go
fucking,
for it.
I'm a fucking millennial, you retard. Like, I don't know why you keep thinking that, like, I'm Gen Z or some shit, dude. Like, what?
You like
Well,
me.
you have a
you're
lot of the
millennial.
mentality of a Gen Zer.
How?
But Adam,
all those
Adam,
things you said about women.
What the fuck am I doing? I'm mental. I am. What the fuck am I doing? I've got fucking family downstairs. I'm fucking spending time here. It's fucking funny as fuck.
Well, you're trying to get away from your family, which I applaud. That's what the internet's
I'm
all
thinking
about.
what's going on.
Non-holiday
I'm like,
holiday.
why the fuck am I here?
Mary Thorpsmith.
Because
You know
your
what I
wife
mean?
doesn't. Because your wife doesn't love you, Stinky bro.
have you got one, bro? Have you got one?
They
You never
prefer
had
for
one.
you to be here, Stinky.
Yeah,
No,
they're all right
noticed,
with it,
not
I
a lot of people coming into that room checking in on you. Yeah, do you want to join us for dinner? No, you seem to really care, do they?
He's doing fine up there on the interwebs.
She told me to fuck off. I was trying to help her wrap presents. She told me to fuck off.
Go talk to your internet
Now, what are you
friends,
going to do with
darling.
your DVD collection, Stinky?
I love my DVD collection. It's just
What's behind you there? 8,000.
Well, I mean,
That's not a DVD.
Loads of
I don't
DVDs,
have a
mate.
DVD
Fucking
collection. What? The? It's worse than I
Loads of
thought.
DVDs collection.
That's a
What are you going to
collection,
do with
buddy.
all of those?
I'll watch them.
Do you have any dirty ones?
No, I don't do dirty. I'm not like that. I'm not blue. I'm not blue. I just
Those
like
are all above
It's
board.
weird. I've got
Hey, we know
in
you
the
watch
other room.
porn.
I've got a load of Xbox 360 games. I like physical things. I don't like digital shit.
Listen, brother, we know you watch porn, all right?
I don't watch.
Well,
porn.
what are you eventually going to do with those?
So
Are you
you
going to give them, hand them down to your kids?
So you don't watch porn? You're gonna sit here and lie to me, motherfucker, that you don't watch porn?
I don't.
He
watch
doesn't
porn.
have DVDs of porn.
I don't have DVDs, but I watch porn.
You
but
watch
I
it
don't
on the
have
internet.
DVDs.
You watch it on your
What's
phone.
your
yeah,
favorite
fucking-
category?
Compilations. I like a little bit of
Compilations?
Compilations, yeah, a little bit.
Where
of
it's just one guy after the next squirting in the girl's face?
no, not that necessarily.
It's
Compilations
called a
was-
compilation, I think.
Well, that's for the facials.
Oh,
or
you're saying
whatever.
compilation?
compilation is like it's like different girls. So you get a choice, don't you? So within like if you get to 3 minutes, oh, she's a nice one. You know what I mean?
So there's like in 3 minutes, there's how many?
I don't know, 6.
All right,
girls
so
or
there's
something.
6 different scenes in 3
Yeah,
minutes.
in 3
So
minutes. So
Yeah.
she could be getting. She
that
could be
means
getting up.
two scenes. So like in 25 seconds, what are you seeing?
Maybe some of the arse, some at here, some at there. Oh,
It's
she's
not the
nice, I like
finishing. It's not the It's not the end.
wait,
it's not
hold
the
on.
Oh, that's a
climax.
gunshot.
Usually they have
No,
compilations
no.
of specific stuff like titty fucking or cream pieing or cum
Yeah, it
shots.
would have
No,
what
I don't
ties
get- I
it
don't get-
together. Just that
Usually
there are
there's like a
emails?
specific
No,
act
no,
that they're
no.
compiling
I
different
don't-
videos of.
I don't get that specific. It's more
Is it like a close up of the genitals, or is it like romantic?
It's got to be out, I suppose. It's got to be out a bit. I don't like seeing like a balls going into a girl. Or like,
It's got to be What does that mean?
Huh?
I didn't understand. Like
You said it's
you
gotta
said,
be
it's got to be hair.
It's got to be like as in that's nice. You know what I mean?
All right. So what do you type
Yeah.
in to get to that? You don't type in "it's got to be right, and things come up. What does it say?
Probably-
What compilation? Compilation
depends.
of what?
Because obviously nowadays in Britain you can't get on this internet, so you have to use a VPN. So you go on your VPN.
Oh, you're doing
you know,
illegal
yeah.
stuff. Is it
Yeah,
goats?
naughty. So you got to go on the
Goats?
VPN. You go on, I don't know, Pornhub or Xhamster. You go like fucking. You want as much as you can in that minute. You know what I mean? You want like a. How do I explain it? Like a compilation. You want like a.
But how's that
fucking-
different than just like if you just say like go on
I ain't got
like
20
Pornhub,
minutes to
you
wait.
just,
I ain't got
you just
20
scroll through and you look for 10 seconds for this. 10
I
seconds
ain't got 15 minutes to waste on the storyline. I don't want that
someone else to put
storyline.
it together.
I won't
So you're
that.
like basically
Yeah.
they're scrolling through porn, except you don't have to keep clicking. That's what it is.
Listen, I mean, like I said,
And then
I'm
what
in
happens
Britain,
if
mate.
you're like, oh right, that's a bit of good. Then what do? You just stay on that one over and over again?
Oh, that's a nice one. That is, yeah, we'll carry on with that. Ooh.
Okay, and then
Ooh.
what? But it's only be 25
All
seconds.
right, Vera. Oh, fuck's sake. Next one. You go to the next one, you go,
So
That's all
you
right.
just
No,
experience a little more pleasure and then move on to the next 25 seconds?
Yeah, you just do it that way. I don't really.
What is your ideal type?
I don't really
What
plan
is the
it.
one that
I don't plan it. I don't. I've got like
it's spontaneous?
Like yeah,
All right,
spontaneous.
so it's like
just
but what do you type in? Just compilation?
yeah, slut compilation slash
Slut
or something like that.
Okay. So
You know what I
you
mean?
like a mix of anal,
Yeah.
vaginal, blowjob.
It's got to be English. I've got to be English birds. I don't in black. If I get a black cock, I'm swiping past that.
No black people.
I'm
What
here-
about
I'm with
Asians?
you on that.
What
I'm
about
with you on
Asians?
Yeah, black cock, not interested. Like, oh yeah, I want to see what you're doing.
What if the
with a
woman's
white
black?
cock. And if it's massive, if it's like fucking ridiculous, humongous, I'm swiping past that as well. Ridiculous.
So medium
Not interested.
size cock,
Well,
non-black,
normal size, like,
compilation.
so I can imagine it's me. You know what I mean? If I think that's Brady's cock, that is, yeah, I love that. Yeah.
When you say slut, what is it you have in mind?
Just like a fucking whore with big hoops who's going, you are lads.
Wait.
How you doing? Who's next?
Wait,
Who's next?
Listen,
So not a
you know
classy
who,
chick.
No,
who,
not
You
bit
don't
like
want to see
what-
the,
bit
you
like
don't
what-
want to see the
what
like
he's
the,
with. You're a bit like what he's with.
Or,
You know what I mean?
like,
They're not
isn't there
classy
a thing?
chicks.
Isn't there a thing
Uber
with the English-
drivers, or fucking
just
you
the
know what I
scum
mean?
of the earth? Like,
Yeah, just the fucking dirtiest.
interesting.
Like,
so you
yeah.
wouldn't have a kink for like a woman getting off like a horse with her like with all that
like
you know,
that,
kind of
like that.
outfit.
That's a chav. That's a chav in it with a you fucking. I think I've done it. What's
Someone
her
with
name?
really low self-esteem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
too much
like-
makeup. It's
Yeah.
some kind of English slut.
Yeah,
thing.
I don't like my
It's a
dad. Do you
aesthetic.
not? Well, like me. You know what I mean? It's just like hoop
Mhm.
here, loads of just fucking. What does
Now,
that scream?
Is your wife
Scream.
okay with that?
Slut.
Your wife's okay with that?
Hey? Yeah, she's all right with it. She don't give a fuck.
Would she sit there and watch it with you?
Oh, I won't go as far as that.
Okay, well,
my
some people
ex-girlfriend
do.
used to watch porn with me. But hey,
Did
listen,
she? She's done it before when we was younger, but we're getting too old now.
Well,
So this is
Look,
kind of
I-
like your side piece, right? It's like your fantasy. It's just to have one after the
say
next,
fantasy,
totally
it's
low
just-
self-esteem whore have sex with you because you want to imagine someone like it's like you.
Just shout at me now, believe it or
Well,
not.
no wonder they don't want you in the Christmas celebration.
Good God. By the way, Adam, I did get this from Discord. This was the woman you had sex with? No?
okay, yes.
I take you for a ride or we can do
She's
it.
not
fancy
in
stuff.
it. You dude. Look how she's built.
She's a beefy
Look,
mama. She's a beefy mama.
She's a fucking.
Oh, you're right.
She's a
Yeah, Mrs. Brew just said.
Was she on top? Because I could see that being problematic. She's like 3 times your
Mrs.
size.
Brew just said, "Can you stop shouting online about your porn addiction?"
Would you keep it down in there? We've got children over.
Keep it down
What,
in there. I'm
Adam,
thinking
what would
my
you guess
bean.
she weighed in at? 220?
brother. Like she's
Well,
probably
she
like
wears it well,
160.
but she's a big woman.
Yeah, who cares? She had big ass tits, big ass ass.
Are you
bro.
sure that she's not a trans? Because she, like
No,
that looks
motherfucker.
pretty
There's no
masculine.
trans woman.
Adam, I'm not being funny about me, but
There's
you're a
no
millionaire,
trans-
bro. Your dad's a millionaire, and I wouldn't touch that with a 6.
I mean, look at those hands. Those are big hands. Those are.
Okay, but listen. There's
I
no
think I see an
trans-
Adam's apple there.
There's no trans woman that is built like a mother-bearing person. You know what I'm saying?
You are proper into mother bearings, aren't you? You know, give me them hips.
That's an unusual kink right there to say
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you
gets
proper
my
like
dick
mother me. You want a
No,
mummy, don't
listen.
you?
I'm just saying, because you guys just said she's trans.
Were
She's
you a
not
little bit
fucking
afraid
trans.
of her, like physically, like that
I'd
she would
the
beat
shit
you?
out of her, dog. If she tried
Was
shit.
she
Why don't you turn
feminine?
your-
She looks kind of masculine.
Adam, turn your camera on, mate. There's all 4 of us with your well, 3 of us with the camera on. Turn it on.
I ain't camera.
You know,
All right, now,
Camera up
Stinky,
all
I
the
haven't.
fucking time.
Is that
I
your
have-
ideal, Adam? Is that your ideal, like a big woman like that?
Dude, she's not big, you fucking idiot.
Show it again, Grace.
Um,
I mean, she's a stocky lady.
yeah, she's bigger than I'd go for, believe it or not, being 300 pounds. But there we go.
I think she's like solid 250, and all
a hell of-
muscle. Really.
That's an exaggeration, bro.
She'd tell you what to
Oh,
do,
I-
bro. She'd tell you
I
what to
would- I
do.
would-
She'd tell you to clean
How
your room.
tall is she? She looks like she's
well,
about 6'2".
if she's gonna tell me what to do, then why the fuck on stream she didn't tell me shit, motherfucker?
Mm.
no, she told you not to film her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, she was quite demanding. Mm.
Okay, hey, listen, she does not look Indian.
Did you
alright?
get that?
If you were
Did you get
looking
that?
at porn, would you want that to come up?
When I look at porn, what I type in is MILF, eat, blowjob,
No, see, yeah, okay. Milf.
Yeah.
MILF, blowjob, 3 move, 3 MOV. But look,
What does that
that's
mean?
not the point. Okay, listen. If you know, you know. Okay, let's just say that.
Stinky, can you help me out? What's MOV mean?
3 MOV.
I actually
Free
don't know.
MOV.
POV
MOV.
means point of
No,
view.
3
right?
Point of view.
3 MOV. 3 MOV.
30
What's that?
MOV?
30 mauve.
Does anyone know in chat what that
Don't.
means?
Why are you looking it up? You fuck.
I'm not looking it up.
What about you, Ben? What would you search for? I know lingerie. You like,
Yeah, but
you
so
like
that's
a
not
little bit
porn.
left.
I
you
just
like
looked
a
on
bit,
YouTube.
bit left to the imagination, don't you?
Yeah,
Get a look.
I used to look up, like, they had a section called you could say whatever you want about this, but like porn for women, because it was more like romantic. It was like two people, like
It's more like
it was
50
more
Shades of Grey.
relational and less like
50
just.
Shades of Grey. Yeah, it's like fuck it.
And I really didn't like looking at anal.
No, I don't like that.
Artistic.
It's like what you're on about when you was on about compilations, like cum shots and that. It makes me feel
Like I
sick,
like the
you know?
ones that are like professionally filmed. You know what I mean? Like
You know, if you got a cum
lighting.
shot and you've got someone like spitting cum in someone else's mouth, nah, it's not my cup of tea. That ain't. No chance.
Yeah, I mean,
Disgusting.
Ben's pornos require marriage as first as part of the act.
I've always thought of a new genre of porn that I want to do, which is that
Ben thought he was watching porn. He was
good-looking
watching
woman,
Snow White on the Disney Channel.
good-looking woman, good-looking guy, well lit, and then when they have sex, you actually follow the semen to the egg, watch the conception take place, then she gets pregnant and has a beautiful baby, which you celebrate at the end.
There you go, guys. Ben's turned on with sex education videos.
Well, I mean, that's
So-
kind of like the follow through, right? It's like the whole
Wait, how
thing
do I
is, like,
turn my
beautiful.
camera on, bro?
And then you kind of feel like, you know what? I
On the
wish
bottom
them the best, and
camera
I
icon.
shouldn't have watched them have sex.
It's a weird thing in it because when it comes to porn and stuff like that, it depends what mood you're in. Might be a Sunday, might be a Monday. You know what I mean? Might be a Tuesday. You know what I mean? You just yeah, you don't know what's happening. It's just one of them things.
I think it tells you a lot about yourself. Like, probably your thing with low self-esteem women is that you yourself don't feel like worthy of women. Like, you have low self-esteem, so because why would you fantasize about low self-esteem women?
No, low self-esteem women is obviously domination, isn't it? You're over them and you're coming like, you're taking this and that's it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but they don't care. They're sluts. They don't care
Yeah, that's it.
about anything.
You just flick it on them.
If you were
Carry on.
dominating, wouldn't you say like, so wouldn't you say like, I fantasize about taking a woman with high self-esteem and dominating her? A slut doesn't care what you do, right?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's fucking great when you get one. It's fucking amazing, honestly.
Really, a low self-esteem? So you're not into the chase? To me, it's like the
Of course,
chase.
I'm into the chase. I bet at the end of the day, as we know, my wife's a hell of a lot more educated than I am, and stuff like that. I've already
Yeah.
done
So
that.
so then maybe, but like then the
I've already
fantasy
done
is
that. That's
then
there.
the fantasy is
That's
to be with
there.
a woman who is not controlling, because your wife's a bit controlling, right?
I wouldn't say she's controlling. She just
Well, you can't use any money without her allowing you to. I mean, we all know
keep
that.
getting onto this. It doesn't.
Well, I mean, that's
I know,
true.
I want to say no. It is
That's
one of
kind
these
of.
things.
I'm not saying it's controlling, but she does actually have
It's
total
not as
control over
It's
you.
not as intense as
No, right. I mean, I understand
she's
that it's
made
like
it at.
relatively. She's relatively.
It's just
benign,
like
ruler,
right. I
but
want
she
to
does
right.
rule
Imagine
over
this:
you.
you walk up to your wife and you go, "I want 200 quid." What's she going to say to you, Ben?
Right. Depends on one's
She's going to
relationship.
say what for? She's going to say what for? and you're going to go, well, I want to go out on a bender with the lads. Do you understand what I mean? If
And
I
then
go
what
up
does
to her
she
and go, fuck off, you're not going on a bender. We've got stuff to pay here. We've got this to pay. We've got that to pay. We've got this to pay.
All right.
Right, okay.
Right.
But if I turn up and go, right, babe, can I lend £200? Why? What's the reason? Well, what I need to do, I need to get a new memory card for my laptop, and also what I'm doing is I'm really trying to emphasize my artwork. So I wanted to join this club that do artwork and stuff like that. So all in all, it's going to cost them £200. Yeah, okay. Do you understand what I mean?
But why does she make the money in the household?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, she does. Yeah, yeah.
But she controls the money.
But it's not
What
your
if,
share.
what if you
money,
say?
she controls
What if you
it.
say I need £200, and I'm not going to explain why?
If I walked up to her and went, "Can I have £200?" and she went, "What's it for?" and I went,
No, what if you just
Well,
said, "I'm not telling you why"?
I don't want to tell you. I just want
"No
it.
chance, no chance."
Not
I
getting
get
it. Okay.
No,
Well, so
no
then
chance.
she does
100%.
control the money in the household.
Yeah, well, she does, but that's a relationship, and that's compromise, isn't it? I've chose to be in this relationship.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I can see why you'd fantasize about having a woman who.
Are you
doesn't
going
care about
too
anything.
deep? I think
Is
you're
that not true?
what, some
I think it's
dirty
reasonable.
submissive. I know what you're doing, Ben. You're going some dirty submissive bitch that I go like, "Do you want your £200?" No, you're not. You can have some.
No,
money.
I'm not exaggerating it. No,
Do you know what I
I'm not
mean?
exaggerating it, but I'm just saying, I can see why the fantasy, like a lot of men, let's say men and women in positions of great authority, fantasize about being a sub, like on a chain, like and being
Right.
dragged around because I do believe like in our
Oh, to
fantasy
being,
life
being
we sort
dominated.
of
I'd hate being
we
dominated.
sort of a lot of times flip the script, right? So
Mm.
I think like the mafia guys, they worship their wife.
Who've got probably
this,
probably
but then
right.
they want a
You've got-
really
you-
slutty girl on
Yeah.
the side, so that it's like so you have the Madonna horror, right? So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that seems
My wife's on a pedestal. My wife is like my mum. That's the way I see her. You know what I mean? On that pedestal. Obviously, not my mum because I won't fuck my mum. But do you know what I mean? She's like
right.
You know what I mean?
You respect her. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she doms you and beats you every night or something like that. I'm just saying you do have a relationship in which you are
People sort of
asking
think-
her for money,
people-
and she
but people
is saying
people
maybe,
think
maybe
that
not.
I've always got money in my pocket. I've got my wallet in the bedroom next door. I've always got like 50, 60 quid in my wallet.
Well, I'm
And
just
it's
saying I have $0, and any money that I want to use, I have to ask Grace for.
It becomes what it becomes, Ben, and you know this. You've got fucking 6 kids, bro. I've got 1, and it becomes where priorities they don't lie with you aligning your pocket. They lie with other people. But at the end of the day, it's still at the same time. I mean, your fucking missus did a lot for you. You know what I mean? With all due respect, you know what I mean. With the restaurant, she backed you up, and that's exactly what Jada do with me. She'd back me up, and she'd be like, "Well, if you really think this
if
can
you want to
work-"
compare your wife to the person I thought was my wife, like, then you have a psychopath on your hands. But like, maybe.
Yeah, but she's still allowed.
Well,
you
but it
to,
wasn't even close to this this thing of.
I
like,
don't know.
asking
Maybe
for
I'm
money.
misunderstanding.
It just wasn't.
It was. It was. I mean, it sounds very different. On paper, I was in charge, but in actual fact, her emotions were in charge. But like,
There was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of things you had to deal with. I
was
understand that, and
crazy.
people have to deal with a lot of things. You know, when they get in relationships, they have to deal with a lot of things that are in the basement that people don't realize. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I totally get that. There's certain things that are deep, dark, and things that, you know what I mean. Even me, I've had to certain anger management and things, stuff like that. But there's certain times
Stinky,
when
I've got a clip that I was sent that I'd like you to respond to. Very quick clip from Dalmatian Dog, if you don't mind me playing it.
Fuck. Oh, was it Dalmatian?
Instead of obsessing about me, Stinky Brew, instead of obsessing about Dalmatian Dog, go and try and better your own fucking miserable fucking life, you fucking sorry animal. Fucking loser.
Spat at me. Did he spat at me then?
Your response?
Dalmatian dogs, he is another level, isn't he? I wouldn't even waste my time on him. I'll be totally honest with him. I wouldn't even waste my time on him. I think I love the lad. I'd love to grab him and just fucking give him a cuddle and say, listen, it's all right, but I think he's beyond that. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's a real shame.
How do you feel about getting the online OPC Dawn treatment?
What was that, sorry?
Spat upon.
It means nothing to me. What has he done? He's 1,000 miles away. He didn't spit on me, didn't he? I had a gun fucking pulled off me on Jack Tolcott stream. Does that make it 1,000 miles away? What is he going to do? Fucking shoot his phone? It makes no difference to me. You know
Isn't
what I
it
mean?
more than 1,000 miles across the Atlantic?
It's about 1,500, isn't it? I think something like 1,800.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
The U.S. coast to coast is like 2,500.
I ain't got a clue. I really don't know. But with Dalmatian, it's one of them things. He's a lost little lad, and bless him. No, I think he's a good guy in that, but he needs help. He needs certain. He's gone beyond it. Bless him. And it was only because
Stinky,
I said,
I love you to bits, but it seems that the panel has sort of died down. So we're either going to wrap up or keep watching that video you were watching earlier.
No worries. You carry on what you're doing because
Always nice to see you.
No, you too. You too. Every
Merry
now and again,
Christmas.
Ben, I'm just saying, every now and again I get drunk and I kick off. But don't worry.
Have a
You know what
Merry
I mean?
Christmas and wish all
You
of
too. Well,
You want
we're
to shout your channel out or anything?
Stinky family.
Mr. Stinkyberry 1, we are now 40 minutes away from Christmas.
Right.
40 minutes away from Christmas.
Have a lovely day, sir. Thank you for coming on the panel.
Thank you, Grace.
All right.
Now, I do believe that the solution, if Gen Z wanted, their hope would be to really engage in bantering with men who are older than them.
Yeah.
Like, and the internet's perfect for it.
Yeah.
Instead of crying to each other about how they're victims of these men and their daughters.
True.
Because I believe that male banter is necessary to get to confidence with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
you
you are. I
relationship
mean, you
with
can do
men.
other things like participate in sports, but like banter is the
within
main
them.
social skill that gives you confidence.
Yeah.
But if you're not willing to, sort of toss it around with guys because you don't like guys, then you're not going to have any confidence for women. And women are going to go, like, you're weak and you're a crybaby. So, but I think these guys all made the point is like they do want to have a woman who is controlling, who is like a mother.
Yeah.
And, why should I try to convince them otherwise? And the looks maxing thing, I think, is another form of that because I don't think they're making a case for them being like husband material, but maybe like a boy toy for like an older woman or a gay man. But I could see an older woman saying like, oh, well, you make me feel young because you're young, right? Or gay guys are into that too. But like, this is not mating. This doesn't get the pussy wanting to produce children for this guy.
Of course not, right? But the
And the
guys
more
don't
like
even...
artificial it is, the less so, because now I don't even know if like the seed I'm taking is like this guy's genetics or he's just cyborged himself. You know? what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to take a brief break, Grace.
Okay, no problem. All right, we have two elites backstage. All right, well, welcome to the show, fellas. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, everybody. Hello. Okay.
Merry Christmas. Hopefully the mic and everything's working. Adam, it's called your mother issues is what it was, buddy. Okay, and it's all good. It's all good. Just embrace it. You were talking some good shit, but then it's like you think people are fucking with you and you spin out and you lose your cool. You just gotta tighten it in a bit.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, don't do that old man shit. I know every movie you're gonna try to play, be like, oh, what's this old ass nigga trying to talk to me? I know everything. I've been a professional. I was fucking shit up at 17. Player one, you ain't done shit. Been addicted to shit. Played shit. Game
I'm
shit.
literally addicted. What the fuck
You
are you
ain't
saying,
addicted to
motherfucker?
nothing, motherfucker. You done drugs for probably 6 years.
10 years, 11 years.
You ain't
I've
addicted
done
to
enough
shit,
drugs
man.
and alcohol to kill 11 oxes,
Good
bro.
work. Oh, that's fine. No, what I was gonna say was I was actually blessed. I was saying some good shit about you at first. There we go. Let's pull her nipple out. Let's pull her nipple out.
Yeah, I was
That's
sitting
how
up
we're
in
gonna
my
do it.
chair.
That's how
you
we're gonna fucking do
retard.
it. We're gonna pull the nipples out.
Okay, well, what is your point,
That's
man?
all good, player. So, hey, I didn't know you was gonna be up here like that. I'm glad you're back, baby. I'm glad you're back. Why does your
Alright, well, let
fucking
me take a
camera get
shower
more
real quick.
fogged up
I'll take
every
a
time
shower
it
real
goes back
quick.
to you,
Take a
dog?
shower real quick.
You're pissing me off. Now I'm getting
Hey,
mad, dog.
shut your bitch
I'm
ass
getting
up,
mad,
dude.
baby. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? I'm walking
Bro,
back and forth.
you're tweaking out your fucking mind, folks.
Dog, I'm tweaking on my mind, dog. You're going off camera with the reflection on your fucking TV. Get a little bitty in, dog. Don't not tell me what I'm tweaking on. But get your shit together. It's Christmas Eve, dog. God damn it. You was a disgrace. I'm gonna go ahead. You go ahead and go get your bitch. Fix your hat, player. Fix your hat and walk around with an 11-inch dick. It's tough. Hurry up with that. When you drink it, you don't gotta be like a goddamn holding it back like a little supermodel either. Just take that motherfucking shot.
I
right? Hey, you
fucking
so
took
scared
it,
of-
you
hey, you
retard
so
ass
addicted to
motherfucker.
player.
What the fuck are you
Hey,
saying,
so
bro?
addicted to it. Knock it back and get on with your day. You sitting like
I just did that, you fucking idiot.
Weird ass motherfucker. Now just go ahead and we could have been cool. We could have been cool, motherfucker.
Bro, you're tweaking, motherfucker.
My bad.
Yeah, it's just tweaking.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so you want to talk about something actually fucking worthwhile?
I want to know about that big ass fucking linebacker, the actual grandma linebacker that you had in the passenger side of that Subaru or whatever the fuck what I saw. And then for you not to say that you got some weird fucked up shit, because I saw a picture of a big ass bitch, like a real big
Dude,
time
okay,
bitch.
so what?
Look at that
She's 40 years
motherfucker, man.
old. So what, man? So
Yeah, you know,
what?
that better not be the bitches you going out there fucking, dog. And then coming in
Why?
talking about me, about you better start tweaking. If that, look at how many goddamn bracelets are on that steering wheel.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on here?
Would you rather me
Bang
have
with
you
that
fucking
shit, bang with
19-year-olds or
that
some shit? Like what?
I don't care. We're into older people here. I get it. This is what you go to when you want older people, and just embrace this. That's what I'm saying. Say that about yourself.
All right, now listen, fellas.
I don't even.
I've been going for close to 4 hours now. I do
You're
not
not
feel
ending.
competent
You're not
to
ending, Grace. You're not fucking
moderate
ending,
this
Grace.
discussion. However,
You're not
I do
fucking ending.
happen to know of a man who has significant spiritual advice to possibly give to both of you. So I'm going to
Grace,
raid the
not-
chat over to Jack.
No,
and
you're
he
not
has the
fucking
StreamYard
ending,
link
Grace. You're
pinned,
not ending,
and I
Grace.
highly
Grace,
suggest
you are not fucking ending the stream.
that both of you hit the link, go talk to Jack,
No,
work this
I'm
out
not
with Jack.
fucking. Grace, if you
need
end the
this in your
stream,
life.
I'm gonna go stream myself. I don't give.
Get out of here.
And
You're not
Adam, I will go join the stream with you guys.
You are not ending stream.
Plus, there's an old
Grace.
lady on there, Margot. You might
Okay,
like her. Let's see what she has
She's
to
very,
say.
very popular and
You're not
rich
ending stream.
because
You're not ending stream.
no one knows
Fine.
She kind of has a hot
that-
voice.
Do whatever you want.
She kind of has a hot voice. What do you think?
I don't fucking know.
Let's
you.
go talk to Margot. Adam, I'll join with you, okay, buddy?
No, look.
I
are you-
literally, they're
If you
talking
gotta
about
get your
addiction.
hand
They
on-
have the StreamYard link pinned. I'm so ready. Like, I will join. Okay? You just got to follow me over there, buddy. Look, I'll put the StreamYard link in the back chat. It's the same exact idea. Just hit that, and I'll go join with you, okay? Me and
I
King
don't
will
know
come
who the
over
fuck
with you.
these motherfuckers are. Like what?
Who cares? We'll run the thing then. We'll
There's a
run it.
MILF
Hey, all right,
talking
fine,
about
man, invite
addiction.
me. Okay, all right. Let me go join and troll them.
All right, it's in
Oh,
back
okay.
chat. Hit that link. I'll be right over, okay? King,
been a
you're going to
human.
meet us over there. All right, let's go. It's a Christmas miracle.
I don't know how to leave this shit. Goddamn.
I'll kick you if you can't figure out how to leave it. You got the link? All right. Merry Christmas, Adam.
I don't know. No. Send me the fucking link, man.
It's
Send
bad.
me.
Go. Okay. All right. I'll send it to you on Discord. What is your okay? Have you ever seen the rain? Okay, there we go. I sent you the link. Okay. You got it.
Yeah, how do I dip out this motherfucker?
I'll kick you. Merry Christmas. I'm not going over there. I will raid though. Okay, let's see here. How do I do it? Live YouTube. Okay, let me redirect. Cooked. Okay. How do I do it? No, I'll go over there. I'll go over there just to keep him company, get them set up. Okay. Edit. Stream settings. Edit. I made $71. That's not bad. Redirect. Talcott. There we go. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I am hoping that we will have a Christmas Chinese food mukbang haul gift opening stream. I'm washing my Christmas dress as we speak. So hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. But love you guys very much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we do more of these panels soon. Bye!